And what is your beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who
the
you
pool house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment. Welcome.
Woo! Welcome to MME Live. We got an interesting show tonight. We're going to talk about the future of the channel. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm going to check my settings here. I got a lot of stuff cooking, everyone. I've been working my butt off. I appreciate all the support. If we could get 30 likes on this live stream, because I'm going to be announcing a lot of stuff coming up. Some things I can't announce, but I'm working, dedicating my life to this channel. My family's supporting me. We're doing a lot of stuff. I appreciate all the support here. We got lots of great things coming. Lots of great things for the community. Hey, Nerd, if you're available, you could come on too. If you know, it sounds like I'm in a tin can. Let me check the audio here. Speaker. Thank you for letting me know, Cal. I brought my wallet down here just to make sure I get your book order tonight. I might do it on air. I just don't want to get your info out there. So I might wait till after the stream, but I will do it tonight. Okay, hopefully that sounds better. Let me know. Does that sound better, Cal? Does that sound better? I thought about doing that, but then I listen, I'm cool with that if I got in shape. And no shade to anyone doing OnlyFans. But not everyone's cool with that. And I would rather have guests, like special guests, including people in the industry. I'm not saying they wouldn't do that. They would be opposed to it, but I just don't want to, I prefer doing other things ahead of that. Maybe when I get to 100K, I'll celebrate. If you get me to 100K, I launch my Not Safe for Work OnlyFans. I'll keep that promise. I'll do that. Get me to 100K, I will start my Not Safe for Work OnlyFans. And I'll make it cheap. I'll make it real cheap. Okay. The people might not want to come on the stream now. Nerd Costa Nostra's like, nah, maybe not. But we got some cool stuff here. Let me give a link to Larry Quirkwitz and Nerd Costa Nostra and Little Movie Perp. And Bianca, I don't even know where she's at. Get in here. I'm just kidding. Degrassi. Shout out to Bruce, King of Nerds. He may be feeling a little bit under the weather. Good question, Cal. I was enjoying the day with my wife. We had a great morning. We were watching things. We were playing Mario Party. And I fell asleep on the couch. I went to the restroom and I slept all night. That's why I have so much energy today. I woke up at midnight. So I apologize. Hopefully this Sunday I'll make it up to you I'll do an extra hour on the member stream, Cal, if that works. All right. So let me show you what I've been working on. This is one of many things I've been working on. Now, it would be preferable if I got this camera. I bought. This is the CaliCam camera. It's a 4K camera. This TV, if it turns on, why isn't it turning on? There it is. is an old LCD or plasma TV. Look, give it a time to focus. There it is. It's focused. Is from my parents. And I could do hangout streams here, maybe community gaming parties for. I could just hang out and play some Genesis games. I could play lots of old school games, and then I could play Speedstorm, Fortnite, Mario Kart, Xbox parties. No, Rational, you don't even know. I started early, Zeno. I started early. So it might not look that great quality now, but once I get the game in there, it looks better. This is my Mega Retron HD with an EverDrive. I have every game on here. That looks a little clearer. Which I'm going to play Sonic first. That was the game that got me started. And then, like if we're playing games and there's a Sega game you want me to play, I'll switch it for 99 cents, I gotta get tips somehow. So this is the Game Cam / Cali Cam. Is there a Sega game that you really want me to play? But yeah, I'm hoping to host Mario Kart and also Speedstorm and probably Fortnite too. And anyone, the reason I wanted to do it this way is anyone could just pop in, talk about movie topics, and you'll be under me there, Let me get to Sonic here. Sonic 2, the game that really you confuse viewers who plan around watching your shows. Stay on schedule. Well, I'm not going to do that all the time. I'm not going to go early all the time. I didn't want to fall asleep again. I want to get to sleep at a decent time tonight. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. All right, let me start here. Can you hear the Sonic okay? So if anyone wants to pop in. I'm illiterate. Copyright. It's low enough that it should be fine. Hey, nerd.
What's up? What's going on?
I'll turn this down a little bit. I'm planning on doing community gaming streams. This is probably not the best way. The best way to do it is get like a one of those capture devices, go through your computer.
Oh, a capture card?
Yeah, and I have those too.
Mm-hmm.
But this doesn't look too bad for a 4K camera just pointed at the TV.
No, it doesn't look too bad. You can either do like a capture card or if you I know some people use OBS Studio too.
Yeah. Go check out Nerd Cosa Nostra. He's got some great videos about horror. I was gonna steal your ideas on some of those topics. I'm like, oh, no one's talking about this. This got good views, and
yeah, man, go for it. Yeah.
Yeah. So go check out his video for sure. How's your day been going?
That's just another day. Just another day. How about you?
Good. We have plans to collaborate a little bit. We're not going to say much about it, but we got plans.
I was contacted today, and on I think just trying to confirm like logistics, and then I mentioned to the individual I'm down. Just to keep me updated on what is all decided.
Now I'm not going to play games the whole time. I'm just showing people.
Yeah.
Make sure everything works.
This brings back some memories.
I can also, this is a huge table that I have to work on in the basement. I have so much room to work on. I could do reviews here of games. I could put a CRT TV on here and play on a CRT as well. But this doesn't look too bad.
Are you playing on? What are you playing on? Are you playing like an actual retro system or?
It's one of the clone consoles, but it's a good one. It's a Retron HD. They're the
Okay.
one that made like the Retron with multiple consoles, but they made one just for the Genesis, the HDMI.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem is I tried my mother. I'm always on call, so that's why I never turn my phone off, because my parents. I gotta make sure, because I turn it off for streams and I forget to turn the ringer back on.
Oh yeah.
And then people get mad at me. My parents, my wife.
My ringer, my ringer hasn't been turned on my phone in probably like 10 plus years.
Oh really?
Yeah, it stays on silent, and then I think after like 5-10 seconds, then it will like vibrate a couple times. But yeah.
Well, Nerd Cosa Nostra, since you were since you were in here first, you don't have to pay 99 cents. You could pick the next game. We'll try one more game. We'll probably try 3 games. Then we'll just get the movie talk.
Sounds good.
Do you have a Genesis game that you can think of, or you want to Google?
Oh man, Genesis game.
I probably have it on my EverDrive.
Oh, we'll see. I know of one. I'm gonna make sure it's on. I'm on 99.9% sure it was Sega Genesis, because I remember having that.
I'm thinking your vibe.
No, it was one of my favorites, and it's not it was a common game back then. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it pop up on many of these types of systems, so I'd be interested to see if it's on this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Greatest Heavyweights.
Greatest Heavyweights.
Yeah, again, it's not a common. Again, it was a common game back then. So the game was a boxing game, and you could play. It wasn't. You could play like Rocky Marciano, Evander Holyfield, Joe Louis. So you got to play all these classic boxers, and then you would you could create your own boxer, and you'd work your way up, kind of like Mike Tyson's Punch Out, similar to that, but the view was left to right instead of having your boxer right in front of you.
Yeah.
So, but
I played that.
Yeah, it was like probably one of the only boxing games that was ever put out for the Sega Genesis back in the day.
I'll check it out. So that's the next one, and I'll play another game if someone gives 99-cent tip. It's not like I'm asking a lot. I'm not like really 99 cents. Come on. And then we'll get to some movie talk and talk about everyone's day. Rational says the quality is horrible. The thing is, when you do more stuff with StreamYard, I have skipping frames and everything. But people are saying, am I ending the channel? No, not quite the opposite. I have so many things I'm working on, I can't even remember what I was going to announce. So I could do gaming streams. I could probably put most consoles up on the screen, have a party where we could play some Fortnite, Marvel Rivals, Disney Speedstorm, any Nintendo game, Mario. We could play Mario Party. That would be fun to play on stream. Well, now I don't know do you have any current consoles, Nerd?
I mean, I have. I have like the standard, like the Xboxes, the PlayStations, like that. But I can't even remember the last time I ever even turned one on. To be honest with you,
okay.
I ever since I got I built a PC late last year, earlier this year, and ever since I did that, if I do play any games or do any gaming, I just do it on my PC. The experience is just, I think I find it much better than my Xbox or my PlayStation. No, I mean, I'll go play those if there's like
well, a lot of free to play games are cross play with everything anyway.
Yeah. I mean, because I noticed with most, I mean, as you probably know, with most games lately, they're cross platforms now. So like if I play like certain games on like my PC, it will tell you who's playing on, like if you're playing with other people, it'll tell you if they're on an Xbox or a PlayStation or whatever. So I find that I'm glad that they've come a long way since then. So
all right, cool. No, movie talk's not dead. Hey Perp.
Hey Max.
Is this good enough? Is this good enough quality to host a party where we do I could bring Nintendo in here, I could bring Xbox, a PlayStation, just so we could all talk, have fun for community game night. I mean, it would be better with capture card, I know, but then
the question, I don't even understand.
Does this look good enough where you could see what's going on?
The Sonic?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
So, like a Marvel Rivals community night, a Mario Kart.
I'm playing Rivals with Taladia tomorrow. Anyone's free to join us. I'm a great healer. I can heal. I'm a healer. Don't worry. You'll
We
have a
got
healer.
two. I don't know what this RJ's talking about. DSP.
Oh, RJ went to my stream.
Is this really?
Hold on. Shut up, RJ. Shut up. Shut up. RJ came to my stream and said you were quitting.
No.
I
thought
everyone in the chat was saying that it was over.
I thought about doing a clickbait thing, but I'm not going to do it to everyone.
Wait, is it true, Max? Are you ending
no,
the channel?
RJ came in screaming like a banshee, saying Max is quitting.
No, the future of the channel is very bright. I have so many things moving on.
Not if you're quitting, Max.
No, tape hunters. I'm talking about doing traveling, some big stuff I can't comment on. I can't even tell people yet because I want surprises. Well, let's get to the super chat snap first. Blue Jay, $2. Max, are you ending the channel? $2. Absolutely not. I will be streaming from a nursing home.
He's gonna start doing a cooking hour as well.
I will get nurses to come to my man cave when I can't get up the stairs. I'll get one of those motorized things to get me up the stairs. I'll get some help with all your support.
Nice. MME critical care.
And then Rational Skeptic, $2. One's in the chat if Max should use a capture card. It's all about just having some fun, Rational. It's the easiest thing for me to do this way. And maybe if you were a member again, then I can afford a capture card. No,
also, if you're playing Fortnite, let me know. I will beat you.
Okay. And then Nerd Cosa Nostra was first in here, so he gets to pick the next Genesis game I pick on my EverDrive. And then if no one else super chats 99 cents for a game, someone on the panel could pick the third. Well, Perp got here next, so Perp, if you know a Genesis
I rushed in here because freaking RJ was crying. He was like crying.
Well,
I'm not gonna be able to go there and tell him about James Gunn all the time. So I ran over here. I ran over here.
Bianca
RJ was
showing?
going nuts.
What?
It wouldn't show him Bianca.
Bianca.
Hi.
Oh, this is what I'll have to do. Okay, that's better.
So, Perp, what game would you pick?
From Genesis?
Yeah, do you have any Genesis games that you want to pick, or you could Google it?
I like the Streets of Rage stuff.
Oh yeah, let's
Rage.
Let's go with that.
The one with the kangaroo.
All right, so let me reset it here. I'll pick Nerds next.
No. Let's go with Streets of Rage.
No. I want to see yours first because I don't remember. What is it called again? Heavyweights?
Greatest Heavyweights?
Greatest Heavyweights.
I thought that was based on the movie Heavyweights, which is like the most underrated children's comedy.
I love an EverDrive. How's it going, Bianca?
Pain.
Oh, yes, that's right. I apologize.
Wait, what happened?
She's in recovery, I believe. I think.
Are you okay? Wait, what? You okay, Bianca?
It's been a week now. The pain hasn't stopped. I went to the ER on Saturday.
Did something happen? Or you don't want to know? You don't want us to know?
Or maybe she might want to keep it personal. I don't know.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's diverticulosis and ovarian cysts.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I wish you the best. I forgot that.
Get those
Oh, there it is. Yep, there it is.
I forgot that you had some, so wish you the best, Bianca. I hope you feel
Yeah,
better and have a happy new year.
I hope you
Thank
get
you.
well, Bianca. I hope you get well.
Oh man, I haven't seen this game since it came
Yeah.
out.
So this is the game cam / Cali cam. I have to go get her some treats. That's why I got the camera. I also got some drinks for my game room and for New Year's. Not that I'm a big drinker, but I got this.
You're
a critical drinker.
No, I'm not very critical. I also got a NES retro on here too, in case you want to pop out the NES later at the end of the show.
If you are playing Fortnite or Speedstorm.
Oh no, it's not working.
That's not
good.
I don't have the Sega Saturn. That's the one I sold. Why isn't it working? I've never played a ROM on here that didn't work. That's the only one. I don't know, nerd.
Oh, that's sad.
I just realized this is a camera in front of a TV, isn't it?
No.
No.
I can see Max's
This is
reflection right
Look,
there.
he disconnected. He disconnected.
He's
Look,
he's doing the DSP route of filmmaking, where you just film the TV.
Let's see if
Well,
Streets
one of the
Rage is on
funniest
there.
shit that
Yeah, I'm
DSP
sorry,
ever
nerd.
did.
Oh no, it's on.
It,
No big
it
deal.
figures the game you want is not
Yeah.
working. I my EverDrive works great. That's the first time it's not worked. Okay, Streets of Rage 2, 1,
3 had the kangaroo, I believe.
Oh, 2's my favorite though. 2's the best. All right, 3.
Play 4.
Yeah, I have 4.
Yeah, 4 is great.
Sega
Finally
Chip
got the
games on
Ninja
here.
Turtles one. You have to do it like this. You can't type it.
I have the poor man. It's because you don't support me enough. Rational.
So Zombie Mayhem is not a good question.
Streets of Rage. Oh,
Max had a 1997 setup.
there we go. Come on, this better work.
They got to get Streets of Rage. Screen of Death.
What the hell? Oh, thank God.
Just
I
gotta
was
wait
getting
for
really
a little
upset.
bit. You know these old.
Well, no, I was
systems.
worried.
You gotta yell like, "What the hell?"
Beat it a couple times. You know that.
I
always
love.
works.
Rational's just roasting you, dude.
Well,
where's the kangaroo? What the?
The kangaroo.
You have
Didn't
to
they have a
unlock-
kangaroo?
Kangaroo
There's a
Jack.
kangaroo boss. There's a kangaroo boss. Who should I? Okay, you get to pick my character. Perp. Who should I pick?
Blaze, obviously.
All right.
Horny.
I usually pick Axel.
I pick Axel.
Oh, yeah.
Twist
Do you
him
guys
out.
want to hear what else has happened for the channel?
No.
Okay, so the
Is it
mic
ending?
drop. The mic drop is getting some updates.
There's
I
a
Updates
mic
or
drop
upgrade?
channel.
What's that?
An
There's a
update or
mic-
an upgrade?
An upgrade. I'm getting rid of Voltaire. No, I'm just kidding. Voltaire. It was a joke. Voltaire's awesome. Okay, where is the darn it? Someone keeps deleting my phone number for the mic drop. Who keeps deleting it?
Voltaire.
People's phone number.
Voltaire's trying to get
I
fired.
put it in so many times. Okay,
Oh,
well,
CGH.
to entice people to actually leave mic drops, I'm going to have a mic drop mailbag where you leave a hot take in text if you want, and Voltaire will read it in a Kathy Kennedy voice or something, whatever.
Whatever.
Or
Good
you
plan,
could do-
Max, or
you-
whatever.
No, you don't even heard the whole thing. Or you could do the voicemail. You could do the voicemail, but to entice people to actually participate in the mic drop, we're going to do a $20 Cash App prize once a month to the top 3, not all 3. We'll nominate the top 3 mic drops of the month, and then the audience will decide who gets the.
Just don't give it
cash.
to Taladia. The cash.
No,
app.
but the. Oh yeah, if it's Taladia, I have to figure something out. Oh, this game's awesome. Is that a good idea to get people going on the mic? You could leave really good hot takes. Me and Voltaire are like the American Idol judges. We'll be like, oh, this is a hot mic drop.
Who's Simon?
And then we could do Cash App, or if you're on PlayStation, I can maybe send you some PlayStation or Xbox.
Well, I have a hot take. I think.
And then I got to do something for the Power Hour too. I got to do something for the Power Hour too.
Are you still doing the international MME?
Yeah. Is that okay? Should I do that, Bianca?
Yes.
I thought you were part of that. When you're feeling better.
Well, I heard that they were going to do something about Superman, but I think nothing happened.
Hey, Larry, how's it going?
Pretty good. Do I sound okay?
Yeah.
Great.
I got my headphone Bluetooth thing going.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, you sound great, loud and clear. Dude.
Making plans to meet up with Larry someday soon, or someday.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Tri-State Army.
Mm-hmm.
We got it going.
Well, I don't have
psyched to hang with
I don't
Joe,
have to play
too.
this all night. We could get this a movie talk, but I was just showing you what's possible. I don't have the volume turned up because Cal is worried about copyrights. I mean, if anyone else has one more game we could try.
Is this only Sega?
Only Sega for now. I have a Nintendo. I have most systems. I could hook up. If people let me know ahead of time, next time, Max, do the GameCube. Next time, do the Dreamcast. I can hook that up.
All right. Well, I got a request for
one or the other. You could pick one, either Aladdin or Jurassic Park. Because in Aladdin, you get to use a sword, which you couldn't use in SNES, which I had.
I
And
would.
in
I
Jurassic Park, you get to play as a raptor. Yeah.
I love throwing apples at Jafar. You got to do it. You have an
No,
experience.
that I have to say, and you know,
throw
Tommy
apples at
Tallarico worked on Aladdin. I think the music.
You mean he says he did? Which
The video game or the movie?
He says he did. He says
The movie or the video game?
The video game. The video game.
Oh,
I think
okay.
I think he actually did this one though. Not to get into that whole chaos again though.
The music is good in the SNES game, but yeah,
that's a good pick.
Yeah, the last line is saying it's better on Genesis because you could use a sword. That's the difference.
And I will break out the NES later if people want to pay 99 cents. And I don't have all the games on there yet. I only have like Tetris, Mario, and yeah, never mind. I won't because I don't have the games loaded up.
Yeah, you got time.
I have to have more games. I have to have more games.
One day, the NES.
All right. So that is. Well, should I keep going till the boss? I got to at least get to the boss.
Yeah, I think it's the boss.
The kangaroo boss?
It might. I don't think the kangaroo boss is yet. And then I have some travel plans, some big stuff coming up too that you're all going to be really. I have potentially a surprise guest for Have You Met series coming up.
Ooh.
Which no, it's everyone. I think people like it. I think people really like it. Last line, 99 cents. Thank you, Last Line. I really appreciate it.
Is it Zack Snyder?
Last Line, what game do you want me to play next? I'll play one more game. No, it's not like that. But
James Gunn.
It's that Jeff guy you've been going on his streams.
I do want to get James Gunn eventually.
It's the Jeff guy.
But
I think you could get him.
It's the Jeff guy.
Jeff Johns?
Bianca, are you going to go through everybody?
Who's the guy that did God of War? What's his name? Matt?
Oh, Jaffe. No, not Jaffe yet. Not Jaffe yet. Not
Jaffe?
I want Jaffe.
Ooh, I like the Last Line's comment, Shinobi.
Ooh,
that's a good call.
That's a really good
one.
Oh,
dude, did you get the Terrifier guy? Did you contact him?
I tried.
Okay.
Not Is it gonna be
trying to guess here for real.
I don't know. Can people help me do research on that guy? Is it best to contact back on X?
Oh,
does he have a blue sky? I saw he has a Facebook. I might try.
He seems
Facebook
so
X.
accessible considering he's
Yeah.
a fan film.
He's done interviews before.
Look at these guys.
So who could it be?
Tweedledee and
I'm not going to
Tweedledum.
tell you.
Matt
And
Jarvis.
I have. Oh, no.
Damn it.
Whoa!
No.
I
said people were going to be happy about it.
No, someone already guessed that, RJ.
John Roca.
Are you really just going to guess everyone?
Film junkie.
No.
I mean,
This is like the
if you're
20
not going to
questions
say it, we
game,
might
or
as well
worse.
guess.
I'm done answering because eventually you'll get to something. And
Get up, nerds.
No.
This is like how you guys play the 20 questions game where you ask all these questions
I'm done answering questions.
that are waste of questions. You can't just ask her.
I'm not going to tell you.
Ryan Kimmel.
Man, I love that 20
You're a
questions.
nerd.
Anyway.
Oh, I love it too. I love it too.
I love you can pick
Hey,
your own
Max, I
colors.
could get you senior nerd. I could get you senior nerd.
I
could be
I
anything.
could get senior nerd.
No, you can't.
I already
go
know
to the
who it
blue
is.
Interview
No,
me.
Nobody
I
cares,
have-
Zod Rider? Is
RJ.
it Zod Rider for
Know
Punch
who it
Dan? Is it Zod Rider for Punch Dan?
You have to always have a source, RJ.
I know who it is.
Hey, is it Zod Rider with Punch Dan? Is he promoting Punch Dan here?
No, I should get. I
You
should. I
should,
contact
you should
Zod Rider.
reach out
If,
and say, hey,
if I
promote your
got
shit over
Zod
here.
Rider, I would probably want to talk about video games.
No, you got to promote Punch Dan.
What is it?
Punch Dan. He's making a feature, an AI feature.
Oh,
I
okay.
believe it's a feature. It might be a show.
Is it
That's
Punch
interesting.
Dan?
Punch
Are
Dan.
we
AI?
punching a guy named Dan?
Yeah, no, it's like Punch
Oh, yeah.
Man, or like Punch Dude or whatever, that anime with the bald dude. It's like that. But
Oh,
I'm
One
not-
Punch Man.
One Punch Man, yeah, that.
One Punch
You
Man.
said One Punch Dan.
That's the name.
Well,
of the
there's
thing,
all-
right?
There's also Dan to Dan, which is really pronounced Don to Don, but we call it
Yeah.
Dan to Dan because
We
So,
pronounce it with
I
our
got confused.
English American accent.
There's also Dan
Yeah.
Rampa.
Danganronpa, yeah.
RJ, does this really look this bad?
Perp still hasn't watched Dan to Dan, even though I told him to watch it.
See,
I
Danny
tried
man.
watching the first episode. I don't like that goofy shit.
You should
Well,
watch watch at least the first 4 episodes.
I tried, man. It's like the horror show. Every time someone recommends a horror anime, I have to go through fucking sick ass like
I don't
touching the
think
boot
this
to
is
see a ghost.
considered a horror. I think it's.
Well, that's what RJ sold it to me.
I said,
Is he lying? RJ, were you lying to me?
It's
sci-fi
there's some
comedy.
thriller elements and then there's some sci-fi elements.
Yeah.
But that's it. I wouldn't consider a scary horror series.
Yeah, that's not
that
really
would be like
scary.
Mononoke.
Oh, thanks, Cal. See, if I did a capture card and tried to do through the StreamYard would really mess up. You have to do OBS if you're going to do all that, and I don't know OBS yet. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? That's actually streamed, because there's been times of if you're talking and you do other things on it, StreamYard can't handle it all.
Whoa! Shout out to Nick from Echo Base.
Nick from Echo Base, he's here.
What up, dude? I was watching you earlier.
I don't see him.
Right there.
Right
He
there.
says, "What's up, guys? What's up, Nick?"
Oh,
Hey, Nick.
there.
I want to ask, you liking He didn't like Acolyte. You liking the Skeleton Crew better, at least?
All right.
You would know that if you watched his videos.
Last game is Shinobi.
I don't agree with him. Why would I
And then
watch
get your
Good call.
movie topics
Good
because I
call.
don't know what's going on. Did everyone
I
thumbs
know
up
Shinobi's a
this
good
video?
call.
Did everyone thumbs up this video?
Well, we had
Yeah.
breaking news if you want to talk about it.
Well,
can I? Robert Eggers, the director of Nosferatu, is doing a
is it called Shadow Dancer? The Secrets
Hold
of
me
Shinobi?
closer, Shadow
Shinobi.
Dancer.
Shinobi 3 or Shadow Dancer? Which one should I do? Shinobi 3?
He's making Shinobi.
No, there's
No,
the
do the
Simpsons.
Simpsons
Bart
Bart.
versus a spa.
No.
Bart fights a spa.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Bart,
I was
yeah.
just
Do,
kidding.
do Bart versus the Space Monsters.
Oh, it's a spa. There's
No,
space
you didn't.
monsters.
You were. Last line actually paid me 99 cents, RJ. No.
Holy shit, they got Skeleton Crew?
I'll do Shinobi 3 because that's my favorite one. And then we'll talk some movie stuff. Sega.
Oh, Nick didn't like Skeleton Crew.
Oh, Mac, did you see that Christian Harloff
I like it, but then again, I like
interviewed
Acolyte too.
the bane of her existence, Sean Gunn?
I like Sean Gunn. I just don't like his acting. I think he would be awesome. Like,
What do you mean you like him then? All you've seen
No,
him-
I
he
think
likes
he's
him, but
acting
he's
out.
Bane also.
I mean, I understand why you'd want to put your brother and stuff. I don't know. Nerd, do you feel what I'm saying about anything about Sean? I mean, it's great he's his brother. I get it.
Hater.
But I don't think see anything that great.
If he wasn't his brother, would he be getting all these jobs on all this DC stuff? Probably not.
Yeah, but why not help your brother? If you're taking money
Well,
from a
that
corporation,
and the brother is
who can-
also still an actor. I thought he
Yeah.
was great in
Yeah.
the,
No,
as
of course he's an
Weasel,
actor.
especially the 4th episode of Creature Commandos.
I love how people
Oh.
be talking shit about Sean Gunn like they haven't seen other movies.
I haven't
No,
played
but
this
Max-
forever.
Didn't Sean Gunn
Back.
direct the movie?
I just don't. I just don't.
he wrote. I think he wrote something.
Oh, he wrote something.
I just don't like him as
I
GI
think so.
Robot.
Really, I love GI Robot. He's my favorite.
He just
I
sounds like
believe,
Sean Gunn. He doesn't sound like he's doing anything to his voice at all.
And that's
don't think
when
that's his
I
regular
was
speaking voice.
surprised because I didn't
He's like,
know it was
"I
Sean Gunn
like to do
until
it."
the credits rolled.
Oh, really? You didn't know? Oh, see?
Whereas, what's
What are
her
you
name?
talking about,
Harcourt.
Max?
She's a good actress. Harcourt's a great actress.
I mean,
Spice,
wouldn't you
see-
put your wife and your brother into movies if you had a gig?
I would be very tempted. Yeah, I could still
I think I would
criticize
do
him if
it.
it's the same. Yeah.
I
would
totally
put-
forgot Sean
if
Gunn
we-
was
if
going to
we-
play Maxwell
if we were-
Lord.
If it was MMB Superman, I would put you all on it. Yeah, and that's why. I
See,
didn't
that's
do it.
what I'm saying. And people would hate on it, and you'd be like, "Screw you."
It'll be a bomb already.
Doesn't matter.
Can I be Crypto?
Aw,
Absolutely.
Oh.
Yes.
No, you're Raptor. I'm sorry.
That would be-
Raptor
oh,
Crypto.
It'd be cool if
Crypto doesn't
Crypto's
talk.
played by a raptor. I mean, that's inclusive.
Yeah, and he
That's
doesn't
cool.
talk in the movie. So that would be the
That's
first-
inclusive.
that would be the first role. Anyone else? Who would be Superman on this panel?
Me.
You, Blue
Yeah,
Jay.
probably Blue Jay. And then we get extra points because it'll piss some people off because he's black. So
Would you rather
yeah,
be
definitely Blue Jay.
Superman or Lex Nerd?
Oh,
Oh, Superman.
Superman. Okay.
I'm Superman.
I would shave my head to be Lex. I would totally do it.
Be
Dude, how come no one wants to be Mr. Terrific, man? That guy had the best mask. Bro.
I love Mr. Terrific.
It's like an armor mask. No,
I love that mask. The way they
that'll actually protect his face.
By the way,
I will be
He
Mr.
looks sick.
Terrific. I will be Mr. Terrific. 'cause
RJ's totally Jimmy.
huh?
What?
You're Jimmy Olsen.
Why?
Oh,
It's just the
He's the
correct
reporter.
casting, RJ.
Well,
I think you'll do
Jimmy
it
because he's a journalist.
No, Jimmy also takes pictures. He's not a journalist, right?
He's also a
yeah, I
journalist.
think you're right.
Or he is also a
He's more like a,
That's
he's more
true.
like
Does both.
photographer,
I
photojournalist.
think he's both.
I thought he was just an intern.
I do see Jimmy Olsen come up. Like, have you heard? Have you heard this? I do. See
Like there's
him
been
like,
times when his story gets like stolen. Not stolen, but more like the credit he is supposed to get on a piece of journalism. Somebody
Oh, I
else
forgot you could
would
do
be credited instead because he's technically younger and experienced, that kind of stuff. So he is
a
both. He does
potential
both.
thing. Yeah, I think that's the truth.
Max, do you see how
That's
your
my
horror
head
videos
canon.
are doing well?
Yeah,
Pretty good.
actually, nerd. Should I call you nerd, or what should I call you? You okay with nerd?
I'm fine by that. Yeah. I
Okay,
mean, Ray.
you
I mean, Rhea calls me by my. I think Rhea calls me either
You should-
Costa or by my real name.
You
but-
should probably do a video on that because there's not many videos on that yet, and that's the only reason. That's the only reason I'm getting a lot of views on that is no one's talking about that yet. That project. If there's lots of comments on that video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I did a reaction to him doing Joker, which we could do again if you want, if everyone wants to do that. But RJ, you said you have breaking news for real breaking news?
No, Blue
Actually-
Jay did. Blue Jay was trying to say it, but y'all interrupted him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Him and me.
Okay. Robert Eggers, the director of Nosferatu, is apparently attached to write and direct a remake of Jim Henson's Labyrinth.
Ooh,
Whoa.
that's
Never
really
heard of it.
Never heard of Labyrinth? What?
Maybe. I know
Tom
I've never
Cruise?
seen it.
Tom
Tom
Cruise.
Cruise.
Wait, Tom Cruise
Isn't
in
it?
a Labyrinth? What?
No, you're thinking of
What
Legend.
am I thinking of?
Legend.
Thinking of Legend. You're right. I'm sorry.
I should stop playing this.
sorry.
This game's a lot of. I haven't played this in years.
Ah,
This is a
anxiety.
ninja
I
that just
forgot
throws
about that.
stars. Use your freaking sword, bro. You're a ninja. What is this?
You have to get
Throwing
up
stars.
close to what you would throw if you were a real ninja. Would you use your sword from this far away? No.
I would throw it.
No, I would get close and personal,
When you
I
get
would
close,
throw
too big.
the sword. You don't throw swords?
and then I do the shh. Well, I'm taking them down.
all right. After this,
Okay.
I'll stop.
Good job, Max. You're the best gamer of all time.
Thank you.
Come
And
on.
now you will
Matt.
die.
Oh,
I'm here for you. Come on.
Oh damn!
Hey, Max, what did you think of?
You got away.
Did you
I
hear
ran
about
out of
that?
shurikens. I ran out of shurikens. I should have used my
Shuriken.
sword.
Use some Hadoukens.
Go,
You don't have Hadoukens. At least I don't think so.
Oh,
use the little
You
scorpion.
don't have
spear.
Hadoukens?
Tell them to get over here.
Oh God!
tell 'em get
Oh,
over
it's
here.
embarrassing.
Say yoga fire.
I should have
yoga
saved my
flame.
shurikens. I should have saved them. All right, that's all.
Hadouken.
That's all for now.
Max,
Use a sonic boom.
why you say it like that? Why you pronounce it that way?
What? What's wrong with when I pronounce stuff?
Shurikens. At least
Shurikens.
if you're gonna say it with the American accent, say it with shurikens.
I was gonna say color.
Sure, you can. I say sure, you can.
Similar
No,
to
the way
that.
you pronounce it- No, the way you pronounce it.
Sure,
is
you
Shuriken.
Sonic
Shuriken.
boom.
Hmm.
Sure, I can. Sonic boom.
Sure I can.
Sure,
Sure
you
I
can.
Sure.
Oh,
Try
Karai.
can.
Try
Karai,
can.
I'm sorry.
Hadouken.
Labyrinth. Thank God that's over. Really? People disliked it that much? Okay.
Whoa.
All right.
Hey Max,
thought it-
what did
I
you
was
think of
having fun.
Jesse? Did you do a story on Jesse Eisenberg's comments? Did you talk about that?
I believe
About
I
About his
remember
career
that.
being ruined.
It was embarrassing.
By what?
Yeah.
Max covered.
What movie?
That he's BVS. He said it may have ruined his career
Oh my God, why?
That's BS.
because it was the portrayal wasn't great. He doesn't.
Why does he
know.
feel like that?
Well, he explained why. He said that it was so poorly received, and it was the biggest movie he'd ever been in his entire career. That the assumption was from a lot of audiences that he's just a bad actor. So it kind of hurt him for future roles, getting other work.
Hey, I'll tell you, I've seen him in other stuff. He was worse in. He was worse in other stuff.
Why did Zach do
Should I
that?
blame those directors?
What does Zach have against Jesse?
It's like, should I blame every director that he wasn't great in, or should I blame him? And I'm not hating on him. One movie that he's great in is Vivarium. Have you guys seen that? Vivarium?
No.
Yeah, that's the one where they're in the neighborhood with best name
yeah,
ever,
Perb knows
Emoji
it.
Boots.
I apologize.
I knew
Larry.
Perb would know it.
The audio is still breaking up bad. I don't understand.
Let me tell you though, that Jesse
I'm
Eisenberg
sorry.
is an amazing.
No, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Maybe try
Max,
coming up.
Max,
Yeah.
that Jesse Eisenberg is
I'm gonna experiment.
an amazing writer-director. I just saw his debut, A Real Pain, and it made me cry. It was a beautiful,
Also true.
hilarious movie. It was great. I highly recommend it. I hope he gets nominated.
Okay.
Lex is
Real
back, baby.
Pain.
All right. Well, I'm very happy with this new Lex. I could bring up this. I really didn't have. I was so happy to get my game room set up.
Well, there is one.
And very
major
few people
story
like.
today.
Okay.
You can
Well,
give a shout-out about.
Sure.
You know
Absolutely.
what I'm talking about?
No, I don't. I was working on my room.
Hey,
Have
Austin.
have you seen what the Sony Pictures CEO said about the Sony Marvel movies?
He's doing this to bother me. Don't do it, Max. He's doing this to bother me.
Oh,
He's doing this to
now I
bother me.
know.
He's
No,
doing
that
this to
is-
bother me.
That is for worthy of
That is the
discussion.
biggest story of the
But
day
not
today.
Jesse Eisenberg's amazing debut in A Real Pain. Wow.
I already covered that.
No, you didn't.
Not his
went-
new role that he thinks
That role,
that
he
that-
wrote and directed an amazing movie. I literally cried.
Yeah, the
man.
Sony Pictures CEO did an interview, I think, with the Variety or one of the trades, and he
Or you
basically
could
said
send them a
that.
link.
I'm gonna send him the link.
Yeah, he basically said that none of the
I can't
Sony
send him
Marvel
the link.
movies
I
are
can't, dude.
bad.
I don't have link access.
You just copy the link in Twitter. Copy link
Yeah,
address.
it's not that hard.
Yeah.
But he
Yeah,
basically
right.
said that none of the Sony Marvel movies are bad. It's just that critics hated them unfairly, and that he doesn't understand why they're not doing well. It makes no sense to him.
Hey, Austin, did you see Nosferatu?
Joe and Perp will agree with Sony.
Well, I'll bring up.
It's not our fault. It's the audience's fault. That's basically
Well, let's
what
keep
it is.
in mind though.
Oh.
Let's keep in mind the CEO. He's literally 1 foot already out the door. He's walking out of the company as he's saying all this. So where was all this when he was still there and he could have done something?
Oh,
about
I know. I just think it's funny that like instead of looking inward at themselves and what they're doing wrong, it's the audience and the critics.
No,
are wrong.
Because
To see-
because he was saying that it was the press crucified the films, and he doesn't understand why they doing, like, for example, like Madam Web. Why is it doing so great on Netflix, but it didn't do great in theaters?
Well, because it's on Netflix, it's basically free with your subscription.
No, that's
There's
yeah.
no
I mean
cost entry.
that's the underlining point, right? But that's just what he's trying to convey as to the rationale as to, well, it's so successful on Netflix. It's all the press's fault and the critics' fault. I'm being replaced or quitting or being fired, whichever.
Is it also because of word of mouth? Like word of mouth, everybody's saying it's bad, so they won't watch it. But if it's on Netflix, they're like, maybe I'll give it a shot now that time has passed.
Well, that's the
and
thing
I already
too, right?
picked
You can blame the critics, right, for the poor reviews, but if the audience isn't interested and the audience is saying we don't want to watch this movie or we don't like this movie, we don't want to go see it anymore, that's the audience telling you that they don't want to spend their money on your stuff. That's not the critics' fault.
But even if the audience is saying that, I think if it's on Netflix, I think people are more likely to watch it because, one, they pay a flat fee for all this content. They don't have to go sit in a movie theater, and they're like, I can turn it off, turn it on anytime I want, and I might as well, if I have like an hour, 2 hours to kill, I might as well just give it a chance, right?
Or maybe put in the reason they are there.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Well, that too.
I'm gonna have a radically different take from you.
But here's the thing: before Pope goes, I just want to say this real quick.
Okay.
This is why they say in food service, the customer is always right. If the audience is telling you that they don't want to see this,
no.
Don't
First
get
of all,
mad.
the
if
audience wouldn't know.
not showing up.
No, your argument doesn't go against his. He's saying the audience aren't interested in seeing something that is getting lambasted. right? The audience wouldn't know if it's good or not.
The
unless they saw it.
the average person does not.
They were
care
all
what
hearing
online
how
movie
terrible
reviewer
it
has
was.
to say.
They were
No.
all There was even
The
people
average
on here
person
that
who
were
goes to the
saying how
movies-
terrible it
There's
was.
another
without having
panel.
seen
There's
it.
other people on the panel here.
I know. I'm just saying the average person who goes to the movies does not care what.
I actually have a. I actually have a good article.
Say that again, RJ. Say that again.
For Nerd and Perp, brought ready to go.
Yeah, I said the average person who goes to the movies, if they go at all, does not care what an online critic has to say about a movie. It does not sway them either way.
So how did they not go to the movies? How did they hear it was a bad movie?
They probably just weren't
on opening day, right? Because everyone was saying it was a bad movie.
No,
But
they
would it
probably
all
just weren't interested to
be
begin with.
general audience? Like many people who don't read comic books or haven't seen the cartoons, nobody or haven't played the video games. Regular people don't know who Kraven is. They don't know he's a Spider-Man villain. So they just see something that says Kraven, or possibly they see a random trailer of Kraven and they're like, I don't see why I would be interested in this.
Would you guys prefer a CEO that doesn't back up their artists like David Zaslav?
Obviously not.
No?
Frick David Zaslav.
Between someone that's backing up their creatives and saying, you know what? And not only that, it's a smart business move. As a CEO, you're going to say, yeah, we are proud of what we put out there.
It sounds more like excuses that the CEO is giving, and then
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't like Zaslav, but the
defending his
quality is
artists.
better. The quality is better. Maybe it's because people are afraid of their jobs. I don't know.
Okay, so we
losing
are
their
backing
jobs.
Zaslav for cutting stuff.
I don't want to back him, but I'm saying the quality is better at WB lately.
I mean, I'm not giving any judgment. I just want to know what
As a consumer,
where
just
we
based-
are. In
just
the
based on
standard tier.
quality, no feelings in there. Zaslav's doing a better job than the Sony exec. I'm sorry.
Okay, I want to comment on this whole Sony thing, okay? I'm a little 50-50 on it, okay? I'm more leaning towards like what the fuck are you
John.
talking about? No one gives a shit about these movies, but I kind of see where Purpose coming from, but at the same time, it's a little like, when do CEOs give a shit about the creatives? I kind of look at that from my perspective.
Yeah, he's saying it on the way out. It's
But-
not like he was supporting there when the movie was
But
out.
You kind of have to look at
He's
this,
leaving.
right? When you're talking about Kraven, a movie based on a character, which is already a dumb idea, I feel like. A movie based on a character that doesn't fit to have its own movie outside of like Venom, which is also a franchise in itself before the movies came out. Like Venom has his own merch, he has his own stuff, he has his own Hot Topic stuff. I don't see any Kraven stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't see there's any Kraven stuff like, oh, I got this Kraven Hot Topic and shit like that, or Morbius, or God forbid, Madam Web. Like they're just making these movies just to keep the rights, but they're
I
not.
still don't know how Venom became popular.
Because it's Venom. Because he's a well-established character outside.
But the movies aren't good either.
Sure,
No,
yeah.
that's too far, Samuel. I disagree with that. I don't know if we know it was bad.
he hasn't
I disagree with that.
Can I just say
See,
the
that's
average
hold on,
average
DJ, hold on,
movie?
DJ, hold on. I'll get to you. Hold on, but that's subjective though. Like, I like these movies. Like I like Venom. I like but I like Morbius. But despite that, these are the most useless sets of movies as a collective universe I've ever seen. They don't do anything to justify their existence. They're just there to keep their rights, and they're not really putting any effort into really making it cohesive. It's like what I said in your Power Hour, Max. Like you just take a piece of paper and just don't even stick them. People complaining about the DCEU, but like at the very least, they try to have some connectivity here and there, but it's not like taking a piece of gunk of dirty ass tape, trying to press as much as possible to get it to stick, but it peels off. It's not. It doesn't work. So
I disagree. I think it does work.
better,
And
Larry. I think I'll let you know.
when Kraven came out and finally bombed, everyone was celebrating.
Nice.
Oh, it's finally going to go back to Marvel. And I was pretty much the only one saying, no, guys, they're just
It's
going
not gonna go back to Marvel, dude.
Yeah, they're
Like-
just going to reformulate, which is exactly what I heard they're doing.
See, they're-
Because you guys like in theory, it could still work because everyone keeps saying, no, you're not supposed to do that with a Spider-Man. You're not supposed to do that with a Spider-Man. You're not supposed to be doing these villain movies without a hero. No, that's absolutely not true because we have the Penguin out there. And you're going to say the Batman. You're going to say the Batman's out there. But in itself, the Penguin was its own thing. It was a villain arc story, and it worked. You have the Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix, the first one, and the second one for Cosa. Those were their own thing. In theory, these things do work. Sony's not going to let it go. They just put it together bad.
I do agree, Perp, because like you can. It's not
and they will try again.
It's not because that these movies are bad just because they don't got Spider-Man. You can make a Craven movie work. You can make a Madam Web movie work. I mean, you can kind of make like a Doctor Strange type film, unless you can try to do your own thing. They just don't. They don't really come out the greatest.
I really want to move on to a different topic.
Can I just say? The general audience don't know who Craven was because he never appeared in any of the other live-action Spider-Man movies, so they don't know who he is.
There you go.
Even if it was,
but neither did Venom. Venom
appeared in
Spider-Man 3.
Spider-Man 3.
Spider-Man 3. That was my bad. I completely forgot.
No, you're good. You're good.
That's right, Bianca. Most people want to forget that movie. I love it.
No, but
I'm starting to open up to the Spider-Man 3, and I'm like, gosh, dang it, I'm opening up now.
That's so silly.
I still
only
hate the
work
Venom
because it's
look,
connected
though.
to a successful Batman. Cheeseman, you see how silly that sounds? Only work because it's connected to a successful Batman movie? No, it's good in its own right. No, absolutely not.
Well,
it worked on its own.
But also, the Penguin was in the Batman movie because it's a spin-off.
And if he wasn't, the show would still be as good.
Can I also mention Morbius and Madame Web both showed Spider-Man. both showed Spider-Man in the trailer.
Yeah, the respect he's given.
They showed both. Both trailers showed Spider-Man in the trailers.
Well, I have an important announcement. I think I have figured out the culprit who keeps overriding my mic drop phone number.
Crazy Joe.
Not me.
Don't say anything yet, CJ. Wait till we see the evidence. This is all what my banners say, and then you think about who he might have replaced it. Disney and Kathleen Kennedy made more good, high-quality Star Wars than Lucasfilm ever did. You get a big delight in every bite of Hostess Twinkies. James Gunn was right. The Flash is one of the top 10 best movie superheroes of all time.
That's crazy.
I thought you got
Max took a fish head out to see a movie, didn't have to pay to get in.
What?
See,
today's kids love Elliot Gould. I'm sorry, Joe. You sent me tapes, but it's pretty obvious.
Max, this is what happens when you let people use the buttons.
Dick Ryder confirmed. Yes,
I was so confused.
They could have been Blue Jay. This was the one that Blue Jay put in there.
Yeah.
And then I don't know who did this. This could have been anyone. You're all wrong.
It was totally me. It was not me. I don't have access.
So that is my announcement, Joe. Stop messing with my banners. Stop messing with my banners.
Better than messing with avatars.
Don't say that, CJ.
He was messing with the avatars before.
Yeah.
Yeah, LA Gold rules.
All right, so here's an actual topic. I apologize.
That was an actual topic?
Yes. What were the worst? Now, I know we have a lot of horror fans here. I'm becoming a horror fan. But what were the worst?
You're becoming a horror? What?
Maybe let's see. Horror.
Horror?
No. Those are different types of movies.
Say it, perp. Say it, perp.
Max put the whore in horror.
Okay, so let's see if we agree here. Maybe we could find one on this list that maybe Nerd and Perp disagree with this list.
I actually stayed away from a lot of these movies, except for one that I see right there, Night Swim, and I couldn't even finish it.
Okay.
Probably the number one.
The Front Room.
Oh, no, not Brandy!
The Front Room. Well, did you see it? Did anyone see The Front Room?
No, I didn't see
Never heard of it.
Okay. I think it's A24 too.
Yes, A24.
Neon took over this year, bro.
Nerd.
I've never heard of this one either.
Brandy.
Okay.
That is Brandy, right?
Yeah.
100% brand. Oh,
Horrible.
Tara, I saw this.
Horrible movie.
I heard that was
Really?
terrible.
Horrible.
Really?
Yeah.
Get it? Terrible.
I actually got that.
Hey, but
I apologize. Like the audio is still weird. I don't know. I gotta let you know. I don't know. I want you here because you're great commentary, but
I'm gonna try my tablet. Leave that.
I don't know what you said.
I'll be back.
Okay. And for those who haven't seen this one and would want a chance wasting an hour and 32 minutes, it's on Netflix. I mean, this one went to Netflix real quick.
Is this PG-13?
I remember the way they solved the problem was really
that one's PG-13. Yeah.
So far you agree with everything. What about Night Swim?
Night Swim. Oh my god, I had to turn it off, man.
I
never do it. I never do that.
That's Kurt Russell's son.
I know, and it's so like cliche ridden. It's like about this baseball player that his back is messed up and he wants
that's telegraphed.
He hears like a pool is good for his back, so he gets a haunted pool, and it's like so obvious.
So let me guess: is there a scene?
They put so much emphasis on this pool. It's like I'm getting a pool. It's like
so. Is there a scene where he throws his back out and is like, "Oh," but the
no, it's all post that. They just talk about it.
Oh, I thought like
is this the one with the pool, the haunted pool?
Yeah, with
haunted pool. Russell. Did you just spoil it, Bianca? I don't care really because it sounds horrible if you did.
What? It's Night Swim. I remember seeing a trailer and it had something to do with the pool.
Okay.
I know it has U.S. agent in it.
How would that be spoiling?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
I didn't see the movie.
Afraid, isn't that with AI?
Horrible
really?
Movie.
I was actually going to watch that one.
Do not waste your time.
Really? I was thinking about
horrible.
I was like,
it doesn't look all that scary.
It was a robot, right?
Yeah, it's.
Or was it trying to be a Disney?
This
dream
device
house?
the device that's in front of us that we see that
Smart
little people is the AI, and it becomes. Did you ever see the movie Her with Joaquin Phoenix?
I want to see it, but I haven't seen
it. That's a great movie. Great movie. It tries.
How about Smart House, the Disney movie where the house becomes alive?
Smart House?
No, nothing like that. No, nothing like
no?
that.
Dang
No. This is. Do not waste your time watching this.
So this is a good list then.
This deserves to be.
It's a good bad
Okay.
Yeah, that's a horrible movie.
Imaginary was a. Oh no, I'm thinking about the Ryan Reynolds one. Sorry, they were like so close to each other.
Look
at the bumpers! It's so cute.
That looks really cool, but I heard this was awful. I didn't see it.
Let me get this mic drop phone number. Is anyone excited about the new option for the mic drop? Do you think that'll help the mic drop?
What was the option?
I'll leave some. You gotta.
So you could either leave text hot take in the. It's not like a question or a topic for us. It's your hot take on a specific entertainment topic. Oh, this trailer was horrible because, or this movie's overrated, or give a hot take.
Kathleen Kennedy to run DC.
Voltaire will read it, maybe in Kathy Kennedy voice or something else. He's very talented. Or you can leave a voicemail, and then at the end of the month, we'll pick. Me and Voltaire will select the top 3, and then we'll put a poll in the chat, and the chat selects the winner and you get like $20 cash out.
Sure, I don't think that's a problem. I do feel bad for the people who are not picked, though.
I don't care. No, it's $20. You got to leave a hot take.
Okay.
Anyone here
so
think they're
they
going to
pay for
participate?
this?
No, it's free.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say.
Not free for me. Yeah.
Max, does it sound better?
I think so.
Now I'm on my tablet.
Okay.
I'm trying all kinds of things.
I'm sorry. I thought you'd rather know because.
No, don't be sorry.
Let me see if I could get echo cancellation. Let me see. All right. I did some settings for you. Hopefully it helps there.
Okay. Hopefully it's not worse.
That sounds better.
Awesome.
Okay, here's the mic drop phone number. Are you able to use headset with that though too? Can you connect?
Yeah, let me try that.
Yeah. We're figuring out because Larry, we want to see get him involved in content because he's got great commentary. So I appreciate you testing those out, Larry. Oh, did anyone see Imaginary?
I heard of it.
No.
But I never seen it.
Yeah,
This
earlier.
looks cool.
I saw it earlier. It came out earlier this year. It came out in March. It didn't, for the budget that it had a very low budget, like around like 10 to 13 or 10 to 14 million. It made 43 back, somewhere around there, like 43, 45 back. So it made its, but critic wise and review wise, it wasn't very good. It's about a child book author and her daughter. She has a stepdaughter who has an imaginary friend, but this is the imaginary friend. And it's not an imaginary friend. It becomes very real and terrorizes them. It's just one of those cliche type, just trying to cash in on the supernatural horror genre. It wasn't very good.
Okay. So
But I mean, what I didn't think.
Oh, that's it.
Some
That's the end of the
people,
list.
I know some people like the supernatural subgenre. So
Okay, so the list was pretty much accurate.
What about The Strangers? Did anybody seen The Strangers Chapter 1? I heard that was bad too.
see, I like Strangers Chapter 1 only because I like the franchise, especially the original film from 2008. The Strangers, the first film is one of my favorites.
That was actually, I liked Bird Box. Did anyone see that movie? They
Everyone
made a
talked about
sequel,
it.
but
I remember.
No, I did not see the show.
I remember the
either.
Bird Box challenge. Kids would get run over and shit.
Oh. All right, let's see what else we have to talk about here. Since we talked about the work. Oh, did you have something, Blue Jay?
Me?
Were you going to say something?
Oh, no. I was just no.
I saw The Brutalist.
The Brutalist.
Isn't that the Adrian Brody movie?
Yeah, 3 hours and 30 minutes, bro.
Good
Long
God.
ass
You can have that.
yeah, I felt like I spent the whole day watching it.
Man. I don't know.
It goes by pretty fast. I have some.
Is it fast paced or something like that? Not really.
I want to see The Substance.
You gotta
That's
see
one-
The Substance.
Yeah, you gotta.
Still to this day, my favorite movie of the year. I freaking love.
So this
that
is the best movies of 2024 from The Substance.
dude, I'm literally wearing a Substance shirt. My girlfriend got
There's
me.
no Substance shirt. What you talk about?
I'm
All
gonna
right,
take
let's
a
see.
picture-
Let's
I'm gonna
see.
take a fucking picture right now and DM
Let's
you.
see if we agree on this list. Deadpool and Wolverine, definitely, I think should be in the top 10. That was a lot of fun.
No.
I like it better. Oh no.
After this, Max, I will show you my top 5 best and worst movie, but after you're done with this one, no rush.
Okay.
I haven't made my list yet. I'm still waiting to see a couple more movies.
Beetlejuice.
Not the best, but one of the more surprising from a making money perspective.
I mean, it's
I did not see it. I didn't see the first one. Thought the first one was ass, and I'm like, hopefully the second one will be better. I don't know.
I mean, I like Beetlejuice. I don't know if I'd say it's in the top 10 of the year for the year though.
It was nice, refreshing. It didn't
It's
go
a good
too
movie.
hard.
No, it's a good movie. I'm just saying I don't know if it's like best of the year category. You know.
RJ,
I
do
think
you
we
want to?
should have
Do you
a
want to send
50.
Does anyone
Top
want to send the
50.
link to Phil? We're just having a good time tonight.
Who's Phil?
Yeah,
This
I
is
haven't
Phil.
talked. I
I'm
never
Phil.
talked to this guy, and I've always wanted to. Yeah, someone send him the link. And RJ, check your freaking DMs, and then be prepared to show it.
Oh,
to everyone.
how many
What?
people are allowed on the stream? If you do need to take somebody out, then I can be in the background.
Someone
and
get
just
Phil in
listen.
here.
Oh, we're okay for now, Bianca. Thank you for the offer.
Mhm.
I don't have him as a friend. How do I do that?
Civil War makes the top 10.
I
Oh,
did
Civil
enjoy
War is so
Civil War.
good.
I
It's
love
so
it.
good,
Put it in the
Max.
chat.
I'm not just putting the link in the chat. I
RJ,
had
show
some
what I
chaos
sent.
when I
Show
did that last
everyone
time.
what I sent you.
You
Show the
control who
class.
you add though. Just boot him.
No, I don't want to deal with that.
RJ, show the
Someone-
class what I sent you.
If he wants to come, someone could send to him.
RJ, show the class what I sent you.
I'm surprised Civil
I'm on my
War's
phone.
on there.
I can't. But
He's gone to the blue skies.
Oh, that's why I can't find that guy.
Civil War is so good, dude. Civil War is so good.
Civil War is awesome, and I love the whole journalist take. That was so brilliant, like choreographing action around war photographers. I thought that was such a genius take. Like,
Okay, I
having the
kind of want
action
to see
take
it now.
place
I
around
like
them.
Kirsten
so
Dunst
good.
as well. Okay.
Yeah, she was amazing. It was really well done, and we are losing. If this guy, apparently, this movie made him quit. Made this guy want to quit
Probably.
directing.
But he's
Really?
making another movie
Yeah.
at A24.
I actually felt bad that I asked my friend to watch it with me because there was a scene on there where it made him uncomfortable, and it was race related, and And then me, I'm just like, yeah, I do want to see it. I want to see what it says, you know. And he's like, okay, but when the scene pops up, I'm gonna have to leave. And I'm like, oh, for sure, for sure. And so what I wanted to plan was that when the scene was over, I would text him and be like, okay, the scene's over. He instead came back at the time when the scene was starting, and he's like, oh my God. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I was going to text you. And he's like, no, it's okay. And I'm like, okay. Are you sure you can watch this scene? And then I'm watching the scene and I'm like, okay, so what if this happened instead? And he's like, no, it wouldn't work. And I'm like, but why? And he's like, Bianca, look at this scene. Look over there. What do you see? And I was like, oh. And I'm like, oh. And he's like, that's why I don't like this part of the movie, you know, because I have so much non-white friends that blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, dang, I'm so sorry, man. You know, I can't say because that'll be a spoiler, but that part of the movie like really got to him because of like some real life stuff that he has seen.
Okay. Thank you, Bianca. Oh, Phil's here too. Wow, this is a party. Hey,
Hi,
Phil. What were you saying? I got to confront you on Back to the Future. That was the worst thing I've ever heard. Back to the Future.
Oh, yeah.
Which one?
He said all of them.
Hell
What
yeah.
about all of them?
Get him,
Were
Phil.
you just trying to trigger me? Because I'm putting you on the
you have a
spot.
hot take, that's what happens.
Can I actually say, like, I think they're great movies for their time and stuff. I get their like significance in cinema culture and stuff. They're not really for me.
You can leave too, Austin. Nice seeing you.
Well, if anyone knows anything about me,
Wait, what was the hot take?
Dude,
that
that one was
they
the mom
didn't like
trying to
him?
kiss the
Back
son,
to the
that's
Future
gross.
is like a perfect movie. I guess.
No, I disagree.
Those movies are overrated.
Hell yeah.
I
Get him,
agree.
Phil. Don't
Help,
stop. Keep
nerd,
going,
help
keep
me.
going.
What do you think
Well-
Back to the Future? Oh, you too?
Okay, so
Okay, so
no,
every time-
hold on,
No,
hold
no. No.
on.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not saying they're bad. I'm not gonna say they're bad films. I'm not
The
gonna
third
say
one is
that.
totally a terrible
Well,
I don't
I'm
think anyone said
well,
they
I'm-
were bad.
What I'll
The
say
third one
is
is totally bad. I'll say it.
Never said is- they
No,
were
the
bad.
third
I just said
one's
they were
great. What are
overrated.
you smoking?
So yeah,
I say the third one.
they are a
terrible.
they're a product of their time. Have they aged well? No. Not so much. If you beyond part one, if you start breaking down, especially part two, none of it could ever even in the world of time travel of part two, nothing that happens there could happen based on how they're explaining it. Nothing would have happened. The events of 2 and 3 never would have happened. Again, based on the story that's written there. Do I find them as you know when I was a kid? Did I find them enjoyable? Of course, as a kid I did. Do I go back and as from like a nostalgic perspective find them somewhat enjoyable? Of course I do. Do I think they're overrated in some circles? I would say yes. I think they're overrated in some circles. Absolutely.
I mean, anyone.
But I still enjoy them for what they are.
Yeah,
and I've said this, and I've said this.
You basically said you have to be a kid to enjoy them.
No. What
you could be
and
dumb.
Well, Max, you are one big child. So
and I've said this.
I am.
And I've said this many times. I watch things very much in a silo. So I watch the Back to the Future films in a silo. I watch them for what they are, and for what they are, they're entertaining. But if I start going outside of that realm and saying I'm going to compare Back to the Future to this film or that film, yes, that's where we start getting into the overrated conversation.
Okay.
Well, anyone who knows anything about me, I've said this a million times, but Back to the Future is my favorite movie of all time. Like that to me is just
Yeah, that
the
makes
movie.
sense.
What's that?
Ooh, shots fired.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I just know RJ. I know his taste.
Yeah.
That it makes sense.
Every
It
time
wasn't
I
meant to
look
be a
up, there's
dig.
somebody new.
A mid man likes a mid movie.
Man.
No, but I'm being
smart.
like
No, you said it's
to
that
me the
makes
first like
sense.
I love the whole trilogy, but like that first movie, it's one of the rare instances of like just like the Princess Bride, where it's like it's a perfect movie. There's
Okay,
like literally that
Like
first
Antichrist.
movie
No.
is perfect.
Princess
Screenwriting,
Bride
performance
is great.
wise,
There's a couple continuity errors,
man.
buddy.
No, I'm talking about like
No,
You know how
The
people say
Terminator
perfect
is a
bride?
perfect movie. Okay, The
Well, yeah,
Terminator.
there's a few
James
perfect
Cameron,
movies out there.
1984. The Terminator is
Terminator
a
2,
perfect movie.
I also count as a perfect movie.
It's a
Why?
perfect sequel,
Because
but
it
not a
just did
perfect
the first
movie.
one again.
We'll have to do a perfect movie tier list sometime.
But
I say we do an
like, to
overrated
me-
movie right now. Everyone has to list. Everyone on this
To
panel
me,
has to
I
list the most
just
overrated movie that
fundamentally
gets everyone to go.
disagree because
Well, to keep it in the topic of I guess this year, since we're talking about it, how about the most overrated movie in your guys' opinion of this year?
What I saw this year, I'm gonna say straight up, Godzilla -1.
That's
Oh
last year.
no!
Overrated.
That doesn't count. That's last year.
Whoa!
I know. That's the one I saw this year. I just wanted to piss you guys off.
Okay.
Well,
I'm trying to
that
think.
still doesn't count. But okay.
Yeah.
I'll think about it. Don't worry.
I enjoyed most of the movies.
I
saw
don't-
theaters.
I
I
don't
just
like
didn't see
the-
a lot.
I don't like the word
I
overrated.
know what
Mission Impossible. The last, and I love Mission Impossible series. The last one
was last year.
That was
last year.
That was
too.
last year.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll say Deadpool and Wolverine. There. Boom.
You're just trying
Hard,
to get
hard.
attention.
Easy.
Yeah, you're just
Easy.
trying.
Easy.
I know
That's
you.
an easy
I
one.
guarantee you, Max is gonna say Terrifier 3. That's what Max will say.
No, for what it delivers for what people want.
I'd say Wicked,
That's
but
a
I
good-
haven't
it's a
seen
good
Wicked, so
sequel.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Wicked.
I would have said Wicked
Alright, sorry,
until I
last
saw
time.
Wicked, and
Yeah, it
I
was
like.
good.
But admittedly,
Yeah,
I'm a
Wicked was really
musical
good.
person, so Phil, you might still think it's overrated. And there
I
is
gotta-
some. It's no like best picture winner or anything like that. So it is. getting some
Actually,
hype.
I'll do it right now. The Brutalist, because it's getting a lot of hype right now.
It is getting a lot of hype.
Dude, that second half completely threw me off.
Oh,
I
okay.
did not like it.
I'll say one right now that's gonna piss people off. Heretic.
Ooh, I loved
watch it.
Heretic. Really?
I
haven't
like
seen
it.
it.
I like
haven't
the
seen it.
acting, and I don't want to spoil it, but it felt like it was going a certain way, and then it just the last third of it just kind of fell off. for me.
What did the two doors
It was
say?
a build. It
Max?
was a build up.
No, Max, it's a brilliant ending. What did the two doors say?
I'll
Ready
have to
for
talk to
disbelief.
you behind the
what landed?
scenes.
What landed on it? Yeah, I want to.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about that.
Nerd, what do you think about Heretic? Perp loves it.
Oh no, I thought it was a great film. I thought it was great.
Okay. Do you have any criticisms at all without spoiling?
Oh, yeah, probably not without spoiling it.
Okay.
Oh, I know what my answer is. Twisters.
Oh.
Yes.
Were you looking
Yes.
forward to
Twisters. Twisters.
You know what it
haven't
was?
seen
It was a. I thought
Haven't
the
seen it,
characters were
don't care.
good. The spectacle
Didn't need a
was
sequel.
terrible.
That garbage movie didn't need a fucking sequel. to
Last
begin with.
line. I am the guy that said the creator was amazing. It was
Twisters
great.
was horrible.
I want to see Twisters.
Disappointed with Twisters.
I have two for this year.
Okay.
Number one was Anora. I'm
Haven't
sorry.
seen
Ooh, I liked it. I thought it was hilarious.
And that's the other thing too. Like, I guess disappointed doesn't mean I think they're again bad movies.
Yeah.
Or overrated. But yeah, the hype that Anora is getting of like one of the best movies of the year and all this and best picture and all that. I'm sorry. I thought it does not deserve any of that at all.
Yeah, I think Mikey Madison is a front runner for the Oscar, and I'd give it to Cynthia over her for Wicked.
Hey,
Honestly, I would give it to Angie for Maria. She was powerful.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
Bruce, hope you feel better, man. I'm gonna check in with you soon.
The
He's
second
still
one
under the-
was, again, I didn't not like it. I enjoyed it, but I thought it was very overrated and kind of was Alien Romulus. I was
good one.
all the way off.
That is a good one.
I
That's a good one.
wasn't as
Fuck
crazy
all
about
the way
Alien
off.
The first 30 million. No, he's
Fuck
right.
Fuck all the way off.
All right,
I
Bill.
still like
I feel
it a
I
lot.
hear a lot of
It's
people. I love Alien Romulus, but I hear a lot of
It's
people
still in
saying
my
that.
probably like top 3 Alien movies. Yeah, it's in my top 3 Alien movies. But
Oh,
like,
you didn't see Alien 3?
I just
Whoa, hey, Alien 3 is not as bad as
in
everyone
fairness,
thinks.
That's what I'm
Alien
saying.
3
That's
was
what I'm
in
saying.
my
It's
top.
good. So how is that not in your top?
Okay.
Alien 3
I-
was in my top 3.
I want to
before
hear
Alien
Nerd's
Romulus
response
came around.
because he's the only other one I know that has a Alien Romulus VHS. What did you think of the movie?
Love it.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love it.
Any concerns with the ending?
No,
the.
I have no concerns.
No.
with it.
Okay.
That was not. Yeah,
I have
yeah,
a
that
hot. So I
I
have a
loved
hot
the first
take.
30 minutes of that movie. Then it went to when Ash shows up. I was like, oh my.
So I don't have like an
not
overrated
Ash, it's Rook.
movie this year. 'Cause personally, I don't feel like I saw enough movies this year to even say what's overrated. I will say, I think the most overhated movie this year, like the movie that got way more hate than it deserved.
That's a good topic.
Don't say
Madam
Madam Web.
I will say it's Joker 2.
Yeah,
Joker
Joker 2.
I just saw
Joker,
that a while ago.
Yeah, Joker
I-
2 got so much unnecessary hate. It isn't even funny.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
God.
honestly, it soured me on seeing it, and I wanted to see. I love it. I still want to see it.
It's
What
a
about
weird.
Acolyte?
and I
If we're
feel
counting
bad
shows.
for liking the movie.
I
about
love it. I
Acolyte?
love it. It's one of my favorite movies.
A lot of it's a weird thing for me because it's I don't hate
Give it 5 to 10 years, and people will start appreciating it for what it was trying to do.
Okay.
It's so weird because
don't think
I was
this one
hearing
will.
that the music was
Mhm.
really bad, and then I'm like, okay, I'm prepared for the music, and I don't listen to Lady Gaga, and so I'm looking at it and I'm hearing it, and I'm like, first of all, they're redoing like they're doing covers of some old songs, some may be original, but has like an older jazzy swing feel, but a majority of it is jazz, and I'm like, gosh dang it, I love jazz and I love older music and I love swing
Like
music
Joker
too,
2
you
has
gosh darn
problems. I
motherfuckers.
think it is a flawed movie, and I don't think it's as good as the first one.
I
But
think it's
not a
kind of
horrible
ridiculous.
movie.
I
Not
think it's kind of
horrible.
ridiculous that some people took that movie so personally. Todd Phillips, how dare you give me the finger? It's like he made the movie the way he wanted to. Piss all the way off and stay in your feelings.
Because they
I was mentally
maybe he
prepared for the
honestly didn't.
scene
took
everybody
the
was
first one
talking
way too
about.
hard. They
Maybe
had a
he
parasocial
honestly
relationship
wasn't
with
going to
that
make
first
it.
movie.
Maybe he honestly wasn't going to make a sequel until he figured out in his own mind what he wanted to do, and that's
I mean,
the thing.
him and
The
Joaquin
thing
were
is,
talking
he
all
wasn't.
about it. So
They talked about it and stuff, but he was happy with where Joker ended and stuff, and where that kind of that. But then, of course, Warner Brothers came. It was almost like a Matrix Resurrection situation. We're gonna offer you a shit ton of movie, and he did it kind of like, all right.
I thought
And
what
it
Todd
was-
Phillips did was
and it
punk rock as
was,
shit.
and it was. You can't deny it was kind of spiteful in
It's
that
punk
way.
rock. It's not spiteful. It's punk rock.
wasn't
It's like
But
screw
at-
you,
but
screw
at
the
the
man,
same time,
screw
like,
the audience, screw everyone.
I agree. Like it wasn't. It should have been overhated or as hated as much, or like people that got on times. I get what he was trying to do and stuff. I don't think it worked, and I think the box office and everything else kind of showed that. But I
box
get what
office
he was
almost
trying
never
to do.
equates to quality, though.
I think in
I
this case,
do think the
it
guy who played
definitely
Harvey
did.
Dent was really good. I really liked him.
Harry Lottie, I think the actor's name is something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Big Woke Joe is trying to enter, and we only have 10 spots.
This is gonna get fired up. Let's go.
I can step out for a
Now
minute.
we're
I
gonna
gotta,
have
go,
to
I gotta
think.
do something anyway. I'll come back in a few minutes.
Let's freaking go. Crazy Joe
Can
has
I
some
show you
wild.
guys my top 5 best and worst movies of 2024?
No.
Yeah. After
Let's
I want to
celebrate
finish.
movie.
Let's finish this real quick because I do want to see it, Blue Jay. But let's.
I forgot we were
Hey,
even talking about the
Joe.
list.
Hey,
I'm calling you out, brother.
my boy Austin's here.
Good to see you, brother. Good to see you.
Yeah,
You keep
How you doing,
erasing
man?
my banners with weird stuff.
I didn't erase any banner.
Oh, really?
Joe didn't like Nosferatu, everyone.
I'm not going. I have.
I've
the
added
receipt.
banners. I've never erased one.
Well, it's erased my phone number. Okay. Well, let's see what else is. Let's see what else here is in this list, and I want to get the Blue Jay.
I still need to watch Conclave. I haven't seen this yet.
A Complete Unknown. Did that come out already?
Yeah, it is. It
Just
came
came
out
out,
same
yeah.
day as Nosferatu, December, Christmas
Great.
Day.
Did anyone like
Dang.
it?
I didn't see
I
it.
need to
I
see
didn't
it.
know about
Good
it.
reviews.
I only saw Nosferatu. I didn't see this. I wanted
Tim
to
Chan
see
got
it.
nominated.
Is
so I'm assuming it's good.
Nosferatu only on in theaters in Christmas or
Yeah.
wait? So what are they gonna do? Where is it gonna be now?
It's gonna be in theaters for a while, and then probably be on.
Oh, so it's still gonna
It's
be
doing
in
really well.
theaters
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
Christmas.
Well,
Okay,
it's-
Yeah.
Dune 2, I don't agree with. But
Never
Dune
What?
2 is amazing.
I
Dune
do
2 was
actually
one of the
agree
best
with
films
Dune
of the year.
2.
This I don't agree with, especially number 4. This-
Never
like the
seen
noise.
that
I
one.
haven't seen it,
I
Nora,
didn't
so I
like
It's
this
really
one.
fun, dude.
This
I
is
didn't know
utter
what this movie
bullshit.
was for like 40 minutes. It was just like a weird like sex movie, and then it got hilarious 40 minutes.
This is. I don't think I've ever seen a movie try harder.
We're on
to be uncut.
Pornhub.com.
Yeah,
I've
it
never
felt
seen
like
a
it.
movie.
Focus
Yeah,
feature.
that's too porn. I've never seen a movie try harder to be uncut gems than this. It was
Have you
bad.
seen Tangerine? That's a
Oh,
good take.
Nosferatu made
You got to
it.
see this director. Oh, dude, Nosferatu is amazing. I love this.
I like
movie.
Tangerine, but I
I
have
just
a lot
did
of
a-
issues with it.
Oh, you didn't? You saw Tangerine? Okay, cool. So
Oh,
you
yeah.
get it.
I got some angry Nosferatu people in there in my clip out about it taking from Mel Brooks movies. Like it figures it would take from a Mel Brooks movie this trash fire.
What? Okay, I just did a huge breakdown with my girlfriend on my channel. Please check it out of what the movie's symbolism, metaphors. This movie is amazing. It is
yeah, it is
incredible.
one of-
I've
yeah.
seen it 3 times. Every time I'm getting something new. Like it's awesome. I love this movie.
I
It's
just
like
got
shooting
out of it a
camp-
couple hours ago.
I know,
It's
and you
one of
didn't
my
like it,
favorite
Joe.
I
I'm
didn't
so
like it.
sad.
No.
Of course.
Sorry, Joe.
It cemented
Brutalist?
my dislike of Robert Eggers.
Dude, I just saw this one too. Highly disagree with this, but people are in love with this movie.
Really?
I'll be seeing
Yeah.
this soon. I wanna.
The first half is really good. The second half, it takes a turn. Yes.
No, I'm not surprised this
Yes,
is number one. A
yes,
lot of people are
yes.
talking about this.
Yep,
Yeah.
100%. I agree with this.
I
This is
I
the
I've
best
got to
movie
see if
made.
my wife saw it already. She probably
This
saw it already.
makes me so happy because when this movie came out, everybody was like, "It's so good," but the Oscars aren't
Is,
going to.
Is Demi Moore going to get nominated?
I hope to God. I
It
hope
is,
to
man.
God
This
she
is the
does.
year of horror.
She
I think this
deserves
is the
it.
year of horror.
It's
I
too
think this
soon
is
to
the
say.
year.
I mean, it would be a surprise because of the horror elements to it and the body horror stuff of it. Also, it wouldn't be. Look, David Cronenberg has done plenty of stuff too that's gotten Oscar nomination stuff, and this is kind of in that arena to a certain extent. So I think she's gonna get nominated. Personally, I think it's gonna be between her, Mickey Madsen, and Angelina for Marie.
I agree. Okay, cool. Sean, I agree. Furiosa maybe should have been considered. I keep forgetting Furiosa
Yeah,
came out.
Furiosa
That was a
a
phenomenal
fucking phenomenal
Yes,
movie. Oh
I
my
agree.
gosh.
All right, so
That's in
that's
my top 10 for
that's the
sure.
Joe
Brutalist?
Blow list. All right, and then Blue
There's
Jay,
something
do you
that
want
happens in the
do
Brutalist.
you want this
that
on
comes
your
out of nowhere.
channel, Blue Jay?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
He says unenthusiastically.
Just remember to take it off because it gets crazy over here. Okay,
Yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead, Blue Jay.
All right. So yeah, I'm showing you guys my top 5 best and worst films of 2024. My list may not be the same as yours, so if you get mad, kick rocks. I'm not a artsy indie enthusiast as a certain Velociraptor here or anybody else on this who claims to be on this particular.
I have never claimed. I
watch
don't
shitty
even
shark
go to
movies all the
movies, man. That's money.
I mean, everything's subjective.
Yeah, everything's so
Don't be all up in your feels about shit.
Yep. All right.
We
So
all hug
first
each
of all-
other.
All right. So first of all, let's take a look at the worst list first. But first, let me look at my dishonorable mentions, shall we?
Dishonorable.
Yes, we got Atlas from Jennifer Lopez. Very
Oh.
bland
Oh.
film. Very bland, boring film that should be kick-ass an action film. The Crow.
I was
extremely-
actually enjoying The
Oof.
Crow. I didn't finish it yet though.
Crow was
enjoying The Crow.
that one was rough. That
No,
a
I
rough
was
one.
enjoying it. Like, not that it's good,
No.
not that it's like competing with the original Crow, but it was a good story so far.
I think it
and
would have been so much better had they not done Eric Draven and Shelley again. They
Okay.
could have gone. They could
Yeah,
have gotten
like,
away with so much more.
dude,
had they just
If they
done
would have
Eric
gotten a
Draven.
female
the
Crow,
movie
I'm
is-
telling you, 20 million in the box. office.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I'm telling
I
you.
don't think so.
No, I
Oh
don't
yeah.
think so.
Oh yeah.
I
You
don't
get
think so.
you get a girl in that makeup getting revenge. Oh my fucking god.
That would.
Hold on, so-
Okay, I could see it though. Yeah, okay.
I've seen
The
Crow,
3
Crow,
make
make
that.
dude, the movie was an hour and 50 minutes. He doesn't become the Crow on the last 30 minutes. Wait.
Okay. But I was
Wait.
enjoying the relationship with him and his girlfriend. It's more fleshed out than the old version, you know.
Yeah.
I like the relationship.
And
Ooh, I like that
I'm
Cheeseman, Samara
one of those
Weaving.
people
I
that
like that
didn't
too.
like Joker too, but it's not too terrible. It has good production values. It's just kind of, I don't know. It wasn't hitting me.
See,
Couldn't
that,
talk
one,
to you.
that one wouldn't make my top 10, but it would make my top 15.
Yeah, and then
Good
you
to know,
have
Crazy Joe.
Borderlands is just a waste of time. Oh my god.
Yeah, now you have Borderlands, which is a try-hard James Gunn ripoff in my mind.
Try hard. Whoa.
That movie's heartbreaking because I tried twice to watch Borderlands because it looked so fracking good, and it is not.
Did
It
it?
is
Did it
not.
I look
From the
okay.
director of Eli Roth.
I've never before seen a trailer that was so fantastic, and then the movie was so.
No, I
lousy.
love you.
Man of
I
Steel.
mean, I'm open that it looked like it could be fun, but I'm saying it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Trailer is like a
that
big
trailer was
reach.
amazing. That
I
looked
actually
it looked
didn't
like
mind
another
the
Guardians
opening.
of the Galaxy.
I thought I was actually gonna like this movie, and then it kept going. Like I didn't mind the beginning that much with like
Yeah.
getting the girl out of
Borderlands.
jail.
This
and then-
movie. This
and then
movie
it just
doesn't
keeps
invoke
going. I'm like,
anything
oh,
from
man.
Borderlands. This movie
Okay,
is
without
fucking
further
terrible.
ado, we got our honorable mentions.
Mhm.
Number 5, Craven the Hunter.
Where is it?
Oh, you didn't hit X screen.
Oh, there it is.
Best of the
Come
year.
on. I'm sorry, it was
No,
one
no,
of your
this is Blue Jays. This is Blue Jays.
one of the best films of the year.
Nerd
This
Cosa Nostra actually went off camera for that. He's like, I'm not going to be associated with this.
is this
No,
Oh, that,
I just gotta get a bottle of water real quick.
I mean,
no, we know what was. I know what's happened, nerd. You don't want to be associated with this list. I
Yep.
get it.
Yeah, if
You know,
if,
come off
if it's a
camera.
little lag in my end, it's a little just to let you know.
It's
So yeah, Craven, it tried. it tried. It's very boring. It's 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Oh, sheesh.
It there's some action sprinkled out, but that's kind of it. But it's not the worst. But it's not the worst of these Sony films.
Oh, this is the top 5 worst,
this-
and then the
is this
best.
the top 5 worst or best?
That's funny because I would
Top
say it
5 best
absolutely
and
is
worst.
the
So we're
worst.
starting with the.
In
so
my
we're-
head, this is best.
So
I
we're
would
doing-
say it absolutely is the worst Sony film.
I did not think they could do a worse version of the Rhino, and then Kraven the Hunter was made.
Oh my god, dude!
That still looks better than what they did in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Are you sure?
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
No.
Sure?
I'll take. I will take Amazing.
Giamatti.
You know why I'll take? You know why I'll take Amazing Spider-Man 2 over it? It's way less time than I get of whatever that Rhino and Kraven was.
Oh
At
my
least in
God.
Amazing Spider-Man 2, it's like what, like in a total a minute or
minutes
less.
or whatever.
Look, the bar. It's
Yeah.
about 5 minutes. The bar is not high. Look, let's
Dude, you
get
have
that
a-
out of the
you
way.
have
The
a
bar
literal
isn't
scene.
high. But the fact that Paul Giamatti is just playing a hammy Russian idiot in a giant mechanized robotic rhino suit, that is more faithful to who the character is than whatever the fuck they put in
Dude,
this movie.
The fact, dude, there was a
Oh
scene
my
where
God.
Figure out
the
to get in that
Rhino-
thing.
Hold on,
It
there
was
a scene-
bad. It
there
was
I heard
so
that
bad.
everybody's supposed to be Russian, but only the Rhino is the one who has the Russian accent.
No,
And
his father.
and Russell Crowe, yeah.
Russell Crowe's the only one who has like a legitimate Russian accent all the way through.
Aaron
That's
Taylor
funny.
Johnson literally switches between an American,
Yep.
a British, and a Russian accent throughout
It's
the entire film,
insane.
and it's
Hold on,
wild.
It's
What's up
insane.
with that guy?
We have a scene where the Rhino, where his henchman goes, Craven has to escape, and he goes,
Yeah, it was like a gaggy gurgle.
Dude,
That's
he
the
does the
scene
weirdest
from
noise. He
Oh
goes,
yeah, yeah.
it's so that shit took me out of the movie. I was like, what the fuck is he doing? It's so
Made him
bad.
All right.
I
okay.
remember that.
So yeah, Craven was not the worst movie on it's not the worst movie of the Sony films. Oh no.
This guy's
We
gonna
have
go
the
to
next
Adam Webb.
one.
Oh god.
No, actually no.
Adam
we
Webb's gonna
have
be
the
number
next
one. I see it.
It's sooner.
I
So
have to defend it.
number 4. Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scar.
No, that's just inaccurate.
What makes this
Are we talking about the theatrical cut
the theatrical? My ass is on Netflix.
Theatrical.
or whatever?
The PG-13. Okay, what? Now,
PG
first
cut?
of all, what annoys me is that this is this is the PG-13 film, and it's pretty boring. But that last that last hour was just some fighting was worth it. But the first hour was a drag, and what really annoyed me is that the fact that Netflix is like this exists, but not the
Are you
full
trying to
version.
make Claudia cry here? Come on.
Wait,
Hey, I'm
so
not
you
trying.
said the
I didn't
first
say I'm
hour was a
trying.
drag, the last hour was good, but all of it
I
was
don't
boring.
think I don't think it was amazing, but I don't think it deserves to be on the top 5 worst.
It's
Yeah, I don't
no,
think so.
well, it
What does,
annoys
Max?
me- Hold on. What annoys me is that we have this version, but then they market it as want to see Zack Snyder's full true version. Like you could have just done that in the first place. It's on Netflix, it's not going to theaters. Fuck you.
Okay, well you didn't have to watch it.
You're mad at the
stop it.
marketing.
Oh, stop it. You one of those
You didn't
people.
have you didn't have
But
to
What
watch
did
it.
people
like
say?
it.
What does that even
like,
mean?
I
You're one
will
of those
say-
people. What does that
make
even
a
mean?
good
I
edited
will- if
version
you
of
don't
your
like
own
it,
movie.
don't
Why
watch it.
continue making it at all?
I will say this in defense of Blue Jay is this. Yes, I think that PG-13 cut it's worse than the first part, even with the action and stuff. Like cool
My
action, but it's horrible. And that not only that PG-13 cut makes you hate the main character more than anything. Like it's the wildest thing. It's like I watched that PG-13 cut and went, why in the hell would I want to watch a continuation of this? I can't stand this girl that just murdered a child because of her loyalty to her father, like over her morals. Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Great movie.
That's true. Yeah.
But then
Pretty metal.
the director's cut goes and changes all of that and does a lot with her character where you go, okay, I
what'd you
want
get
to
for
see a
delivery there? That looks
continuation
good.
and stuff. So I'll give Blue Jay that in that that cut hurts. That hurts that
See,
franchise.
this is exactly why
massively.
this just mostly offends me. Is that why you make a chopped up version that was already made in the first place as on Netflix? It doesn't make any sense. But
Oh,
all
hey,
in
it's that
all,
one actor guy.
Still
He's a
better
good
than anything
actor.
Bay's done lately.
what does Michael?
He
Bay
just did
do?
Ambulance, his most critically acclaimed movie, idiot.
See, you go into you trying to justify.
I wanted to liven up Perp.
All right.
I didn't
Number
see
3.
Ambulance. I'll give Ambulance a shot, Perp.
Ambulance is great though. And number 3, Madam Web.
I'm kind of shocked that's not higher.
I've seen
That
worse.
movie's magical.
That was a much better film than Craven.
That's an opinion.
I mean, I saw Madam Web in the theater 3 times. I walked out of Craven.
Go, Joe.
Yeah.
I saw it in the theater. I had a great time. I was laughing my ass.
I'll say this. Not the show. I'm just saying this. This is a horrible film, but this is a movie that acts like it doesn't care. I can't say the people behind it don't care. It acts like it doesn't care, from the quality of the just the way it was shot. It's like there's so many like
The editing cares too much. That's the problem.
Oh my god, there's so it's one of those movies that tries too hard but tries too little. It's just such a weird
So
thing.
brilliant. It's such a magical film because this should not exist. Like a studio coming up with this should not exist.
I don't
That's why it
know
should
how
be cherished.
Madam Web, the character, would be amazing to begin with.
Yeah, like you see this in Tubi movies with some of the editing and ADR shit. Like you see this in like low budget movies. The fact that this was
I
a
had
major
fun.
studio
How about-
release,
how about
it should
allowing
be
the
treasured.
villain-
This belongs in a museum. I love this movie.
I would love to
How
see
about
a director's cut of this and see how it was altered.
I would like
I
to
don't even
actually
think that
see
exists.
this. I would like to see this actually like tie into Spider-Verse because there's so much potential you could have had there, and they just dropped the ball hard.
Oh
But
my
whatever.
god.
But whatever. What do I know?
Yeah. So
I unfortunately did not like what they did with Anya Corazon, which is my favorite.
I mean, all the main
oh.
leads kind of got shafted in terms of material to get. delivered.
We only care about Anya Corazon, okay? She's the half Mexican, half Puerto Rican one.
Right.
Should have been a rated R slasher movie.
First of all,
No.
first, let me say this. Thank God. Thank you, James Gunn, for saving Isabella Merced's career for his Hawk Girl. Thank God. All right.
Oh, Isabella. Yeah.
Her career wouldn't have suffered from this.
I'm just saying.
No, nobody will. They're all going to find work.
The only one who will.
no, they
Although
are.
I find Dakota Johnson's behavior to be very unprofessional.
The only one
She'll go- she's going back to indie
For this
movies.
garbage. Stop. Okay. All right.
Good. She's going back to making good movies. Good.
Yeah, she did one literally this year with Sean Penn that was getting phenomenal reviews. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Daddy-O was very good. Daddy-O was
Number
very good.
Congrats.
2. All right. Number 2. And then you might look at this and be like, what? I mean, sure. Number 2. Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate. Now, let me say this right now. It's a TV movie. What do you expect? But the fact that they were hyping this up as a legit sequel to Megamind, fuck you.
Isn't it the legit sequel to Megamind? I thought it was. Like, it's not?
I give you props for even watching this. I don't even know what the
Oh,
hell
no?
this is. What the hell is
Oh,
this?
that's a Peacock exclusive, isn't it?
The fuck is this?
Yeah.
Megamind?
Right. It's supposed to be a sequel
It's,
to
it's an
Megamind,
original
but no.
movie that leads into a new series.
Does it even have Will Ferrell as the voice?
Nope.
I never even heard of this, like the series. I didn't know.
Well,
this
to be fair, the original Megamind wasn't. I don't think that was ever that popular. Like that came out the same time.
I disagree.
That came out the
really
same time as
popular.
Despicable Me. Like the two came out, and it's like, oh look, we got these 2 villain movies.
Oh, this was the other movie.
But
I remember that.
Despicable
Yeah.
Me was really
First of all,
popular.
Joe,
Nobody
is that I agree it wasn't popular at the time, but it gotten
It
like
grew a
I think-
following.
it had a following, and then the memes come up, and it became more popular. So they were kind of wanting a sequel to this, but we got this. It was just like, this is what you got. It's like you make DreamWorks make sequels to everything. You can't just cook this up. So yeah.
Oh, I see Peacock original right there, and I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty.
It's a Peacock movie,
original.
and if you actually see clips of this thing is like cheap.
Which is weird because like it's not to say that Peacock can't do like They also did a TED series this year that was
Right.
phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Oh, I remember
That was
that.
phenomenal. So I think with this, they just for some reason decided to not
I don't
give
know.
it the budget and
I don't think
COVID
Ted
could have
Cruz
messed
has
it up,
nothing to
too.
rave about.
It's
Yeah.
like I always say, there's some good stuff on the cock.
All right, yeah, it's very cheap. It's very just stupid plot wise. It's paced poorly. Megamind seems like he's reverted back
Hey,
to
Doctor
his idiot
Strange.
in the first movie. It's pretty dumb. It's not worth it. All right, number one. You probably never heard of this movie, but I've talked about it a little bit, Ferb, and pretty much you heard
Still
about
loading.
this too.
Still loading.
Now, a movie can be terrible, but what a worst thing the movie can be is to be boring.
Yeah.
Number one is Trigger Warning. Now you never heard of this movie.
Poor Jessica Alba. Come on.
Oh, I wanted to see that.
It's not bad, but yeah, there's no action in that shit. There's
Really?
the beginning scene,
No, I'm not
and it's
watching
like,
it.
man, it
It's
takes a
an
while
hour
for her
and
to kick some ass.
45 minutes. It's an hour and like 40 minutes, and it's just so bland looking.
The weird
it's
My
bland.
goodness, she still looks great.
No, she kicks ass. Like, I don't understand, like, why this. Yeah, you're right. Like, there's no action in this thing, and when there is action, it's actually
with
really
Dark
good.
Angel, right? Was that Dark Angel James Cameron series?
I don't know.
Yep.
Well, no, like okay, it's like when she kicks ass, it's like okay, it's kind of fun, but it's not really that believable. It's like okay, what the fuck's going on? But it's such a drag. It's such a chore. And then you have like in movies you got that one psychic character that cracks jokes. I was not laughing at that motherfucker at
There was
all.
a psychic character?
He's like a one tack guy. His name is Spider. he tries to crack some jokes here and there. I was like, bro, you are not funny at all.
Wait.
Shut up. I wish
Blue
you
Jay, did you say sidekick or psychic?
sidekick like Robin.
Okay. All right. I thought
What
you
happened-
said there was a psychic character.
I can't.
Yeah, I missed that part.
I can't say sidekick because it's like a comic relief type, but
right.
He has this type of humor. He has a humor, and it's just like, bro, shut up. I'm like, I don't want.
Alita Battle Angel 2 is coming.
Yeah, it's just like the worst an action film could be is just really very boring. It's like, bro, stop. I don't want to see more of this now. I literally it took me 2 days to finish it. It was such a chore.
I forgot she existed because I haven't seen her in anything much.
So yeah, it was number one bad, but let me look at the bright
She shows
side.
up in Secret Wars.
All right, let's look at the bright side. Let's skim through this right now. So that was my worst list. Let's talk about some of my honorable mentions, y'all. My honorable mentions for the best films of 2024. We got The Wild Robot, amazing film, great film.
I still want to see that. I wanna see that. Yeah.
Beautiful animation.
I say that too much on this channel. I want to see
Do
that.
you want to see that?
You
That
say
should be a
that, but you
good
don't
thing.
see it.
Hell yeah, Monkey Man made it.
The only one I saw was Furiosa, and I wanted to see the rest.
I
wanted
like
to see Wild
Furiosa,
too,
but
and-
I like Furiosa. I think it's I don't know. There's so many parts in it. I prefer Furiosa in my honest opinion, but I think this is a good film on its own. Chris Hemsworth just chef's kiss all around. Monkey Man was a surprise. I just love the fact that you have someone like Dev Patel from the production behind it. Like it's very impressive, and it's by Jordan Peele who picked it up from Netflix, mind you. So this was gonna go to Netflix, but it's gonna put it in theater for Universal. Amazing. Also, the action is freaking phenomenal. Like I want to see what Dev Patel can do as a director if he does more. So it's been almost inspiring in a way. And then you have Smile 2. I really enjoyed Smile 2.
Everyone says that actress is amazing in it.
Oh, she was
from
great.
Power Rangers. Isn't she
What a
from
great
Power
year
Rangers?
for horror
Naomi
and
Scott,
horror
yeah.
actors.
And she was Jasmine, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, great film. Just Naomi Scott a lot. Just makes me a fan of her just even more. So I'm surprised she hasn't got any work since fucking Aladdin. That movie made $1 billion and she didn't get that much work. So yeah. Without that out of the way.
Didn't she do Charlie's Angels after Aladdin? I think that came
Oh,
after
right, she
Aladdin.
did do Charlie's Angels. I haven't seen that one.
I kind of wanted to watch that. Everyone was crapping on it, but I was
I'll
like,
tell
oh,
you,
for sure.
that actress, I never saw her in anything before Aladdin, and when I was watching Aladdin, I was really struck by how much she looked like Sarah Michelle Gellar. Like I'm just looking at her, I'm like, my God, she looks just like a young Sarah Michelle Gellar. It's crazy.
Buffy remake, got it.
Yeah, do
Okay.
it. Use her for
Please
the Buffy
no more Buffy.
You
No more
said
Buffy.
Buffy remake.
No more Buffy.
We
The
desperately
world-
need more Buffy.
No, the world doesn't
That
need any more Buffy.
Yes, we do.
Oh, I
We need-
want to see
not
Buffy
only do we
back.
need Buffy, we need Joss Whedon back, baby. Let's go.
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
No,
Absolutely.
No,
absolutely
no.
not.
We're doing it.
All right.
Who's in charge
Number
of the-
5.
I
Gotta
will
love
blow
keep
12
bringing
guys in
power
an
and
alley to
music
get Joss
back
Whedon
into
back.
Hollywood.
Okay.
Wait, what did you say, Joe?
Oh, you heard me.
No,
Joss
I did not. Full screen. Repeat that.
I said I will blow 12 guys in an alley to get Joss Whedon working in Hollywood again.
Yeah,
Too much.
that doesn't
You
shock me in the slightest.
You would do that to get a abusing power hungry asshole working
don't.
back in Hollywood again?
Austin, this is going to start a whole debate.
He's done his
Oh my God, let's not do that. No, stop.
Keep in mind, all he's
This is
guilty of
Blue
is being an asshole.
No, that's not. Well, Blue Jay.
Wow.
Blue Jay's
No.
game is
It's so
going-
reductive. Oh my God, that's
Okay.
so reductive.
I would
don't-
rather
I don't-
not have a
this
sexist
discussion.
back on where
Can
he
we
made
not
women
now?
feel
Now,
terrible.
can we not?
Back
now.
to the best movies.
Bring
Back to
back
the best
Kevin Spacey. While
That's
you're
like saying
at it.
bring back
Stop
Harvey
looking-
Weinstein. He
stop
made
looking-
bad
Yeah.
movies.
Oh, you
Come
cannot
on.
you cannot compare a guy whose
Oh, my
only crime
God.
is being an asshole to someone who
okay.
raped women. You
Listen.
can't compare the two.
Okay, I'm moving conversation because people aren't going to agree on this, and I want to. It's Blue Jay's game, so Blue Jay best
Yeah,
of 5.
good idea. Good idea.
I just want to
Amen to
say my
that.
thoughts
Amen
on
to that.
movies. I just want to say
Everyone's
also
allowed their
Steve Harvey
opinion.
and-
Go ahead, Blue
number
Jay.
5. Number 5. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Okay.
This is most overrated, or
No. This is the year.
got it.
Get with the flip. Get with the program.
Yeah, it's a fun movie, man. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. One of my favorite comic book movies of. Well, it's the best comic movie of the year. Honestly, it's compared to all the shit that we got this year. It was not a great year, honestly. Yeah, it may be a little biased. Who the fuck cares? I don't give a shit. It's cameos, whatever. It's fun.
your list.
Funny. Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman. There's not much I can really say. It's a fun film. Whatever. All right. Okay, now let's get to number 4. Civil War.
Okay,
Ooh.
I'm hearing a lot about. I want to give this movie a shot. I want to watch it.
Oh man, Civil War.
And I do say that all the time. And just to remind everyone, we're at 15 likes. We're supposed to get 25 today. Please help me out.
I wanna
There's
like it.
15 people. There's like
10 more.
people on
I'm sorry, I can only like one time.
I want to like it, Max.
I'll like it.
I
I'll like it.
wanna.
All right, Civil War, but man,
It's on
yeah.
HBO Max, just so you
Just like
know.
what you guys said about Civil War, man. It was like the whole journalist aspect, like from the perspective, everything was great. Alex Garland is doing another movie for A24 perp. It's called
What is he
Warfare.
writing? I heard he's done directing.
I think
He
he
was-
was. Hold on, let me.
Well, he
He said
wrote
he was
that,
done
and he also
directing
wrote
this movie.
28 years later too.
Yeah, he said he was done
Right
directing
there,
this movie.
from the writer of
broke
28 Days
directing-wise.
Later, Ex Machina, Annihilation.
I can see why. This is like a major picture, and he did not have a Hollywood budget. This
Yeah,
was a
he's
24 movie.
there was a movie called Warfare with somebody else. He's writing. He's also co-writing with somebody else. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's like 2025. So I'm
He
just
said he's
letting
done
you know
directing.
that.
This movie kind of broke him a little bit.
Oh
We
yeah,
lost a voice, guys. We lost a voice.
yeah. Well, yeah, Civil War, great film. I highly recommend you guys.
Yeah, out
go
of respect,
watch
people
it.
should see it.
Yeah, so it's
I love his movie. I love all his movies. I loved Men. I loved Annihilation.
This is my first A24 film in theaters, mind you. My second film.
Based till you.
Based.
That's based. I love it.
All right, number 3. Number 3. Inside Out 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
RJ approves. RJ approves.
Yeah, I really love the first Inside Out. This is one of those movies I actually really want a sequel to, and this really is on par with the first film. I can't say it's better. I do think like they're like neck and neck with each other.
I
think
want to see this.
Oh my gosh,
Me
you're not
too.
gonna watch it. Keep saying I want to see this. Yeah, the character of anxiety just is amazing. I just love everything about it. Yeah, like I said, not that much I can really say. That like everybody was saying, it's the biggest film of the year, and rightfully so, and it beat Lion King as well, rightfully so.
Dan, did Disney come
Wait, the
swinging
live
this
action
year?
Lion King or the
live
animated?
action Lion King.
Oh, okay, okay.
Disney came swinging this year. Everyone was talking shit about Disney. Boy, did they bring it this year.
Yeah. All right. Number 2, and this is a movie you might not even heard. I'll pretty much say this. It's called Turtles All the Way Down. This was a movie that was.
all
I've
right,
heard of this.
hipster. You're just
I've heard of
trying to.
this.
You're just trying to. You made this list so we all Google this. No, I'm just kidding.
Is this one?
I'd never heard of this movie.
Or
This was a movie. This was a movie that was on Max. It's on. It was on Max. Kind of.
Okay, I think I have it saved.
Yeah.
That hot girl.
Yep.
You're obsessed.
It was more. I'm not obsessed. No, it's about She plays this this girl who has like OCD and stuff. It's a typical like coming of age story, but her performance was amazing. Like, and she's more like a germaphobe in a way. Like anything she touches, she just grabs a hand sanitizer and try to clean as much as possible.
Oh, I have some. I take medicine for it. I used to be really bad with it. Yes.
Yeah.
Just so
Yeah,
you know, washing your hands is better than hand sanitizer.
Yeah, and then she has this weird thing about like trying to fall in love with this one dude, and she doesn't know if she'll kiss him or not. Like there's this one scene where after she kissed him, she puts hand sanitizer in her mouth. How much of a germaphobe she is. It was so weird, but
That actually reminds me
Last
of the
line
Sweet
once-
Life on Deck of Zach and Cody when Cody and his girlfriend Bailey, they were arguing and she was like you're so like you hate germs so much that you make me sanitize your cheek before I kiss your cheek.
Well, the last line wants to know: is this a weird spin-off of TMNT?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh, that would have sold me on it.
But yeah, it's a great film. Yeah, I recommend giving it a watch. It's a give it a watch.
Is it a comedy? Yeah,
No,
I
it's
assume so by what you said.
It's a dramedy.
Dramedy, got it.
But yeah, number 1. You probably know what the number 1 is. but,
Transformers 1.
Anyone but you.
Anyone but
It's Transformers 1. Yes, fucker. It's Transformers 1, man.
Oh,
Yay.
I
Transformers
watched
1.
2 minutes of it.
What?
I started it and I got busy with something.
You watched 2 minutes. But he wants to watch it.
I want to watch it. I
movie's
watched
actually-
2 minutes of it.
We got to give him credit for that, people. He
You know
wants
what?
credit for wanting to watch
My
stuff.
cousin was over and we started watching. He's like, "I want to play video games now." I'm like, "All right."
Yeah, it's a lot better than it has any right to be, which is kind of surprising. Like
You
it
should have
was
said,
marketed like
"Screw you!
garbage.
I'm watching it."
This movie was marketed like garbage. Oh,
Dude,
man.
that's the thing that pisses me off. Why you market it as like a stupid kids film with that that just happened type comedy? And
I
it's like,
disagree fully. They had that trailer that was amazing. Like I saw that
Okay.
trailer. Like I saw that trailer. I'm like, well, this is a must see. And then
well,
I showed it
it's a
to my
must-see
kids, and
for
they were
me,
like,
not many people went to go see it.
Yeah,
well,
but
then that's the
most
weird part
movies
because
today, though.
animation is not treated well in movie theaters. But then we have the Mario movie doing great numbers.
Well, unless you're Disney or Pixar, unless you're Disney and Pixar, you're fucked.
Yeah,
I
but
know people are going to say
that's
the Mario movie had a live.
Illumination.
I know
That's
people are
a
going to say
Nintendo.
the Mario movie had a live action, but I think there's something in the
No.
audience when you have a live action Transformer movie. I think the audience will see this kind of a downgrade and wait for digital.
That's
No,
why I
because-
don't like the Transformer movies, the live action ones.
Well, thank you, Blue Jay. That was a good list.
Yeah.
Thank you. Give it a round of applause.
Oh, you guys are too nice.
I have a hot take about animation.
Okay.
Of course
I
you
heard
do.
your hot take earlier.
Yeah, you heard my hot take. It's pretty hot, right? Yeah.
I've heard it enough, Perp. Okay, I'm about to leave.
Well, I appreciate it, Blue Jay. I'm probably not going to check out that turtle movie though, but I'll check out the Transformers 1. I do want to see that.
At least you're honest.
Yeah, I mean, it looked interesting.
So I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna let RJ in. So
Oh,
I'm
really? To let RJ in? Okay. No.
Yeah,
I'm also going to be heading out.
Okay.
The
Who are you
pain is
letting
starting
in?
to kick in.
Who are you letting in? You gotta swap.
No, that's all right. We have enough. We don't need like 10 people.
I don't know. It's
All
All right. Have a nice night, everybody.
Good night, Bianca. Hope you feel better.
Bye.
Yeah.
Better.
Have a nice Happy New Year.
Better, Bianca.
New Year.
Yeah.
Watch
Happy
the
New Year,
substance.
Bianca.
Guess what I got in the mail today?
The substance.
It came from. I had to order this from the UK because it didn't come out in the US. But I got the 4K disc of The Crooked Man.
Hell yeah!
That was, I was enjoying it to start, but that movie was rough.
Oh, I really liked it.
I'll
It's
say
much
this
better than
now.
the last Hellboy movie.
I'll laugh if that DVD won't work on your Blu-ray.
Oh no, it works.
It works.
4Ks are not region locked.
Yeah, they're
now,
all
now the
region
Blu-ray,
free.
because it came with a 4K and a Blu-ray. I was ordering the 4K. Blu-rays are hit or miss, but it turns out that the Blu-ray is not region locked either. So they
I
both.
love you, Joe. Only you would get a 4K of Hellboy from Germany.
Or just get a region free player.
If it listen,
what I
we
did.
have more people on than normally on MME Live. So if anyone wants to put their link in the private chat, if anyone wants to check out Austin or Phil, and congrats, Austin. I've seen some stuff on Instagram of your short film. That's awesome, man.
Thank you, man.
Going out and creating. Out. Is it live where people can watch it now?
Yeah, it's up on my channel and stuff. I'll put the link in the private chat. And
Okay,
stuff,
cool. So he's not only a critic, he's a creative now too. So go check out Austin's work for the 48-hour film festival or creator.
Yeah.
Okay.
48-hour film festival. Yep.
We need more Austin on here. He's one of the.
Please go sub to Phil because this is the last time he's on. I will not allow the Back to the Future blasphemy.
Oh well, I guess at that point, yeah, it probably
No,
is the
that's
last one we'll be on.
I guess I'm not allowed.
I'm not even gonna bring it up because Joe will have a fit.
Wait a minute. Full screen Phil again.
Okay.
That shirt is amazing. Where did you get that?
Hot Topic.
Oh, they probably don't have my size. They never
Probably not.
have tall dude sizes.
Yeah.
The world caters to the short, my friends.
It does. All right. RJ, you're back. What happened?
Hey, RJ.
No, I'm just I'm out of town. I'm just helping family with stuff and just spending.
You had to
time
go
with
on a
family.
Jarbo stream for a little bit now.
Hey, RJ.
Well, I want to talk about this next topic. Don't judge me for bringing this up. This isn't the image that I selected.
Hi, RJ.
Hi.
Oh, come on, Max.
No, there's a reason for it. I'm not
really.
I'm not objectifying
worst.
Sweeney.
I
This
hope
is
my girlfriend doesn't walk in the room.
This is the
Why?
person. There's an image to the right that I want to show.
That is a ridiculous telephone. Why would you bring up that
She made
image?
it of herself. Do not, she is fine to put herself out there like that. So I'm not going to criticize her either.
You just really like her.
She's a very good looking woman.
Max.
She's a very,
Sydney
very good looking woman.
Sweeney's transition for her role
Transition?
as Dr. Christy Martin in the upcoming
It says
biopic.
transformation. Where do you get transition from?
Oh, transformation. Sorry.
He misspoke.
Jesus.
She can box
Max.
too. Like I've seen her videos. She can fucking throw down.
No, it's good that you corrected me on that one. Sorry. Okay, so here she is, the first image from the upcoming biopic. I criticize Sydney Sweeney is not a great actress. I said she's very likable. I'm really impressed that she's going for a role like this. I think.
Oh, dude, she can throw down.
Okay.
This is gonna be a good role for her. She can throw down.
Does anyone know who's directing?
I don't know who's doing the Christy Martin biopic. I don't know.
That's really cool. It seems like she's got muscles now. Not that she didn't before, so I'm really impressed. It seems like she could probably get. She does a lot on the social media aspect of promoting her movies, so she could probably pick from a lot of different things. And this is interesting.
David, she recently just showed a reel of like people trying to like shame her and whatnot, and she like totally proved them wrong about like being able to fight. Like she can throw down. Like I would not want to be on the receiving end of a punch from her. That's for sure.
Anyone interested in this project?
It's directed by David Michaud.
David Michaud.
Maybe I'm an oddball on this, but I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a punch from anyone, even someone I could take, like some little dude who I could take easily. I still don't want to be punched by them because even if I win the fight, I still got punched.
That's true. Thanks, Joe.
Purple thing is referring to you.
Yeah.
I'll check this movie out. I mean, I'm interested.
No, but I'm
RJ.
instantly more interested that she decided to take this role. I'm like, that's an interesting choice. Whenever an actor doesn't go with like what they got popular for, like the romantic comedy,
She didn't get popular for that. That just goes to show how much you know about her.
Anything But You.
Ooh, Euphoria.
Anything But You was way before Euphoria, which was what she was popular for.
Okay.
And she is not pretty romantic comedy. It's she.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
All right, I
she's
stand
got a
corrected,
role.
Austin. Okay. Fair. But it's still an
And
interesting.
it's funny
choice,
because she literally did one romantic comedy. Outside of that,
Yes.
she's done Immaculate. She's done this. She's doing.
Oh wow!
She
he's
did
delivering
Madam
me an
Web
L
for
in
some
real
other-
time.
Like I don't.
Why didn't
I
you
don't
watch
understand.
The Visitors, Max?
Okay. No, that's fair. Okay. I should give Sydney Sweeney a chance. All right, I should. I'm impressed with the choice. I hope it turns out really good. Anyone?
also on the White Lotus, too.
I'm not going to the comments because they're all just pictures of her boobs.
Of course they are.
Okay. All right. So, anyone have any comments on this? Nerd, what do you think of this choice for Sydney Sweeney? Are you interested in this project?
Yeah, when it comes to biopics, I'm typically interested in those. As long as they stay pretty true to true life, right? I mean, I understand there's always, I mean, how many movies do you see where it says based on a true story or based on true events, and the only thing true about it is the person's name, and everything else is just the director's decision, and it's not really based on anything that was really true. So if they stay true to Chrissy Martin's life story, then I at least whatever portion they're going to focus on, I'd be interested in it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Perp, Phil, Joe, do you have any comments on this? And anyone else want to chime in?
I mean, that one image right there, she just looks like Christy Martin. So I don't know. I don't have a problem with that. I totally forgot she was also in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood too. She had a small role in that.
Oh, really? She was one of the Manson girls. That's right.
Yeah, she was
alongside Mikey Madison.
That's
too.
right. Yeah.
It's and Margaret Qualley. All of them have gone on to be.
And I think Austin Butler too.
And
Yes.
Austin Butler as well.
Yeah, Austin Butler was in that. Yeah. Which I can't believe he's going to be Patrick Bateman. That's a fucking trip.
I think that's a phenomenal.
I agree. I think that's a great choice.
I'm excited for that.
That director's been hitting.
I've never really seen the first American Psycho all the way through. I've seen scenes
If
of
it
it.
weren't Luca, I would
Yeah.
be kind of on the ground of like, don't remake it. But it's Luca. and
Because
that
what
man
Luca
does
did
not
with
disappoint.
Suspiria is so radically different. I totally trust him to do
Yes,
it.
and the book is also very radically different. I think he's going to lean into some of the things that the book doesn't, or that the original film didn't.
Well, supposedly he's supposed to be using the book, like that is what he's going to be doing.
It's going to be way more
Really
psychosexual.
graphic. Then.
Correct.
It's gonna be way more
It's
graphic.
way
Man. They
more
do some disgusting stuff in that
Yes,
book.
it's way more psychosexual.
That's
than-
some terrifier shit right there.
Did anyone
Yeah, he's
catch
probably-
Dexter last week?
Watch what?
Dexter.
I'm refusing to watch that show.
He gave his alias. He was trying to come up with a fake ID. He gave his alias as Patrick Bateman.
Patrick Bateman to Tony the Loan Shark.
Yeah.
When they were watching Highlight, which I don't know if anyone on this panel even knows what Highlight is, what that
I
sport
do.
was.
I live in Florida.
Okay, good.
So Dexter used a very like notable nonfiction kick. God, the writing really has gone off on that show.
Well, I mean, how many times have they had to like try and reboot and revive Dexter only for it to just continuously fail? So
Well, after this and
Blood was great.
Well, once this
Yeah,
is
Blood.
over in June, come June, they're doing Dexter Resurrection, which
right.
they're bringing him fully back, and then
Yeah,
they're doing
yeah.
Dexter Trinity with John Lithgow doing the talk over for his younger version.
I don't think I've ever seen a series be written out more than this. This
Dexter,
is
yeah.
ridiculous.
That's
This is
pretty
utter,
insane.
and it's sad too because like I agreed like the last season wasn't the best and stuff, but the fact that the creators took that as like we need to fix it to this extent. You money hungry bastardizing piece
Well,
of
I
shit.
think
I'm
the
sorry.
reason I think the
Oh my
reason we're
God.
getting more is because of how well they did with New Blood. Like New Blood was.
I
so good
really-
that they're like, "Oh, we'll keep
It
going."
did
But
well
what
with
about
ratings,
Austin?
but
What
then,
about
but
for
it sunk
people
with
like
reviews.
me? I finally watched Original Sin. That's the first Dexter I've ever seen. I loved the episode.
I'm sorry. It's a shame. I
Austin,
hate that. I
Austin,
hate that.
all we could get from Max is I want to see this. I want to see. He finally saw something.
Like that,
Give it to him.
that to me is like the same people that say, "Hey, I've never played the Halo games, but I saw the series and liked it." No, that's not Halo. Like this shit that they're doing with Dexter.
That's
is
me.
fucking
I've never played the Halo
money
games, but I watched the
hungry,
series.
bad writing, including that last series that they did, the New Blood, was utter, like it started well and then it just went completely off the rails and
Really? I
became
thought it
this
was fantastic.
ridiculous
Well, Dexter New Blood was
non-Dexter.
Dexter New Blood was supposed to serve two purposes. One, the fans who didn't like
Fix
the way
the
the
season
they didn't
ending,
like the
yep.
way the original ending, for
Which
the
is
original
already
series
the
happened,
worst.
which is pretty bad in itself. And
Yeah.
then what they were supposed to do was kill Dexter off, have Harrison take over, and then they were going to do a season 2 with Harrison taking over. The reason they didn't
And
do
nobody liked the kid.
they didn't like him. The reason they didn't do a season 2 is because then everyone was upset that they actually did kill Dexter. Now, the whole purpose of Original Sin was to do two things. One, bring Dexter back, which in a sense they already have in that very first 3 minutes
I
of the
love
show.
seeing Christian Bale. I love seeing Buffy the Vampire Slayer. All the actors are such a solid cast. I
Christian
love it.
Slater.
Christian Slater.
What did I say?
You said Christian Bale.
Oh, Christian Slater. Yeah, I'd rather Christian Slater. Christian Bale's overrated.
And one of the problem, I understand what this is a prequel series, it's of course going to focus on Dexter. Harry's really only there for the flashbacks to show you how Harry met Laura, Dexter's mom, and that's it.
Right.
Besides that, Christian Slater is playing a very small part in present time. Deborah, I don't believe the way they're using Deborah Morgan, this character, while she's still in high school. Having her act the way she's acting, as she did in the original series when she was an adult and she was already a police officer, that makes it very unbelievable to me that she would be acting the same way. And all they're now doing is to set this up for Dexter Resurrection. And Clyde Phillips already came out and said, we've already written the full Dexter Trinity series while we were filming Dexter Original Sin. John Lithgow has already signed on to do the talkover. It's just a matter of when are we going to start filming? And it's like now we've created, to your point, Austin, now we've created this Dexter verse where now we're just oversaturating it now where
To
it doesn't
fix one thing. To literally
Correct.
fix one thing.
See,
that, like,
I'm digging Original Sin so far, but I don't understand where they're going to go in Resurrection because everybody knows he's the Bayside Butcher now. They found out.
Bay Harbor Butcher.
Or Bay Harbor, yeah, they know because they found out. So is it just going to be like The Fugitive with him on the run? I mean, like
probably.
Where do you go?
Which
your thoughts.
again is why. Why?
Hold your thoughts. We got to give shout out to the super chats coming in from Larry Quirkwitz, $5. Max, the first American Psycho was brilliant. It was a satire of the book. Now we're getting a new adaptation of the book, which is very dark. Curious. Thank you, Larry. And then I'm very excited to hear Max's take on Dexter, watching it from the prequel first. CGH, shout out. He's on the panel. He loves Dexter. He was trying to get me to watch the others. I'm like, no, I want to start with the prequel first. I want to try it different.
No, but that's like start. Oh my god,
I
that's
can
like
start it any way I want, Austin.
You can, but
this is
at
for
the end of the
people like
day,
me. I actually prefer the actor that's the younger Dexter than the older actor.
Degrassi says
I know
the
that would be
Bayside
wild.
Butcher was the Saved by the Bell Dexter crossover.
Hey, L Necron or W Necron. Okay,
He got Screech.
all right. I apologize. Go ahead. I didn't mean to. I had to interrupt with super chat. So go ahead. I messed up the conversation. My fault.
No, I just feel like we're gonna find ourselves in a place. If you're looking to bring on a new audience to this Dexter verse, yeah, maybe a prequel like Max, like yourself, right? That didn't see the original series, and this is your first introduction to it. Maybe that's one of the other purposes of bringing in a new audience. But for people like myself, Austin, maybe Joe as well, who saw the original series. Joe's enjoying Original Sin. Austin isn't enjoying. I think it's just gonna be very hit or miss. Me, again, I'm watching it for what it is. I'm doing an episode by episode breakdown every week.
Oh,
but for me, again, it doesn't feel like it feels like a rinse and repeat of what we've already seen from the original series. You have an overarching story, which we know, which is they have a child that's been kidnapped. That's the overarching story, and now you have Dexter kind of being almost the side story of finding his next victim. How is he going to capture him? How is he going to dispose of him? But with this being early on in his career, so to speak, you can already see the cracks in the foundation after the third episode of how is he now going to avoid getting caught even early on in this process.
I'll say this as a fan of the original, I'm liking the prequel. I'm curious but cautious about Resurrection because I don't know where it's going to go, and I don't know if I want it, but I'm going to check it out. And Trinity, I have no interest in.
Yeah.
I'll say this about Original Sin too, is that I think the biggest thing for me is it really was a kind of this is something we really don't need. It really feels like it's just there to set up Resurrection, because the original Dexter goes into his child. Michael C. Hall puts on a
Right.
wig and plays himself in high school. You know,
Correct.
like we see him in that era and stuff, and so
Well, even the hospital that he rushes Harry to in the
Right.
in Original Sin is the same hospital we see Michael C. Hall and the original dad outside the hospital when they're getting ready to shut it down in the original series. So I mean, yeah, they cover what we're seeing from a family perspective story was to your point, Austin, was covered over the course of all those seasons. So, but to Joe's point, I think it's purely just setting up Resurrection, which from the original series we have Batista left, Masuka left, and that's really it.
But also to Joe's point, earlier, Joe, you said that you don't know where it's going, but I thought we liked that in our story. We don't know where the possibilities of.
Well, yeah, no, okay, there's a possibility Resurrection's going to be the most fantastic thing ever. But if it's just like him on the run from the law, like they're after me, they're going to get me. I don't. That's not really Dexter. That's the fugitive. You know.
Hey Phil, if you
I
could
don't
put
know.
your channel in the
Another
private
presentation,
chat, I linked everyone else's there. Anthony Beltree, member for 35 months. Thank you, Anthony Beltree.
Thank you, Beltree.
Did you get all the
Becoming
cookies
too
you need?
mainstream.
He interrupted his stream the other day eating cookies. He got the munchies. And he also says
Dexter's
too,
becoming too
bottom.
mainstream.
I would prefer I would like a prequel of James Dokes. I don't know who that is.
Oh, he's one of the
He's never
detectives from the
watched the
original.
original.
series.
Cool, cool. Okay, so thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that.
Oh, they really want every
It's
character.
becoming too mainstream.
Max the private chat for you.
Okay. Uncle Phil.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Uncle Phil
he's a-
from
he's-
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
Because I technically am an
Dexter's
uncle. I have a
becoming
nephew.
too mainstream.
cool.
Can we go back to being cult classic?
Oh no! Don't do
No.
that, TJH. You were pimping out Dexter for years and
Now
years.
if you were
and
talking about,
years.
he's like, yeah,
Mr. Mainstream was talking
it
about
anymore.
Jurassic Park eating Superman movie.
Although CGH showed me there's a really cool Jurassic Park game that I did
Uncle
not
Phil
know about.
Origins. Oh my god,
Amazing.
I'd actually love
Cool.
that.
Yeah.
An Uncle Phil origin story for Fresh Prince. Yeah, do that.
Is the serious
His
Fresh
pool hustling days.
Is the serious like drama Fresh Prince from Peacock still on the air?
Yes,
think
they're
it's
having
ending.
their final season next year.
That's amazing that show
season,
lasted.
right?
That take
RJ,
lasted.
do you have any rumors or anything we could talk about too? I'm bringing up the mailbag. I have one other
I can talk
thing.
about the Brutalist with Adrian Brody. I know you guys
do
love it.
the
Can't wait
other
to see that.
mailbag that you missed?
I will do that too, CJH. I'm
Did
finishing.
anyone see Sonic 3? Because that made my top 10 of the year.
I saw it.
saw it.
today.
I'm seeing it tomorrow. So
I saw it last
I-
Sunday.
Hey,
I
Austin,
love Sonic.
I want to see that.
Why haven't you seen it yet?
Because I need to get my AMCA list.
Why didn't you see
the new year,
Nosferatu?
my New Year's resolution to get back to the theater. So I've been
Yes, until
broke.
the New Year.
I canceled all my streaming. I got rid of my AMCA list got declined, and I didn't fix my card. So the beginning of the year, exercise, watching more movies, watching my VHS collection, more movie reviews, and getting back to the theater. Those are all things.
Max needs to get that on a shirt. Hashtag I need to watch that.
I know that's my favorite. My favorite holiday is New Year's because I really try to do New Year's resolutions. I do it for a few months. Usually I fall off, and then I need to be recharged. Yeah. I take it seriously. I try. I had a lot of house remodeling stuff, and then helping my family is where I fell off track with the
You're
exercise.
so
part.
different. I don't even believe you when you say New Year's is your favorite holiday.
I love it.
But I love.
I love it. I want to.
I'm not saying you don't love it. I just don't believe.
I mean,
you
there's
say
things
that's your
happening in
favorite holiday.
2025
That's
that
what I
people
love
aren't
about you,
excited
Max.
about. But I'm going to just, focus on myself, improve myself, do what I can, have what I have control over, and focus on the channel. I got lots of great stuff. I really would. I'm asking you, please. Starting $20 gifts for the mic drop. I want to do other shows, prizes. I'm going to do something for the Power Hour. Other things to the max maybe, but did someone delete it again? Where's my phone number? Oh no, here it is. Okay, so an update for the mic drop Friday nights with Voltaire. You can leave you call this number, you leave a hot take, not a question or topic. You leave your hot take on something in entertainment. Maybe you say most overrated movie or some real hot take. Do a promo for your channel saying, don't forget to check out my channel. Or if you don't want to do a voicemail on my, we'll do a hot mic mailbag where you leave a hot take and Voltaire will read it. I don't know what voice he'll do. And then at the end of the month, we'll pick the top 3 and then the audience will decide who gets $20 cash app, you know, to entice people to leave hot takes, because usually it's just someone that sounds like Kathy Kennedy and Scooter Crunch. So we need some more people leaving. You know, I'm trying to
tried
make
calling, but your number didn't work.
What's that?
I tried calling, but your number didn't work.
It won't work for me.
I fixed it.
It won't work for me because I'm in the UK. So
okay. Well, I have this to talk about. This is about Superman.
When are you watching Nosferatu?
I do want to see it.
He doesn't watch movies. We established this.
I do want to see it. Oh, I could. I
want to see it.
After this, I could show you.
Do you want to watch Queer?
I could show you my horror VHS collection if you guys would like.
Yeah.
I have it all in one box. There's more than this, but this is what I have consolidated.
Next, do you want to watch Queer?
I'll be honest, that's not the top of my list, but I'm open to it.
Daniel
Way
Craig
more
is
than
amazing
Challengers.
Oh, really?
I don't like Daniel Craig. You know why? I don't want to repeat myself.
You don't like Daniel Craig?
I've said this
why
story
you don't?
many times.
Wait, no, you haven't. I've never heard of this.
Wait, because he's British. That's why.
No, that's not why. Don't even throw that out there.
His opinions
I've
on
never
it
heard
was
of
Daniel
Bond.
Craig's opinions on playing James Bond, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Or-
no, I'm like, I really have, especially someone that's had that I still have, you know, I take medicine for my mental illness, and I've had people that have, you know, my father's attempted quite a few times.
What is going on? What did Daniel
And I
Craig
don't
say?
like that he just threw that out there just because he was upset with doing a movie that I would rather my risks than come back.
Oh.
And I'm like, well, then just move on. And he said, if I only come back, it'll be for the money. I don't respect that at all. And then he takes the littlest money to do like a Ryan Johnson movie or something like with a Southern accent. I just really,
What do you mean?
I don't like when
I
actors,
don't understand.
I
Wait,
don't
what?
like when actors go that far to say they dislike
He's
the
just
movie.
being
that really
hyperbolic.
made them-
He's a very expressive actor. He's
I
British.
know. I just didn't like it.
being
I was like, well,
hyperbolic.
just move on then. I didn't want to support him playing James Bond then. If Hugh Jackman did that for Wolverine, I'm like, then just give it to someone else then.
He gave my favorite performance of the year. And
No. I mean, I think he's a talented actor. I have bad taste in my mouth. I'll always give him a chance. I think he's fine in Knives Out. I'll give it a shot. I think he's talented.
fine in Knives Out because I think he's good with those weirdo characters. I love him when he does that.
Yeah, I don't like what he
modern
said there.
day
Am I
Daniel
allowed to
Day-Lewis.
say that? Is that controversial to say? I didn't like it.
No, I kind of feel the same way about Johnny Depp. I think
I'm
he's,
like, if-
said a lot of shit.
Nice.
But
Across
a
the
lot-
board, if anyone says that and says he said if I ever come back, it'll be for the money. I'm like,
No, but Phil was going on
you.
about Johnny Depp. What's your problem with Johnny
I don't have a
Depp? Phil?
problem
I don't
that.
really
Like,
think I don't really think Johnny Depp's all that talented of an actor, and on top of that, he
think
just he's a lot of dumb shit. So
I think he used to be.
yeah, he used to be.
I-
Honestly, I think his best role is Ichabod Crane in Sleepy Hollow. Like I don't really care that much for Captain Jack Sparrow. I think Black Mass was fine. He did a fine job as Whitey
Ed
Bulger.
Wood. Ed Wood.
Yeah,
I think
Black
Ed Wood.
Mass
Yeah,
is
I
probably
think
his
Ed Wood.
No,
best. His
No,
best
not Ed Wood
modern-
either.
I think
no,
Black
I
Mass
don't
is
really
probably
agree.
his best modern day. Like
I
his
love
best
Ed Wood. I
performance.
think Ed Wood is a great movie.
I think
I like Ed Wood too, but I do see Johnny Depp in the performance.
I think
A little bit, yes, but
between Ichabod Crane and What's Eating Gilbert Grape, that was probably the amount of range he was ever able to show. But other than that, he's just playing more or less the same type of shit in almost everything he's ever done.
He died pretty
I
cool
feel
in
like
Nightmare on Elm
Pirates-
Street.
I feel like Pirates of the Caribbean was the movie that ruined him
Nick
because
of
he
Time.
like
Oh my god, I remember Nick of Time. That was that movie that was like told in real time. Of the guy has to
The
kill.
last thing I'll say
Canada.
on Cheeseman, it's not to the part of saying like I don't like doing this role anymore. It's not fun. That's like you're getting paid millions of dollars and you're very popular and people know you because of this role. That's why I'm like, it's just like that's why I don't like sports anymore.
He's a theater
Honestly,
actor.
sports
and he
stars a
takes
lot.
acting-
Not everyone,
Dude,
but a lot of sports
Ask
stars.
Taladia, those Brits take acting in a whole new level, and like I could see someone like him where it's like, yo, like I did a Bond movie, that's fine, but to keep doing like when you see what he loves doing weirdo performances.
Yeah,
like that's his thing, you know.
He didn't have to do the last two.
Apparently, he did.
So I'm guessing what Max is saying is if Luca Guadagnino and Daniel Craig reteam for a potential Sergeant Rock film, you probably wouldn't watch it then.
No, I will.
Oh, okay.
No, I said I support. I will give him a chance. I just don't. That's where I soured on him.
Granted, that movie is for sure not like for sure happening because James Gunn hasn't said so, but we'll see.
I wish.
I know I know we talked about it the other day, but I pulled up my top 10 list again. There it is.
Oh God,
all printed out.
Oh God,
Wicked, If, Harry. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. First Omen, number 10, Argyle. Saturday Night, I want to see that. Substance, I want to see that. My Old Ass, I know. I don't want to see
my old ass
go
tore me apart. That shit came out of nowhere and was a really emotional movie.
Yeah, that's a
Loved it.
very emotional movie.
I loved my old. It came out of nowhere. It's a good comedy
Yeah.
too. It was hilarious, and then just sucker punches.
The Wild Robot. I saw the TV Glow. I'm so sick of hearing that movie.
I saw the TV Glow. It's
That's the
something
one.
else, man.
It's a great movie.
It is.
Have you
It's
seen
a
that? His
Probably the only
Austin
person who's
film?
got Argyle on their list. That's kind of surprising.
That was a really
Heretic,
good movie.
If,
Yeah.
That movie looked like hot garbage.
Oh no, it's fantastic. I saw
Well-
it 3 times in the movies.
Well, it's Matthew Vaughn in a nutshell. So
All right.
If I'm not interested in if
Can we
but
talk
you keep
about
talking
this
about that
out
one.
there theory just because before we get to the mailbag about Superman?
We weren't
the
even
out there theory.
It's not mine. It's on. It's on.
No, it's your
That was
theory.
a
Just
great
just
list,
own up
Crazy
to it. It's your
Joe.
theory.
No.
By the way,
It's your
great
theory.
list,
It's
Joe.
okay.
I agree with a lot of those.
This
Oh,
is one of
absolutely
those
not. No.
ideas that
No,
are so
no.
crazy
No.
they might just work.
No.
What if
No.
Ultraman
Phil,
No.
is Henry Cavill?
look,
Phil
listen,
can believe.
Let
listen,
me
I have
set
it.
it up
I have
first,
it.
Phil.
Listen,
Let me
listen.
set it.
I'm
I'll give
sorry,
you,
but I have it on very good
I'm
authority.
the
that
host,
he's not-
Phil. Hold on, Phil. Hold on.
All
I
right.
know you're passionate.
All
I'll
Don't let
go
him
to you
bully
first.
you, Phil.
I'll go to you. No, I'm the post perp. I'm setting it up for you. What if James Gunn and Henry Cavill are playing 3D chess, and they're like, "You're gonna go nuts for this because we know that there may be. Well, there is. It looks like Ultraman,
He's evil Superman.
evil Superman.
Like
But what if
I
they got
had my
Cavill?
theory.
Because that
I
looks a little
told
bit
you
bulkier.
my
That
theory,
looks like
and
Cavill's.
everyone
Is it just a stunt
didn't
man,
believe
or is that Cavill? What if I would be? I would be. That would be ballsy.
What if James Gunn even pulls an even bigger one? He says, "Guys, I didn't direct this one. It was
No,
directed
I don't
by my
think
friend
this is gonna
Zack
happen.
Snyder."
I don't think this is gonna happen, and I do want to see what James Gunn does alone, but that would be kind of ballsy if they went.
That would totally backfire though.
It would,
because you know all the Snyder fanatics, the Henry Cavill's our Superman. All those guys would be like, well, that's bullshit. Why wasn't he Superman then? If you were going to put him in the movie,
so this is not going to happen.
It's not a backfire.
I would be shocked if this happened. This was,
It's gonna be Bizarro. It's David Cornsweat.
I have it on good authority that this is not going to happen.
Okay.
But Henry
Would you
Cavill
lock
kind
out
of
the
looks like
theater,
him.
Phil? Would you lock out the theater if they did this? Would you be like,
No.
that's it? Bye.
No, I'm not one of those. Look,
I go to Letterboxd and put 5 stars right then and there.
I look. I talked a lot of mad shit about James Gunn's Superman movie, but that trailer was actually a lot better than it had any right to be. I was actually really surprised how good it was. But it's no, there's no way, because from what I understand, Henry Cavill and James Gunn didn't exactly have a great conversation when things were all said and done.
Okay,
it's my understanding of that. I was told
So
by that
the
from someone.
conversation didn't end with the handshake and a hug.
What the fuck do you think, RJ?
Well,
James said go to Marvel.
Does anyone else want to comment on this or what they think? It's just going to be most likely Cornsweat, right? Nerd. Go ahead, Pilates. Can't wait to say something. Go ahead, Pilates.
As Phil has said, it's not gonna happen, right? I don't
What
know
if
why
it
you
did,
made.
Pilates?
No. Before,
what if?
I'm going on a rant now. I'm going on a massive
Oh
rant
my
now.
goodness!
You put me on a rant now, man.
He wants his space. Everyone give him
Look,
space.
I don't know why you
holding
get this
space.
idea. I don't know why you get this idea that Henry Cavill will be in the DCU.
Can
He
you
had
put
this
a close up?
conversation-
This is disrespectful, Mask. Come on,
Because
blow
I'm
him
using
up.
the clip out.
So-
Okay, all
Blow
right.
him up.
So the thing is, yes, you had a conversation with James Gunn, but he said in the future. It doesn't mean now. Where'd you get this idea that it's going to be now for the Ultraman thing? Come on, have some common sense, guys.
I'm just thinking about. I'm just thinking about the shock
Oh,
value
me
would be pretty insane.
And everyone,
Is
let's
that-
keep in mind this is a what if.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all this is. It's just a what if.
Nerd, would you be open to it if they did this though? I don't. They're not going to. But if
they
did this, would you be like, all right,
If
let
they
me see
did,
this?
if they did it, hey, they do it. If they don't, they don't. I mean, but the biggest
Max, you can't-
downside of them doing it again, as it's already been said, you're gonna get every Snyder, Henry Cavill supporter out there burning the internet down as to you had not James Gunn.
Let them try.
The previous regime told him, The Rock, whoever told him, go out there and announce that you're back, and then literally 5 minutes later, you're not back. It's just going to drum up all that over again. And
That's
and,
why I won't have it.
and thus far, what's happened just with the trailer alone, we talked about this on one of the last shows. The trailer's already done that in itself in many ways, comparing some of the things that were shown in this trailer to how Henry Superman was. So if this were to happen, it would just cause a bigger and larger divide amongst the DC fan base than there would have ever been.
And exactly, and yeah, and again, like
Let me
already,
tell
like, you just brought up the Degrassi comment. Like no one has said it, that DC trailer has gotten more views than any DC trailer ever.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are talking about it.
No, he's
gotten
talking
a
about
lot of
Voltron. He's talking about Voltron.
Oh, Voltron.
That
Yeah, I didn't know there was an update on it.
weeks, but no one's been talking about it.
Okay, can you fight us RQR, Jason?
Wait, we're not done with this. I didn't even get to say
No,
my shit.
I'm getting to you, Perp. But the first thing I think is, even if they tried this, I would be like, okay, I want to kind of see this, but then you would have the battle between Corn Sweat Superman versus Cavill's Ultraman, and that's such a headache. What? Corn Sweat beat Cavill? Oh my goodness. You would never. That would be so.
Why can't? Okay. First of
Perp.
all, I think it's way more likely to be Henry Cavill than David Cornsett.
I can't hear you.
I think it's way more likely that it's going to be Henry Cavill than David Cornsett.
And I'm just gonna say you're wrong.
I know, and that's fine. I know James Gunn is going to bring everything together, and I think there could be a way of making this work where this is Snyder's Superman. It's just he was brought over here because, as James Gunn has said, everything is going to sort of connect, I think, in its own way. And I totally see this being a Henry Cavill cameo over just David Cornsett again. Like, that's just, that to me seems weird.
No.
To have the
So,
same
Perp,
act,
if you were directing, would you do it?
I would totally do it.
See, I will say that it's not going to happen.
Because,
but...
no, guys, because I would make that this is
I
Man of
believe in
Steel.
Perp.
I would make that this is Man of Steel Superman, that he's been like brainwashed or whatever. That way you could get the Snyder Bros. You get an arc for
I
this
love
guy.
you, bro,
to
but you get
the Snyder
murdered.
Bros to get their Superman back.
It's
You can have an arc.
At the same time, the last thing that the DCU needs right now is it's just starting. Is in its first movie to get into this whole multiverse bullshit that Marvel and everybody else.
Not just that, but tying it directly back to Snyder. I mean, that's something they're trying to avoid.
I mean, is it not enough that he was already inspired by Donner and Snyder visually and thematically? Like, can we just? I guess I don't think anyone here on this panel is that lunatic, but for crying out loud, it would just make my day to see some fans of the prior iteration just kind of maybe try and be a little more open-minded about this. I mean, for crying out loud, like I'll say it first. I love Zack Snyder and I love Man of Steel. I love Batman v Superman. I think Zack Snyder's Justice League is hands down like the best comic book film ever made. I'm not expecting James Gunn's Superman to reach those heights, but at the same time, I don't think it's going to be hard garbage either. Granted, I am also very critical of James Gunn. I don't really like Guardians 2. I think the Suicide Squad is a hot mess, and I do not like Peacemaker. So to me, when I see this Superman movie, I'm like, oh my God, I'm actually on board with what he's doing and what he's saying. He sounds like he's kind of dialed his shit back. That said, I think all of his goofy bubble fart bullshit is probably going to be relegated to the characters like Guy Gardner and possibly Jimmy Olsen, but that's totally fine. He said it's a lot less humorous than the other stuff. All right, cool. He's saying everything that I'm like, all right, maybe he might make a good Superman movie, and I'm down for that. I just want a good story at this point.
The true sign that he's doing something different for me, Phil, is that he's not just doing a collection of like one-hit wonders from the 80s, 90s.
Yeah,
he's
definitely.
doing a sound. He's doing a score. He might have a few songs in there. I think he is. I think he is approaching this one differently.
I agree, and I'm not too keen on using the Williams theme again, but at the same time, it's like I equate it to Johnny Cash's version of Hurt over 9 Inch Nails. I think Johnny Cash did a better version of that. I think John Murphy did a better version of the Williams thing because honestly, I really don't like the John Williams Superman theme. I think it's overrated and I think it's used way too much with too many different versions of Superman. And I think that's kind of wasteful when we have how many different versions of a Batman theme for how many different versions of Batman. Like, come on, like give Superman his due and give him a different theme every time.
I'm on that too. The thing that sold it to me is if you're going to do another version, do a rocking version like that was in the trailer. Like,
yeah,
that was,
and I like
that.
That
was
really
like 80s hair metal or not, early 90s. Like, yeah.
I don't like again that it is the Williams theme being used, but if you're going to put it on another tune of electric guitar, okay, fine. I warmed up to it because at first I was
just
like,
be for marketing too.
yeah, exactly. There's that
Does anyone else want to comment on this, Joe? Would you be on board with Cavill being Ultraman?
I think it would be weird.
Okay.
I mean, like
James Gunn making a weird movie.
I mean, look, it's James Gunn. He's never steered me wrong. So whatever he does, I'm sure it's going to be great. But I don't know why you would want to open that can of worms. Like, it just seems like you're just kind of asking for trouble.
It's okay, Cal. It's just an opinion. Uncle Phil has hot takes. I'm sorry, Joe. Go ahead.
That's it. I just think it would be. You need to distance yourself from what came. It's the same reason I say it would be foolish to release the air cut before 2036.
Some of us are going to be dead, Joe. Damn.
Yeah, you put it out for a 20th anniversary. But right now, when you're trying to establish a new universe,
Didn't you say that Gal Gadot was coming back though?
Well,
yeah,
James Gunn said she's coming back. But what do you
Oh,
call it?
God.
Gal Gadot said she's coming back. But
It's
yeah,
just
to
not-
rehash the
Probably
mistakes of the
misunderstood.
past would be a terrible idea.
Okay. All right. Anyone else? Then
I
we'll
see it.
go-
I want to know what
we'll-
RJ thinks.
Then we're going to talk about Voltron. Any Voltron fans here? Okay. All right, Talati, you've already said CJH, Austin, RJ.
If anyone sees what I see, RJ, you've said that you could totally see James.
Look,
Gunn
RJ's mute because he's like, I know who it
he's
is.
in another panel somewhere. Check
He's in
YouTube.
another-
Everyone
I have a
scour
pretty
YouTube. Which
strong
panel
suspicion
RJ's
I know
in?
who it is. I'm not going to say it though. I don't spoil it, but
It's not Henry
It's
Cavill.
corn sweat, I would think.
Hope it's not corn.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. But
RJ, didn't you say that James Gunn could possibly bring Snyderverse back in the future? Wouldn't this be a good sort of introduction?
no, that's what Brad says. I never said that.
Well, anyone could.
Yeah,
Like, I
that,
mean,
that
you
idea is
could.
outlandish in its own right. I don't think that's ever.
I
gonna
mean,
happen.
if they wanna do if they want to do multiverse stuff like down the road, sure.
Flash already introduced the idea of just Nick Cage in there. That's it. It's all connected. Anything that come out could be connected to Flash. Like,
You can bring back anything you want. You can bring back the Westworld.
James Gunn talking about using a lot of science fiction elements. The biggest surprise for me would be if he actually followed through with a lot of old Superman history and he had him go train with the Legion of Superheroes. That would be the deepest cut he could possibly do for this movie. That would be a big surprise. I don't see it happening though. It'd be cool, but I don't. That would be a fun thing. I think he would be in his wheelhouse, but I just don't see it happening.
Do you want Nostradamus CJ to predict it?
Yes, predict it.
So, okay. So, Darkseid won. He destroyed the Snyderverse. Batman lost. But Superman is still evil Superman.
Ooh.
That's how you bring that back. You bring back Darkseid. The only Darkseid in the multiverse.
I like it.
I don't
like
get it. I don't understand what you just
I
said.
don't like I said.
I like
I don't
it.
think. I don't
There's
think they're
already
tou-
other dark sides in the multiverse.
Yeah, I don't think they're touching.
There's only one.
No, there's
What
already
about
more
the,
than
the
one.
Harley Quinn cartoon?
Well, there's one Thanos, right? But there's multiple dark sides.
Yeah.
Is that right?
No,
Yeah, we
no.
had-
there's
No.
multiple
I think you're thinking of
Thanos,
Kang,
but there's
Max.
only one Darkseid.
There are multiple.
We've
No,
already seen
that
one.
Dark
Max
side.
is thinking of Kang.
That Darkseid.
Either way, though, like I said, I personally don't think they're going to touch multiverse stuff or dark side for a while.
Probably
Like,
not. No.
At least another 10
All-
years.
all
Hey,
I'm
can someone
saying is-
explain? I don't know the comics. What's Bizarro?
Popcorn.
So, Bizarro.
There's only one
Bizarro
Is he a
is
multiverse
in the
character?
No,
He's
Bizarro's
an
not
imperfect
multiverse.
duplicate of Superman.
Well,
Yeah, he's not
yes
a
and no.
duplicate of
Yes and
Superman,
no.
but he's like the opposite of Superman.
Bizarro is kind of yes and no when it comes to multiverse, depending on what version you do.
Yeah, so in some versions he's a clone. In some versions he's from another dimension.
I heard clone
Right.
rumors, so it's probably that.
No, Jeffrey. It's really calm here today. MME Live is kind of like the see how it goes. Just everyone pile in
Hell
kind
yeah.
of show. Yeah, and I wanted people
Like
to
a
know that
demolition
MME
derby.
Live is not going. It's just I haven't had time to do both. So hopefully I'll have time to do both. My other
No,
shows.
so
being MME
every Darkseid that you've seen in live action is the same Darkseid.
But
I don't know about that. There's one Darkseid that had no idea that he had put the life equation on the Earth, like it was on Earth in the Snyder cut. Like Darkseid forgot that the life equation was on Earth. What happened there?
Well, he traversed the multiverse, not one universe. That's why.
Oh,
That's Bizarro perp.
Oh God, Joe. Should we talk? Well, Degrassi's sending me something on X, so we got to show this. Okay, so this is from Voltron. Now they've been talking about live action Voltron for years. It is popular. It had a pretty successful Netflix reboot too. I watched the reboot with my wife.
That's right, they did. Yeah.
Nerd, did you have any? You're shaking your head like you're a Voltron fan. Did you like the reboot?
No, I prefer much the original.
Okay.
I mean, that's just the one I grew up on. So I mean, I prefer the one from, was it the what was it called? Lion Force, I think is actually what it was called. The series was called Lion Force at the time. And it only had 2 seasons. It was like what, early mid 80s. But I mean, back then those seasons were like 30 plus episodes. So, but yeah, they had it was first called Lion Force Voltron, then it was called Vehicle Team Voltron. I mean, it had various names throughout the 80s because they did like 3 different iterations during the 80s. Then when they tried bringing it back to what the Netflix was the Voltron Legendary Defender name. So I am glad, like with this behind the scenes logo, it is a callback to more of the 80s look and feel. So I am glad though that they have already started production on this. I mean, because they've been trying to get this thing off the ground since I think like 2002, 2005, something around there.
They make a Japan version.
So yeah, so
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, so Voltron, what we know as Voltron, the American version was based out of a Japanese show. I'm trying to remember what it was called. Beast King Go Lion, something like that. It was like 1980 or 1981 that was out, and then we in the US got what we know as Voltron in, like I said, 83, 84, somewhere around there. But I'm just glad that this is finally underway. And the only thing I'm not happy about is with this one being underway, it pushed back Highlander, the reboot of Highlander. That Henry
Oh, it did?
Yeah, so that one won't
Oh, now I'm pissed.
So
Because I
one
won
won't-
Highlander.
Yeah, that one won't start. It's gonna start. It just won't start till this is done, and that's supposed to start in April. Production on that's supposed to start in April.
Spring for Highlander.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at least that is still going to happen because even that one's gotten pushed around quite
And
a
then
bit.
at some point, Warhammer. After that too.
Is Power Rangers a poor man's Voltron? I'm just trying to start Nerd Wars.
Power Rangers is better than Voltron, but
No, I don't think that.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right, go. Okay, state your case then, if RJ, if you're going to say that. We'll have,
I'm biased.
We'll have
I
Nerd,
grew up with-
versus RJ.
Well, I'm biased. I grew up with Power Rangers. That's what I
Okay, well,
know.
there you go.
Yeah,
So
I'm Power
I'm
Ranger
not
too.
dissing Voltron. I'm saying I have more of a connection with Power Rangers.
It's similar. It's got similar vibes.
I have a connection with Guyver. The Guyver. Anyone watch those?
I
movies?
know
Guyver 2
Guyver. I never
My
really watched
my dad was more into Voltron and stuff. My dad was into Voltron and Thundercats. I grew up with like Power
Yeah, that was
Rangers
my
and stuff.
uncle. He was all into Voltron and Thundercats. and
Sailor
stuff like
Moon.
that.
Yeah, I love Sailor Moon.
Probably a
By the way,
generational thing.
Power
How have they
Rangers
not
doesn't
made a
predate
Thundercats
Voltron,
movie
does it?
yet?
Voltron predates Power Rangers.
Wait, aren't they making a Thundercats movie? I thought they were.
They are.
I
Yeah.
see the trailer on YouTube with Vin Diesel, the fake one.
I've never understood the fanaticism around Thundercats. Like I grew up with Thundercats. It was one of the shows of my youth, but it's like of all the shows I watched, G.I. Joe, Transformers, He-Man. I mean, I watched Thundercats, but it was the one that appealed to me the least, and people really like it.
I think
So-
it's just the premise. Like the story is really interesting.
So yes, Voltron predated Power Rangers by almost 10 years. Yes, to answer that question.
Adam Wingard's attached to Thundercats.
Power Rangers started it started around the early 90s.
90,
like 92,
Wingard's
93.
never going to make a horror movie again.
Power Rangers started in 1993,
Yeah.
but Super Sentai started in 1970.
But I'm talking about just specifically Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah, Mighty Morphin was in 1993.
Yeah.
Tyrannosaurus.
Is this why is Cavill doing this? I mean, I'm for the project. Is this an interesting choice for Cavill?
I mean,
We don't even know who he's playing, so I can't answer that.
why not? You know, he
Okay.
did that Guy Ritchie movie, League of Ungentlemanly Ministry of
I'm
Ungentlemanly Warfare.
just
That was
worried
a
about
great
Voltron
movie, by the way.
because of the director.
Who's directing it?
I think it's the guy who did Red One for Amazon.
Oh, the other Kasdan brother.
Yeah.
That
'Cause
was a
this is
good
gonna be
movie.
I didn't like Red One.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh
this
wow,
is,
I loved Red One. I saw it in the
this is
theater.
this is an
That's
Amazon movie,
concerning.
by the way. Yeah, Amazon MGM is making this. So it's gonna
Amazon
be-
movie.
So it'll be in theaters for like a month, and it'll probably be on streaming.
Yeah, which means no matter how much money they dump into it, they're not worried about a box office return on it.
Right.
So this
Oh wait a minute, Red One. I was thinking of Red Notice.
Rawson
Red,
Marshall.
Red
Also,
One's
that-
really good.
That doesn't speak well to because as a lot of like as far as their movies, how many Amazon movies were supposed to be
right. I'm sorry.
franchises?
Yeah,
that
I'm
didn't
sorry,
get
guys.
sequels?
It's from the director of Red Notice, not Red One.
Oh,
Red Notice is good too. It's not as good as Red One, but it's really, really
And
good.
Henry Cavill is supposed to be playing King Alfor.
Which one was Red Notice?
Oh, cool. He's a
That's the one with the
Red
Rock
Notice
and Ryan
is the
Reynolds.
Rock and Gal
Reynolds and
Gadot
the
and
Rock.
And all that
Oh,
green screen.
Sweet mother of Christ!
Yeah, I saw that in the theater. That was a
So
really
this,
The
is
Rock?
this is the next Cavill project then.
I had
This
to
is
put
the next thing he's
subtitles every
filming.
time Gal Gadot
Yes.
talked in that one.
All right,
I'm
interested
surprised
in
that
this now.
I did. This came out of nowhere for me. I had no idea. Thank you, Degrassi, for recommending this.
There is something I sent you, Max, which was something that popped up yesterday.
Okay, I'll check that out. Larry is saying He-Man for the win. I really
He-Man's
like.
awesome.
I really like He-Man Revelation on Netflix. I didn't watch the
That was
second
really
season
good.
though.
The
Well,
second
Jared
season's
Leto-
even better than the first.
Well, Jared Leto just got casted as Skeletor.
Skeletor.
for
I'm
that.
all
Yep.
for that. I'm all for that.
Unfortunately.
I know.
Good luck,
I know. There's
cast.
not. I don't. Good luck, cast. He's not playing the Joker.
Fun.
Whoa,
Exactly.
whoa.
He's in the
Who
What is he
knows
gonna-
what,
what is
he-
he-
who
what
knows
is he
what
gonna-
he's mailing them?
What is he gonna do? What is he gonna
He's
do?
mailing spines and shit. Who knows?
Yeah.
He's
What is he gonna
probably
do?
gonna get
Method actor as
weird-
Skeletor.
Let's don't be
Maybe.
hating on Jared Leto as the Joker now.
I mean, in fairness,
don't
this
go
is the
there.
second time a Joker has been cast as Skeletor.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was just
yeah.
about to bring that up. Yeah.
Because first it was Mark Hamill, now it's Jared
He'll
Leto.
probably
that's
get
right.
deep into some occult shit. Get some like weird Satan tattoos.
Oh yeah,
and
I'm an
some tattoos.
Allison Brie
Yeah.
fan. Evil Lynn.
Yeah,
Great.
he's Evil in.
Fuck,
That's
it's-
right.
The only one I'm not excited about is like He-Man. I'm just like, okay, I don't know who this is. Okay.
I think you kind of need an unknown actor to play He-Man. You don't really want a name attached to that. You want
Hey,
someone
Dolph.
surprising.
Dolph's available.
Have you guys seen the supposed premise of the movie?
I heard a rumor it takes place in modern day.
Well, yeah, the idea is that 'cause
Uh-oh.
it's from the director of Bumblebee and the guy who does the Leica animated movies, Travis Knight. So I guess the premise of this He-Man movie is that it's a Prince Adam who lives in the modern real world who doesn't know that he's actually He-Man. Like he was just told stories about He-Man when he was a kid. Like, but he actually like somehow he discovers that he actually is He-Man and goes back to
Eternia.
you know,
Like Hook.
I
Eternia.
mean, canonically, Prince
Hook
Adam's mother is
template.
from Earth anyway, so they.
Yeah, I think that's the idea that he's been on Earth this whole time, and like he doesn't know that he's He-Man, and he goes back.
And then Skeletor kidnaps his kids, and he has to go back.
Yeah, because I think the premise too is like he works like an office job, like he just
Tinkerbell.
works
Oh
his
no,
life.
really?
Yes, yeah, like I'm serious.
That does sound awful.
It's Travis Knight though, so
I do like Travis Knight.
I got faith of the heart, going where my heart will
Travis
take
Knight, an
me.
R&B singer.
All right. Well,
I
let
did
me
send
see
you
what's
that.
in the private chat here.
No, it's not in the
Oh,
private chat.
Austin,
Oh,
you
on
said
Twitter.
you might have to head out a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do gotta head out here.
Okay. Well,
Alright.
let me bring up your channel. Let me see here.
Appreciate it.
Here it is. Go check out Austin's channel. Let me put you up there.
Yeah.
Check out a short film. Go
Yeah.
support a short film. You can.
Based.
It's free to view.
Check it out. Give us some love. I know Joe will like this. The main actress in the film was actually Kevin Smith's personal assistant for a few years. And stuff.
Oh yeah, what's her name?
Ashley McCulley.
Oh, okay, I don't know her. I don't know why I asked, but
Now you know her
But,
name.
yeah. But so some great acting in it. Really happy with it and stuff. We got a few nominations and stuff, so it was a
Cool.
good time. Go check it out.
I'll check it out.
Heck yeah.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thanks for
Austin.
having me, guys. Appreciate it. It was a good time. Good talking to y'all.
Yeah.
speaking
make-
of Kevin Smith and best movies of the year, I wouldn't put it on a list, but the 4:30 movie by Kevin Smith is one of the best movies Kevin Smith has made in about a very long time. Very long time.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
I remember sitting in.
I'm
college
making
and
myself
talking about it.
nauseous by saying that. It's really bad.
Yeah, I remember.
Well,
seeing-
I'm really disappointed. No, it is definitely on my resolution. I want to see more.
I wish you'd go back to doing the horror stuff.
I am going to do horror. Yes.
No,
Actually,
Kevin Smith.
Oh.
I liked Red State a lot, and I even
Yeah,
liked
Red
the.
State's
Oh, I've
great.
never seen
Red
that
State's
one.
amazing.
I'm
Red
not
State is
going to
a
say what I'm
really
going
good
to
watch.
usually say.
I remember seeing the trailer for 4:30 movie in Hall H. That was pretty cool.
Oh, Phil's leaving too. Okay.
Yeah,
thanks,
I
Phil.
gotta take off. I gotta continue watching Squid Game here, but it's been fun. You know,
Can I be honest? I'm kind of over Squid Game. I love the first season. I'm like, I don't even care.
I'm going to turn into Max and say, I've been meaning to watch that.
No, I'm just like, I'm not feeling it unless I get really, I like the first.
I have gotten through the first 5 episodes, and it is awesome. So
Really? Okay.
I'm enjoying it quite a bit. But yeah,
Good. I'm glad it's good.
fun.
I think even the director said he wants to not do it anymore.
He's doing the 3rd season, and that's it.
Well,
So-
oh, okay.
Yeah,
Go
I think
subscribe
they
to
filmed
Phil.
2 and 3 back to back or something.
Okay, go support Phil.
Thank you much.
If you
That's
want,
good.
I mean, he did say something about Back to the Future, but go support him.
No, go support him. He's got his show tomorrow, so make sure you guys go check
Oh,
him out.
wow.
4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah.
Called Friday Phil every Friday live show. But yeah, thanks again, guys. Much love. Take care. Bye.
All right,
All right,
peace.
thanks.
Who was that again?
I don't know.
Oh, I know
He's
what
your
you're talking
future
about.
replacement, RJ. We don't need you anymore.
No, we always need.
You're always going to need me, or else the show wouldn't be able to function on its own.
Very true.
Really, you pulling the strings behind the perp show?
Who else is going to know all the news and tell you?
Yeah,
what
I don't know
to do?
shit. I don't know shit with news.
I know. I'm messing.
What? Oh, here it is. Talati, what did you put as a topic?
It was the Power Rangers news, which was.
Oh, okay, yeah. Do you have an article or something?
It was coming from Daniel RPK.
Power Danger.
No, that's. I actually really liked that Power Rangers movie that was a few years ago.
Needed a little bit more action.
It was a very misunderstood movie.
You know, Anthony says you can't go wrong with popcorn. I got it right here. So,
Hey, I love that movie.
So
Or we could do some mailbag.
As I was saying, Max, before we go to the mailbag. So apparently, according to Daniel RPK, Paramount is making a Power Rangers movie, a brand new one.
Cool.
So it's in development, and there's another source that's actually coercing on this as well. So it looks like 2 people are confirming that a new Power Rangers film is in development.
That's awesome. I will watch it. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not like if they have a new series on Netflix, I'm not gonna watch the series.
No, it's not going to be on Netflix. It's not going to be on Netflix. I can tell you that. It won't be on Netflix.
All right. Okay, so we have some mailbag questions here.
Mail
from the members.
I've totally forgot to do mine.
And remember, there's the mic drop hotline number.
Oh my God, there's 50 of them.
See, I didn't delete that number. Look, you got it right there.
I had to put it again, Joe.
Well, I didn't delete it.
Yeah, I think
I've never deleted anything.
Do we?
I've added stuff, but never deleted.
Okay. Let me see. This.
Yeah.
George
No, wait, I didn't do that one. That's not me.
Who is coping that hard that they need to write that?
Yeah, it's not me.
George did not steal Star Wars because of the trolls.
This one's me.
Max takes the L again.
That was Bruce.
That's rude.
That's Bruce. That's
I take plenty of L's here. Stop it.
Something about Fraggle Rock.
Look at this. You've got 2 of them in a row. You're saying deleted. There's 2 of them in a row. There's one here and one here.
Okay.
They're like right next
All
to
right.
each other.
All right. That's definitely was Bruce. Thanks, Bruce. Okay, so Jacob McKenzie. Thank you, Jacob, for holding down the mailbag, and probably CJH is in here. Oh, we'll get Chubby Teddy. First, Chubby Teddy, should I add Flash Gordon to my upcoming stop motion? Absolutely. I actually got Flash Gordon on VHS. I want to watch it. I remember watching parts of it a long time ago, but I never really gave it a chance. Any Flash Gordon fans?
I like the remake, the post Star Wars remake. I had fun with that as a kid.
Yeah, and
the 2008 TV series from the Sci-Fi Channel was awful.
okay, I'll avoid that one.
I didn't even know that existed.
But I'll watch the original Flash Gordon. Should they remake Flash Gordon?
Why not?
Sure. They already have, so why stop now?
Yeah.
Do another Flash.
You know why they won't? Because of John Carter.
I liked John Carter.
I know,
Should
but
they-
like
should they
studios
do
would be
John
afraid
Carter?
of doing it.
Should they reboot John Carter again?
I think Flash Gordon's in the public domain, though, isn't it? Or if not, it's probably close.
Oh, then they got to do a slasher.
This. Oh, by the way, this is pretty good. I don't drink a lot. I'll drink one, but I got Hard Mountain Dew Baja Blast Punch. It's pretty good. That's my drink for
You
tonight.
guys are making me hungry. You know that, right?
This is a drink.
Yeah.
It's not gonna make you hungry.
I'm
It's gonna make you thirsty.
Flash Gordon is not in the
What-
public domain.
What's your,
It's owned
what's
by
your drink?
Oh
of
man, that's why we haven't seen the slasher.
What's your
movie.
drink of choice?
Hey, Big Woke Joe, on YouTube, they just released a channel released the Uncle Scrooge slasher.
Nerd, do
Check it
you
out.
happen to take? Do you have anything that you like to drink when you're relaxing? Any favorite drinks?
I'm not much of a drinker.
Okay.
Right now though, I'm drinking Fallout Arizona tea, green tea.
Okay.
Georgia peach.
There you go. Fallout. Was that still 99 cents? I used to get the Arizona.
Yeah, they still are. Yeah,
Wow.
they
That's
still are here.
A bargain. That's a bargain.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't. The CEO says he refuses to raise prices even after everything. Even with
Take that, inflation. Arizona tea is still 99 cents.
Staying at 99 cents a can.
Perp, CGH, Joe, RJ. What
about it?
What kind of hard drinks you like, RJ?
I don't know. I don't really drink.
I like Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Perp, I know you like some other things, but do you ever like a drink like scotch,
No, I don't like
whiskey?
drinking at all.
Oh, I love
Really?
scotch.
See, I would prefer drinking over other things. Like I
No,
only
the other. Why be on the ground when you could be in the clouds, bro?
You know what happened? I don't know if I told you guys this, but at Dragon Con this year, a girl offered me like gummies, and I said, "Wow, I made it 48 years without a stranger trying to give me drugs." But
I
at
would be
at age
afraid.
48, I finally got a first
Joe,
stranger.
Joe,
It makes me feel
the
good.
cakes that would come out of
You
you
in San
on
Francisco?
gummies.
I got offered drugs in San Francisco.
I would be afraid to be in your area in that room. The hot takes you would deliver with those gummies.
We were at Klingon karaoke at the time.
Klingon.
I was walking a street, and apparently it's a famous street where
See-
they do drugs in San Francisco. And this older lady with like a leather jacket and a really cool punk rock hair. She's going, "You guys want some hydroponic cupcakes?" I'm like, "No, thank you."
See, I'll tell you, no, as a kid,
good.
though, with the just say no and everything, like I always thought like the people were just always going to be coming up and offering you drugs and you had to say no. 48 years before it finally happened.
Yeah, Dare was full of shit.
Yeah, well, between Dare and Don't Start Forest Fires, he thought it was going to happen every day.
Well, Degrassi, you should come in here to deliver this great movie talk goodness. I'll read it, but you should pop in. I sent you a link on X. Okay. Well, I enjoy a drink and a beer. I got, okay, so let me get back to the
You're making me want to pour myself a scotch right now.
I enjoy drinking a beer with my pal Joe, watching Always Sunny in Philadelphia and Cheers.
Yeah, but I gotta tell you, Max, your taste in beer is weird though, because
I like light beers.
I drink Michelob Ultra because it's low carb and I have to drink it. But as my Scottish friend Barry once said, it tastes like somebody already drank it and returned it to the can. And you're like, I like this better. I'm like,
I liked it. It's
I'm
fine.
drinking it because I have to. This is not good beer.
No, it's good beer. I like
Yeah,
local.
give me a Yingling any day. I can't
like
drink that,
Yuengling.
but I want a Yingling or a. Oh God, you know what? You know what's in season right now? Sam Adams Winter Lager. That's
Okay,
the
that's a
I
good
can't
one.
Drink
That's
it. I can't drink it. It's high in carbs. I can't drink it, but man, that's good stuff.
Nothing that's better, like after a hard day's work and it's really hot summer day, than a nice cold beer, light beer. Oh my God, that and hot coffee. Those are my favorite drinks. Okay, the last line live, Squid Game season 2. I mean, Uncle Phil said it was good. Anyone else watching the Squid Game?
I haven't seen season 1 yet.
Season
Pretty good.
1 was great because it was also during the beginning of the pandemic. It was like that and Tiger King. Boy, is anyone regret having said watching Tiger King? I watched it.
That was a great show. I even watched the The fictional one that they did with what's her name from Saturday Night Live?
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, what's her name? Ghostbusters. She played Hillary Clinton.
I know. I don't know. I don't
Kate
remember.
McKinnon.
Kate McKinnon. Yeah, she did a dramatized version where she played the other woman. It was streaming on the cock.
She was on Barbie.
She was.
Nerd, did you see Tiger King?
I did. And I also watched.
Oh, you meant it. Okay.
the follow up they did because there was the Doc Antle that was in Tiger King. Netflix did a follow up show on him specifically, and he's gotten into a lot of trouble ever since both those shows aired.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that whole show was crazy. But to your point, I think Tiger King also came out at the beginning of the pandemic as well.
Would it have worked if it wasn't a pandemic? Would people have still been watching?
Yes, I think they would have. I think it was just one of those lightning in a bottle type shows where everyone
Tiger King and Squid Game.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe I'll give it another. I really just I don't really want to watch Squid Game season 2. It was just a thing that was interesting, but people are saying it's good. All right.
I found it, by the way.
DJH Entertainment Plus. Can you finish the other mailbag first? No.
Oh.
I will. I'll finish the other mailbag, CJH. I promise. I did watch Tiger King. I watched it when it came out.
I found the other one. This was the fictionalized one. It was called Joe versus Carol. It was on Peacock.
Oh my gosh.
Joe looks horrible. Carol looks accurate. I don't know who they got for Joe. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah. Oh, really? Last line. Squid Game is awesome. Watch half the new season. Really good so far. Okay, you're the second person. All right. I'll ask my wife if she wants to watch, if she's any interest in it. Okay. Jacob McKenzie, thoughts on the Batman 2 will be exploring aspects of Bruce Batman's character that you haven't seen yet. The next movie is going to find Batman Bruce in quite a difficult situation. I think you'll be exploring aspects of his character you've never seen yet. The idea is always to continue on that journey and to flesh him out and build him even further. The same way that Batman was completely from Batman Bruce's point of view, this movie, the Batman Part 2, will be from Batman Bruce's point of view. And you'll be seeing aspects of his character that you haven't not seen before, which I think is going to be exciting. I hope we see other things. I hope he's challenged and it's different. I got a different vibe from this Batman from Pattinson. I know Nerd really appreciates that it's a completely different take than other ones. It tries hard. It takes a swing, different theme and everything, really different Batmobile. I hope there's more surprises.
Because isn't this Batman he's only year 2, year 3 that this Batman's supposed to be in? Which I appreciate the fact that he's early on in that Batman career, so to speak.
I love the part of the Batman where he's he doesn't care if anything happens to him, and then he gets to the point towards the end of the movie. He's that's not good. You can't just be self-destructive either because there are consequences there too.
Yeah,
I got that from it. I know CJH, you love the Batman. What are you hoping for the Batman 2? That he moves into the James Gunn's universe? Okay, CJH is just giving a thumbs up. All right. Anyone else? Anything? Comments on Batman 2? RJ, Taladia. I just hope they make it.
I'm excited.
Oh, they're gonna make it. It'll be fine.
No, I mean make it soon and not delayed. I know they'll eventually make it.
I think the reason it's taking so long is because he's probably writing 2 and 3 back to back.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
You think he would do that? Okay, do back-to-back situation.
Taking so long because quality takes time. Arc,
okay.
You can't
That
rush
too.
Arc.
That too. That's part of it too. Yeah.
All right.
He's got to cook a full course meal.
Perp, what do you want to see from the Batman 2? Awesome. Okay.
I really don't care about Batman 2.
Oh.
I don't even know if I'll go see it. I might go.
I still got to finish Penguin. Is Penguin actually getting a season 2? They were saying they were considering it.
They're saying they were thinking about it.
Okay.
They were thinking about it, but it's not been greenlit. Like Creature Commandos got season 2 greenlit instant.
Well, it wasn't instant. It was 4 or 5 episodes in, so it wasn't instant.
No, but But like, if you think about it, it took.
I did. We're four episodes in, then we got the news that it was greenlit. So
Yeah.
it wasn't instant. That's what I'm
But
saying.
it was inevitable that it was going to happen anyway because
I think it was just the amazing success of it, Vladi. Honestly, I don't think it was inevitable. I think it's just, they really pushed hard that this was going to be a one and done. Okay, but here's the next question from Jacob. Thoughts on Sony Pictures CEO Tony Vinciquerra says that Kraven the Hunter is the worst launch they've had in a film since he became CEO in 2017. I still don't understand because the film is not that bad. It's not a bad film.
Because people don't know who Kraven is.
I think it's more than that, though.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. Audiences don't have to know who a character is.
I disagree.
No, because every movie, the marketing's built from the ground up. If you had an original movie, like if you had Star Wars come out, people didn't know who Luke Skywalker was because it was a new character. You had to build it from the ground up. So people don't need to know who a character is. They just need good marketing that makes them want to find out who that character is.
I agree with you a point, Joe, but then it's a character in a universe where you really still don't know where it fits within either, and that's always the problem. Even regardless of the quality and the subjective opinions of the quality of Sony films, it's really hard to see what they're doing with this. It doesn't make any sense.
But I don't think it matters. Like, why does it have to fit? Like, I didn't like the movie. I hated the movie.
Yeah.
But I didn't hate the movie because I didn't know where it fits. I hated the movie because it wasn't
The
good.
audience, the comic book audiences, whether you like it or not, have been trained to think of it as a whole, not
How
just
do we
one.
break, how do we
That's
break
the
that
problem,
spell?
man. Yeah, we have to break that.
I don't think you.
Yeah,
need
how
to
do we break
it.
that spell?
It makes money. You don't need.
How would we break
I
that
would
spell?
not break
MCU
that
has
spell.
to flop. That's how.
That's the best. Like, I support Marvel movies. I've supported them since Blade. I've gone and seen every single Marvel movie. The only one I missed was Captain Marvel, and then
you
I
know
rectified
you
that
know
'cause I
how
like
to break that spell. I'll tell you how. Nostradamus CJ will tell you how. Okay. Disney has to do its own spin-off superhero movies besides MCU.
Wait, what?
What?
Go ahead, repeat that, CJH. I'm sorry.
Disney has to make its own spin-off superhero films besides the MCU.
They're making Incredibles.
I agree. Last night,
I mean,
Captain
but
Marvel
he's
was a
talking about
fantastic
Marvel,
movie.
though. He's talking
Yeah,
about Marvel.
yeah.
You wouldn't-
Other
you wouldn't
Marvel
see
movies
Marvel
are
Elseworlds?
Elseworlds. Yeah.
But the
I
thing
think
is,
someone needs to take a cue from M. Night Shyamalan's Split. I think that was an amazing reveal. They could do.
Because
Like,
the
imagine if
critics
they reveal it's a Marvel
defend
movie at the end of the
everything
movie.
Disney.
That'd be sick.
The critics defend everything Disney, so
No, they
Disney
except the
has
things
to
they
do
don't
it.
like.
Disney has to do it.
Explain Lion King.
I would like to see that, CJH, but I don't think now's the right time when they haven't had failures, but underperforming.
Now is the only time.
Actually, I remember Nerd has a hot take on MC now, though, right? You don't like it, right?
On what?
Didn't you say you didn't like the current MCU?
It's not that I don't like it. It's just I think like we're seeing they're doing. They're having to call back on previous actors to come in and kind of pick up the mantle that was left behind because they can't seem to get it right without them.
Okay.
And I feel on some level they used up their A team. They brought in their B team and C teams, and they're not nearly, while they still make money, they're not nearly as successful and as popular as their first ones were, and that's why you're seeing them. They're bringing many of the actors back.
Fair.
I also have another prediction. So, I think Dr. Doom uses Tony Stark's image to make everyone assume he's the good guy, and then he kills someone major.
You're not that stupid.
I like that
Because the one thing we've talked about before, which Marvel hasn't experienced yet, which DC has, is the constant iterations of the same character.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen 2, 3, 4, 5 iterations of Iron Man or Captain America or Thor or any like their primary characters. And once that starts happening, Marvel, Disney, whoever is going to find themselves in the same boat that DC finds themselves in.
Well, yeah.
This one's better than the last one, or I don't like this one more than this one. And then
I always said that that's something that the Warner Brothers did not understand when they wanted the success of Marvel. They did have some success, but they're always trying to compete with something where you're competing against your back catalog every time you reboot.
But I think that was also part of the problem with the DCEU. When Marvel got so far ahead that then they just were trying to play catch up and thought, let's just keep drinking the Marvel Kool-Aid and try to rinse and repeat what they're doing. And if they just would have stayed the course and done their own thing and relied on the characters that they have, I think they could have been very successful in their own right.
Part of the problem with Marvel is that audiences forget where Marvel started. They just forget. Because there's this perception, like I remember when we were in phase 4, people were going, well, I don't like phase 4 because I can't tell where it's going. But they forget that they didn't know where phase 1 was going. They went along for the ride. They saw where it was going. But when they got to phase 4, they wanted it all spelled out. They didn't want to take the ride anymore.
Well, Joe, that's the way it was built up, though. They were leading you. And then they're like, it's kind of like all over.
They can't be doing the same thing over and over again. And that's where I have to blame the audience for this.
Blame the audience is never a good thing.
I'm going to have to, because it's like, I feel like everyone says Marvel is dying because of cameos and nostalgia.
It's not dying.
That's what was being said. We all heard this, and some of us even said it in this very panel. And then when Deadpool and Wolverine comes out, all that's celebrated is the freaking nostalgia and cameos.
Yeah, the audience rewards that.
And so, like, maybe Marvel,
be done
Marvel, Marvel's just listening to the audience. So I'm blaming the audience on that one. I don't think that's the correct move. If that's the case, I could be wrong, and this could be 100% creative inspiration. And I'll always leave a little bit of room for that, a little bit of liability.
I love Joe. I completely disagree with your take on that. They don't need to link stuff together. When you have the profitable franchise ever,
and it's hurting them now.
Surpassed Star Wars. It surpassed Star Wars.
Yes, and now it's hurting them.
And you link that stuff together. Why would you throw that out the window?
But it was never linked together before. That's why I say
they at least promoted it that way.
People forget. Phase 1 was not that linked together. Every one of those phase 1 movies was a standalone.
You felt momentum, though.
Every one of them was a standalone. Other than a brief, quick after the credits.
I thought Doug Liman did Swingers.
But then people are like, well, if it's not connected, and it's like, well, you're forgetting all these films were standalone until they weren't. It wasn't until Avengers that they kind of came together.
And then that momentum kept building.
When MCU became mainstream.
Captain America Civil War then started going on all cylinders. Boom, 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 boom until the end of Infinity Saga.
But it was still standalone.
But they linked up, though, Joe. They did.
A little bit, like a tiny little bit. They didn't. It wasn't like if you missed one, you were going to be confused. They were still very standalone.
It helped. It really helped, though.
I mean, you were rewarded for having seen everything.
It was cool. It was cool, but now it's like being demanded. Like, like, you know, it was just a cool thing that Marvel did that no one else.
It's like I've said it before a million times. It's like when the last DC films of 2023 came out, and people were like, "Well, I don't have to see this if it's not continuing." You're basically sending a message that the individual movie is irrelevant. The individual movie doesn't matter. We don't care about the story. All we care about is the Easter eggs after the credits and how it's going to link to something.
I think for it to succeed, it has to be a good story and that together, the combination.
But then if that's the case, then the phrase, I don't have to see this, it's pointless, doesn't make any sense. And that's what people were saying.
All right.
Because it's not going anywhere.
Well, okay. Cool debate. Thank you, Joe. Let's move on.
It's really funny because I actually heard a rumor that Kevin Feige is actually really interested in doing something like Elseworlds, where I think now the creative inspiration might be, man, he's been doing this for over a decade of trying to link things, connect things, and doing all this shit.
I'm thinking,
and it's like, bro, he needs a break too, man. Let him have
Sure.
one.
I mean, I'm thinking,
you know how many stories he's probably had to deny?
I think after this next thing with
can you imagine how many great
Wars,
stories?
I think there's going to do something different.
Max, can you imagine how many great stories he had to deny because it couldn't like sort of fit with the larger narrative?
The opportunity is big to do some Secret Wars and multiverse stuff now, though. I know some people say they're sick of it, but once they see what they have in store, I think they'll all be back on board and paying their tickets.
I think James Gunn will show them the way.
Okay. All right. Thoughts on Sony Picture CEO Tony Vinciquerra insists Madam Web isn't a bad film. Madam Web underperformed theaters because the press just crucified. It's not a bad film and did great on Netflix. Okay.
I agree fully with him.
I don't think it was, I'm glad it did
I'm
good
glad he's
somewhere.
sticking up for his movies, and it then looks good to
But
the
he's
shareholders.
leaving. He's leaving Sony though, right?
He is?
That's what I heard.
Correct. He is.
That's hilarious.
Well, I hope they
So
get something good in that.
he wasn't.
Madame Web.
when it
Madame
mattered.
Web is a
Madame.
Pep commercial. It's a
Is a
Pepsi
what commercial?
Pepsi commercial.
It's an evil
Hey,
Pepsi
I'll tell you,
origin
It's an
story.
hour-long Pepsi commercial.
True.
His comments on Craven pretty much echo what I've been saying for a while. Though the studio really did think they had something special there. It's obvious. It's obvious in the marketing. You don't give
I
away
had
8
fun
minutes.
with it. I don't think it was good.
Yeah, you do, Joe.
You don't give away 8 minutes if you don't think.
You do.
No,
if
you
feel
don't.
it's-
If you have to
Terminator
feel that,
Salvation did it.
well, they thought they had something special. Then you don't show your cards. If you
Mortal
don't think-
Kombat did it.
You don't show what you've got if you don't think that what you've got is going to bring in.
I
an
don't
audience.
know. I think it's a way to sort of
If
tell
you
the audience,
think
hey,
that
this
what
part's
you
cool.
have- if you think that what you have is terrible, you hide it.
I
You
think
don't
I
put
think
it
it's
out
the
for free.
I think it's the studio saying we got this cool action scene, which is what they did with Terminator Salvation, Mortal Kombat, and now this, which is movies that, in my opinion,
I liked Terminator Salvation till it got to the end and they brought in Arnold again. I was like, oh, like it was going somewhere.
I'm tired of those movies ending in freaking factories. Let's get a little more creative inspiration in freaking factories.
I think they should bring back the Sarah Connor Chronicles as the next movie. Bring
Wait,
that cast
I will
back.
prove it's a Pepsi commercial.
I know it is, CJ. Okay. You're showing Madam Web. Okay.
I mean, let's not complain about
Pepsi commercial.
Let's not complain about product placement in movies. That's every movie since the 1980s.
But the full movie is a Pepsi commercial.
It's pretty hilarious.
And
That
with a
Pepsi,
Pepsi
it's pretty hilarious that Pepsi takes out the villain. The Pepsi. Song.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Yeah.
It's
That
a great
was.
Pepsi origin story.
All right. Any Ahsoka fans here?
I thought
love
the
Ahsoka.
series was okay. I thought it was pretty good.
I like Ahsoka a lot better than Skeleton
character
Crew. There's
needs to
parts that I
die.
like, but
You're not liking
Dave
Skeleton
Filoni
Crew.
needs to
I'm
let her
absolutely-
go.
I love it.
Please
It's
let her
okay.
I'm
go.
alone.
I would.
And I
take
like
Boba-
Acolyte too. So I don't
I
know.
would
I
take
guess I'm
Boba
the new
Fett.
Star Wars fan.
I would
Disney's
take
for me.
Boba Fett over Skeleton Crew.
I'm officially the new Star Wars fan. Get out of here, old heads. New fans are here now. We don't need you anymore.
I love the Acolyte. I don't know.
You could stay.
Joe,
Star Wars.
get that out of here, Joe.
Hell yeah, Joe.
Still true.
Star Wars is
Never
like
let
that.
them forget, Joe.
It's still true.
We remember.
It's
Nerd,
still
what's your,
true.
have you been watching Skeleton Crew, Nerd?
Yeah, I've been watching Skeleton Crew. Yeah,
What's your thoughts on it?
it's very much like a mix of like the Goonies and Explorers, kind of mixed. I think a bit.
How would you rank it with current Star Wars? Like, where would you put it?
It's the like if I were to think about the Acolyte,
Like,
which I
you like
thought was-
Acolyte?
Nope, that was
Ahsoka?
absolutely trash. I
Oh!
that was
Right to the
trash.
heart. Yeah, I agree.
That was a one and done watch for me. I will never
Okay.
go back and it shouldn't even be. It should be like the Willow TV series. Take it out of existence.
Oh my God,
Cries in episode 5.
Nerd! I've never disagreed with you more. I thought
Yeah.
Joe was the only one that could hurt me like this.
Yeah, Acolyte's my second favorite of all the.
Some of the best Star
Yeah.
Wars fighting I've ever seen,
Yeah, we were watching two different things.
except for the slow mo thing, like Crouching Tiger. That was like out of place.
I and for those who like you guys, those who enjoyed it, I'm happy that you guys enjoyed it. It's just, for in all honesty, it just, I couldn't, when I was watching it and at the time Anthony and I were reviewing it, and I think we were even doing it on 4 Nerds as well. I just couldn't see what those who were enjoying it were seeing. I don't know what I was missing. I just couldn't get into it. I mean, I finished the whole series just to see again, like I've always said, in case an episode kind of turns me and changes my mind and hooks me. But yeah, with that show, just never could get into it.
Well,
so
I could sell it. I found it. Me personally, I
Me too,
didn't
last
see
time.
like the plot points and all that, and all like the lore. I didn't give a crap about that. I found the whole thing a fascinating character study in terms of like, here are all these broken people that are missing, like that are in stages of their lives that just don't make sense. And the reason why it doesn't make sense, I thought it was kind of bold in the sense of like the main character is going to the dark side. It's her seduction to the dark side. And the way they did that, I thought it was just such a well done show from a character perspective and how like her seduction, all that. And I thought the characters were great. I think people get a little bit too hung up on the plot stuff. And I think if you look at it from those characters' perspective of like, you know, finding belonging, finding a partner almost, and not in a sexual way, but like, you know, the way this Jedi needed a Padawan, the way like this the bad guy needed whatever the Sith version of that is. Yeah, I thought it was really, really interesting. They were doing a lot of really interesting themes and shit, character stuff.
Which ultimately plays into the plot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the plot matters a bit.
Yeah, but when people say the plot sucks, it's like it's normally like, well, this doesn't make sense from Star Wars. So
Oh yeah,
you, like,
yeah,
what was
yeah. From
your
that
top-
perspective, correct. I'm not. I'm not speaking it strictly just from that point of view. Yeah, I'm not. That's not how I'm approaching it.
Yeah, because I understand like some of the presentation was a little iffy. Like let's say even the original kill, like the thing that started it all, like the presentation could have been a little bit better. But I found everything kind of like more or less focused, and everything was leading to where it belonged,
we
with
know
a
what
couple little things
Vegas
here and
has
there.
been doing.
What did Vegas do? Oh, someone like the
Plagueis.
Willow Show. I never got to see the Willow Show.
We know what Plagueis has been doing.
Yeah, I thought that was, I didn't
Can
even
we
know
share
that was
this,
Plagueis.
Max?
I didn't even know that was Plagueis. And why is he hanging out in the club?
No, it's the same species.
Well, this is from the latest episode of Skeleton Crew.
Spoilers.
Just saying.
Is that a
not
spoiler?
really
A dude taking a
important.
bath?
It's a dude taking a bath. It's a sexy spoiler.
I won't say what they're taking a bath in.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
So yeah, I won't say that.
I will take a break from the mailbag for a second just to show this because I know we have a huge Jim Henson fan on the panel. And
Oh my god, Dark Crystal series is coming back.
the N. Snyder, Robert Eggers
Damn.
is
Oh my
is
god, this is a
rumored to-
nightmare
If
for
it's
Joe.
not the Dark Crystal.
No,
I
no,
don't
but
care.
here's the thing. I'm
Hey Joe, they're
okay
gonna
with
use
it.
CGI.
No, I'm okay with them doing the Dark Crystal, but if they do not do Jim Henson's puppets, then I have a issue.
Well, this
No,
is bullshit.
this isn't Dark
No,
Crystal, but
Go on a rant, Joe. Go on a rant.
No,
No,
it's-
no,
it's-
what if they say that we're using Jim Henson Company?
Well,
Then
There's
you-
no
it's
way
not
Robert
happening.
Eggers.
this isn't Dark
This is
Crystal.
bullshit
Why?
because it's the Inschneider.
Well, okay, if it happens, just this
Oh.
is movie talk, Joe. If he's accurate and they
It-
remake Labyrinth, are you okay with that? If they, I would think that you would want them to use Jim Henson's company.
I wouldn't believe this is the most.
Oh well,
underrated
the Henson
nerd.
Company owns it. You couldn't make it without the Henson Company. They're the
Yeah.
owners of the property.
Yeah, and Robert Eggers isn't pitching a CGI Labyrinth to Jim Henson Studios. Okay, it's gonna definitely have puppets and Muppets or whatever.
Okay. Well, I actually hope this happens.
If it happens, I don't. This is like a nerd's
Con-
wet dream. Like, I
Continue
don't.
the.
I don't know
continue
how
the
you go from
resistance show.
Nosferatu to this.
I
though,
would
like-
hate to see this happen though because it's Eggers.
Oh, you don't like
This is
Eggers?
what I'm-
I mean, I've now seen
This
two
is
movies.
exactly
of his,
what I
and
was
I'm
worried
not-
about.
I'm not a fan.
What were you saying,
Continue the
CJ?
Dark
You saw his two
Crystal
masterpieces
series.
too. What's wrong with you, Joe?
The Dark Crystal series. Okay. Perp, do you
Continue
like
it.
the dark? Do you like this Labyrinth?
No,
Nerd. You don't
No.
like the movie?
I thought it was boring. But
Nerd.
Yeah, not much of a fan, no.
I
I
enjoyed
mean,
it.
It's a phenomenal movie, but I don't know where you. I mean, David Bowie's dead. I mean, like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
that would be a whole nother. There are just so many
what
issues.
about
with
Timothy
the-
Chalamet?
Eh,
Timothy Chalamet replacing Bowie?
Yeah, look at the hair. I see it.
What about your favorite?
You know what?
Wakanda
Don't try to
Forever
replace
What about
actor?
him.
Daniel Craig?
Get Lady Gaga in there
Cinema,
instead.
cinema,
Yeah,
cinema.
Get Lady
Perp.
Gaga. As
What
the
about
Labyrinth.
Joaquin Phoenix?
Gender
she's
swap.
the good. She's the Goblin Queen this time.
Cinema,
Yes.
cinema, cinema.
Yes, the Goblin.
Yeah,
Queen.
cinema.
Is-
Thank
is
you.
Lady
Jennifer-
Gaga.
Get right.
I don't
would
know.
too.
It's like
What about
why
Tim
would,
Heidecker?
why would Jennifer Connelly go back into the labyrinth as an adult? Like, I mean, what reason would you give her to go back
Well,
into
I
the
wouldn't-
labyrinth?
I wouldn't
Who
get
says
her.
she
What
goes in
about-
willingly?
I don't know.
Perp. What
Jenna
about
Ortega.
Tilda
It's
Swinton?
in the Labyrinth with Lady Gaga, the
Jenna
Goblin
Ortega,
Queen.
you suck.
No, Perp.
Can we get Leslie
What
Grace
about-
into something
Yeah,
already?
sure.
Come on,
Leslie
work with
Grace, where she goes down a labyrinth and she finds the Batgirl movie and releases it.
Directed by Robert.
That-
Eggers. I like
don't trigger him, Max. I know what you're doing, but don't trigger Pep.
it. You can't trigger me.
Okay,
I'm
well,
already shot out.
so Joe is confident that it's BS anyway because it's the Inch Snyder.
It is obviously BS. That seems like a nerd's wet dream. Robert Eggers.
I never even thought of that, talking about Nosferatu, like that he'd want to do something like that.
If the Inch Snyder said I lived in the state, if the Inch Snyder came out tomorrow and said Crazy Joe lives in the state of Pennsylvania, I would go out to get a new driver's license because clearly I'm registered in the wrong state.
What about Tilda Swinton?
Way to dox yourself, genius.
I'm done. I don't know what this Tilda Swinton thing
come
is.
find me. I'm
I
in
don't
PA.
get it.
Yeah, I'm going to Joe's house. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, I'm saying that maybe that's who you cast. Tilda Swinton.
No, I don't like Tilda. Okay. Thoughts on Brian Tyree Henry teases how emotional Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse will be. There's not going to be a dry eye in the house. I'll tell you that. Good luck. It's not going to wrap up in a nice little bow. What things do. Okay. I'm looking forward to the conclusion of the trilogy. I really enjoy it.
Mailbag now.
I'm trying to. Yeah, I mean, if anyone has to go, I'm not going to take it personally. I know we've been going a long time. I don't want to keep anyone if they have plans, or if I'm boring anyone, that's fine too.
Isn't Brian Tyree Henry the guy from the Eternals?
I don't know. What about Tilda Swinton, perp? What is your thing with Tilda Swinton?
She's an amazing actor.
I think she's all right. A little overrated.
I've only seen her in
Cinema.
Endgame and shit.
I liked her late night
Doctor
talk show
Strange
with
is
the
okay.
director.
Doctor Strange and the line of
Watch The Eternal Daughter.
Okay, I guess I could.
I Am Love. Watch I Am Love by.
So just like real quick, yes, Brian Tyree Henry is from the Eternals.
What's he have to do with Beyond the Spider-Verse? Are they bringing his character?
Because he voices Jeff Morales.
Oh, really?
Jeff Morales in Across the
I heard
Spider-Verse.
a rumor that there's a reason why certain actors won't appear in the MCU anymore. It has to do with the Eternals and Scientology.
Okay.
Okay, that's a bit
Eternals and Scientology.
We'll get right on that.
What about Mindhead?
Who's that?
Does anybody get that joke? Does anybody get?
No, I don't get most of your
No.
jokes, Joe. I don't.
Have nobody seen the movie Bowfinger with Eddie Murphy and Steve Martin?
I don't like
Chubby Rain.
I haven't
Yeah.
locked in my memory. No, I think I've seen part of it. I think
There
I
was-
rented it at Blockbuster back in the day.
There was a parody of Scientology, but it was called Mindhead.
Oh, okay.
Terrence Stamp was the head of Mindhead.
Okay. Hey, they gave us Tom Cruise. I like Tom Cruise's movies.
I mean,
so-
they gave us
Well, I guess they
Born
did.
from Scientology.
Yeah, he was born from Scientology.
Wait,
That's how.
wait,
That's
There's
how
a
Tom
reason
Cruise-
why.
That's why he never ages.
There's
yes.
a reason why Tom
born
Cruise
from
will
that
never
dude's
appear in the.
They gave us porn
Ron
and
Hubbard.
Scientology.
Armpit.
No, they gave us Tom Cruise.
Oh, all right, well,
What
didn't
happened
it-
to the? What did happen to drones? Everyone dropped it. CJ Tree, what are you sharing? I'm trying to get through the mailbag. Here. What are
I'm
you sharing?
sharing this.
This is going to be limited to
Yeah,
this
what
last
happened to the
time.
drones, man? No one cares about the drones.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's why
The
Lewis
Church
didn't
of
appear in
Scientology
Ant-Man.
has I don't know.
Was intended to make fun of their.
Get off X.
That guy's
That's
first name was
Get off.
Monkey with 2 E's, like the band.
Hey, with the monkeys.
People say we monkey around.
I like the.
All right. So, who here liked Ahsoka?
It was okay.
Okay.
I loved Ahsoka. I
No,
love
you
her.
didn't. You were bitching about whales most of the time.
No, I said I'm not looking for that part, but it was.
Yeah, but you were
okay.
bitching about that most of the time. When you
No, I
mentioned
wasn't.
Ahsoka, it would be the
No, I
male.
was
Yeah,
okay
yeah,
with
you
it.
were.
Hey, you were bitching about it.
We
Yeah.
were excited, we were very excited to see the whales in live action.
That
But,
was the thing I was least looking
And you were
forward
just,
to.
you just wouldn't
We-
shut up about the whales. Hours
we
and
have-
hours about the whales.
We have Ahsoka season 2. We have Dave Filoni
Yeah,
as
it was
leading.
like hours. It
We're
was
looking at a number of
forever.
Hours
additional
of just
series that are in
whale talk.
development. We'll see. We'll see what we
Just
decide to do.
nonstop hours.
Okay, so
Yeah, you started
guys
talking
are-
about
you
orcas.
guys,
for
you
some
guys are
reason.
derailing me, so I'm going to do just a few more questions from the other mailbag to get CGH's in there, and then we'll call it a night.
No.
I foresee this going on for an hour. The way
Yeah.
people bring up stuff and derail.
Yeah.
Okay.
An hour, just like the whale talk.
No, I don't want to talk about
That was at least
I'm
3
not
hours.
doing
CJ.
any of that, man.
Yeah,
What's that,
Taladi's
Taladia?
not doing any of this stuff. Man.
Yeah, I'm not doing. I'm not
I
doing.
know. Thank you, Taladia, for being.
So stop blaming him, Max.
Judy came from Ohio. She's a Scientologist.
You know,
Come on, who knows? Somebody gets that line. Somebody, Nerdco Sinestro, you know it.
Yeah, Madam Web.
That's from the song. That's from the song 88 Lines About 44 Women. Judy came from Ohio.
If you want to find out about
Dude, are you having a
Scientology, just
stroke?
watch
I don't know
the
what you're
South
saying.
Park. Just watch the South Park episode.
You never heard 88 Lines
Explain
About
No,
44
I've
Women?
never heard of that.
Classic song.
You just.
I bet the Grassy knows it.
Okay, we are ending soon. We are ending
Joe
soon.
sent it to me.
Max, let's get to the mailbag because
Yeah, we have to.
Let's get
Taladia's on it. Taladia's on it.
Thank you, Taladia, for keeping us on track. Let's get to see. Let's do like a few from CJH here. Will Gotham ever continue? Because if I don't, he's going to say, "Would you finish the other mailbag, please?" And he waited patiently, and he is here. But will Gotham ever continue? You mean the Gotham series? No. That next question.
Yes.
I enjoyed the Gotham series, and then I never finished. It got weird.
Who's playing
He's
music?
sending me this. Joe's sending me the song. I bet. Thank you.
Okay.
Ask for it. It's okay.
All right. Does anyone want to see Gotham continue? Not
it's-
anymore.
I mean, now that Batman's in it, why not?
it's concluded. So
Finally, we can do a Batman.
It's in the private perp.
They're gonna end it right when they got the Batman.
That actor that played Bruce he's not really done much since, has he?
Well, he's getting back into acting.
He hasn't
you
really
know
grown
that.
up.
He hasn't grown up.
Well, we
He
all
just
grown
looks
up.
like a
How's that
young
possible?
Bruce, though.
Yeah, he still looks like a kid.
Yes, I knew it. I knew Degrassi knew it.
CJH, have you ever watched the more comic accurate animated adaptation of Watchmen? You mean the recent one that came out? People say it's good. I haven't. Anyone see it?
I just
Not
saw
yet.
your
That
thumbnail,
looks
Max.
good.
Why do you look like the Comics Explain guy?
That's what I looked like when I started YouTube. Now I'm gray because everyone derails
Crazy, no.
panels and
Oh my God.
brings up weird shit.
I don't.
By the way,
I
it's a
don't.
good song, Joe. I never heard it though.
You have occasionally thought, but yeah, this is what happens. 5 years, 6 years of YouTube. That's what
Really, the
that's.
Comics
I
Explain
took
guy.
a picture. My original plan was for YouTube. I was going to stay in the mask my whole career, and then I was going to do a video from when I was younger and make it private, and then I was going to tell whenever I pass someone to make that video public and see what I look like behind
dark.
the thing.
But I don't make
I had a long
Great
game
plan,
for
Max.
this. Yeah, and
You were also
picture-
inspired by your favorite YouTuber, Doomcock. You said.
No, I never said that.
And now the
Yeah,
cat's out of the bag.
No, but then I changed my mind and I'm like, this is too hard to cosplay in public. That was the really thing that did it for me. Like going out. Look, here, I've shown this before. Hopefully Joe didn't delete it. I'm just kidding, Joe. Here we go. Let me see.
This is like a rap, Joe.
Yeah, it's the nails.
Oh, it is gone.
It's like a synth rap. I like it.
It's gone.
Why
I had
do
a
I
picture.
still
I had a
hear the
picture of me
music?
with the mask on in public with my
Why
friends.
do I
I looked
still
so
hear the
awkward.
music?
Okay. All right.
Copyright claim.
We'll do two more from CJH, then we'll call it a night. Do you think it's too much for them to announce a Trinity spin-off prequel of Dexter? I get the original sin, but this is too much. It seems a little bit. It seems like they're oversaturating it. But then I saw the episode 1 and I loved it. So if the if the pilot episode of the next series is good, what can I say?
When are you gonna watch the rest of the episode?
You should read. You should read the "Woe Is Me" one or the "Fries in the Bag" one, just for
Fries in the bag. Woe is me.
Just for perp.
All right,
just
I'll
for
look
perp.
for this. Where is it? Okay. Should I put the fries in the bag and give up on YouTube? Yeah. You should just leave now. No, I'm just kidding, CJ.
You're gonna ask that.
No. If not any tips on how to get back to streaming with 0 viewers, I'm joking about quitting, so don't take it seriously, Max. You just came back. I do need advice on how to grow a channel as a zero. I think you expect too much too soon. You have to be really you have to consistently do stuff. You can't just come back and go and then all the questions about how's this doing. Just do it.
Also, you don't want to grow it too much either.
Yes, you do. You want to go
No.
for the moon. Yes, I want all the viewers. I want all the viewers.
If you grow it too much, it leads to problems.
It leads to problems. You have to be responsible.
Like my friend Adam Woo's being stalked right now.
Yeah, I'm being stalked too.
Take advice from me.
I don't know.
right?
Take advice from me. I
you
know
want
a
to
lot.
for the moon? I want to get all the subscribers. I want to be PewDiePie levels.
Networking is the key, CJH. That's the most
What's your
important.
goals for your channel? How big do you want to get?
I don't necessarily have a number. I mean,
have fun.
I do it to fill time. I do it because I enjoy doing it. I cover a very specific genre that I enjoy, and my channel and I cover horror. That's all I cover is horror, psychological, and all the subgenres I think fall into horror. Right. So
there it is.
I know. I mean, it's a very unique, space. But as Taladia was just saying, I think networking is a big thing as well. So like one thing I do like on my Reign of Horror channel that I don't do like under my Nerd Cosa Nostra handle channel or YouTube, whatever. I subscribe and follow a lot of other people who do horror stuff as well. And I've been networking with them and meeting them. And, so I think that's another big thing as well. But I think there also needs to be realistic expectations. I mean,
yeah, I was joking about the PewDiePie thing. I would I would like to get 100K subscribers.
Well, yeah, I think
I
mean, ideally we all would, but I also think, and I know you were just saying that. I think being consistent, though. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing. Like since I started doing it, I mean, I try to make sure I at least do at least one upload every day.
I would say variety of content really helps.
Yeah.
Like do shorts, pre-record vids, live streams, everything. Because
I'll tell you one big pratfall to avoid, because it's the mistake I made. Be careful, like when networking. Be careful who you're networking with.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because I have close to 4,000 subscribers, and most of them don't watch my content. And the reason is because I have, and I know Max thought I was joking when I said this once. I'm very sincere. I have the wrong subscribers because they found me on another channel that does different content than what I do. It doesn't do the same content. So they're like, I like this guy, so I'll like this guy. And they click, they hit that subscribe button. But since I don't do the same kind of content, I wasn't what they were looking for.
That's what
and
happened
now it
to me.
messes up the algorithm because the algorithm is pushing me to the wrong people who aren't watching.
And that's why for my horror channel, like when I network with people, it's other channels and other people who specifically focus like on horror content, right? So I interact like with their, like when they do live stuff, I interact with them, or I interact with like their community, right? Because I know that their community is there because it's horror content, right? I mean, even though while I do like the type of content we talk here, like when Anthony and I do the daily shows on Mondays and Fridays, we don't really talk about horror at all, right? So like when I plug my stuff, it's like I make a very specific purpose to say if I do horror content, right? I don't cover Superman trailer, and I don't cover this type of stuff on when I do videos. Not to say I don't keep up with it. It's just not.
You do it also, my question would be for Max too, since you used to do the same content I used to do, the anti SJW type thing. How did you switch,
Max,
and still grow?
Just consistent finding joy and just talk about entertainment, and then actually getting rewarded from the audience, getting super chats and memberships based on nerd stuff instead of other people is that's what switched it for me. I'm like, okay, this is much better. I feel better about this.
Because I grew my channel the same way you did.
So I honestly thought I was making a difference, and I really don't think that now. I think I was just doing similar thing. I thought it would be good to expose them, and I just think they're always going to exist. It's not going to do any good. I really don't think that anymore.
Let me give you advice on how not to grow a channel. This is what I do, guys. Okay, because 300, I have awesome streams, but I get no subscribers. This is what I do. I talk about a lot of different shit. I'm very honest. Okay, I'm very inconsistent, but the number one key thing is I'm very, very honest, and I think I'm also very even keel, and I'm not an extremist. So if you don't want your channel to grow, don't be extremist. Be honest.
So,
I'll go on, Tyler.
So I was going to say, right, for me, for instance, right, I do 3 different type of content a week, right? I do a comic talk show, I do a gaming stream, and I do a reaction video, right? There's 3 different types of audiences I have. But the thing is, I'm networking with the right people. I'm talking to the right people, right? So they kind of, give me some sort of.
Who are the right people?
Go to the right people to actually help me with my YouTube channel or whatnot, right?
Who are the right people?
Who are the right people?
People that are doing the same kind of content.
Yeah, people are doing the similar content that I'm doing, right? Reaction videos, gaming videos, or gaming streams, or even doing comic book talk shows. I'm talking to them as well, so I'm actually networking with all of them. You see, and I'm actually having that conversation with them. And I'm also like I said, I'm a video game nerd, and obviously I cover video games. But there's one thing I would also recommend, CJ, right? If you are a content creator and you're networking, please do a background check on each individual person you network with. Because, for example, one person I networked with, I found out something really dark about him, and I had not known until about 2 to 3 years later. That I found out from a.
What'd you find out about Max?
No, it was from a game journalist. It wasn't about Max.
So same thing with the guy I was involved with. He had some really, really dark secrets that came out, and then I'm intrinsically tied to this guy.
Yeah.
I cut ties with the dude, and
what'd you do?
I
just
didn't do
deleted the
anything.
content, so.
Well, I have 3 things that will also really help me with my new direction and content. Meeting people in real life is a joy that you can't put a price on. And that's like the real power of YouTube. Nerd, I'm like meeting Joe for the first time, meeting Bruce, meeting Rhea, even meeting YouTube content creators. When I went to Too Many Games and I met the RGT85 that we had on an interview. He's like a really nice guy in person. Like I was like, wow, this is something you can't put a price on. And then doing that other style of content, it's going to make things weird in real life. And then also the other reason is if I find joy in doing interviews, like I met you through an interview. Like I knew of you. I don't know if we ever would collab that much if it wasn't for Rhea doing the Have You Met series. And I get so much joy out of that. And then making plans to meet up with YouTubers in real life, even if I never make 100K, it's all worth it just by meeting people in real life and having some of the coolest friends I've ever had in my life. And I talk to you friends more than I would normally with like a friend. What do you do with a friend in real life? You call them in the phone and hey, how's it going? Did you like Christmas? Now we're debating nerd stuff. Like I don't have you had the opportunity to meet anyone real nerd? It's so I hope to meet you one day. I hope to meet Talati. I hope to meet Perp. I keep saying I'm going to crash CGH's couch, but he said don't come to Canada. He's like doesn't want any Americans come to Canada.
No, I haven't met like any of the people I collaborate with. I haven't met in person.
Even though
there are a couple.
We will eventually.
Like Nicotina, he's in California. He's close to me. Like William from the Sci-Fi Center, he's in Vegas. He's close. And even like Rhea, she's in Vegas, so they're close to me.
I highly recommend it. It's so much fun. Yeah, and I can't wait to visit Joe again. I'm gonna make my way to Perp eventually.
Yeah.
With his baby hands.
Eladia, I would love to meet you in real life, but I do not like to get on a plane. So
get on a boat.
I mean, I'll give you a good example, right? I've met streamers, right, on Twitch, and this was in 2017. I went to a gaming convention, and I met loads of different content creators that are streaming on different platforms, and I networked with all of them. I became really good friends with them. I'm still friends with them after like 5-6 years now. I've been very good friends with them, so. I'm still
Larry's someone I'm planning to meet up with. Joe, Joe, and Larry might collab.
Oh yeah.
I'll say this though, the one thing that this is just me though. This is my hang up. Everybody's different, but I get recognized a lot, like out in public. Like I go to the supermarket and people come up to me. They're like, "You're Crazy Joe, right?" And it always makes me a little uncomfortable. Not that I don't like to meet people. I do like to meet people, but especially if I'm with my kid, like I'll be with my kids in the supermarket and someone will come up and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I watch you on YouTube." And I always want to be friendly and polite, but I also feel slightly
famous Joe.
I feel slightly uncomfortable because I'm at a disadvantage. They know who I am. I don't know who they are. And it just, and then I feel like I had a guy, and Max knows this. He saw it. I had a guy write to me and say he wanted an autographed picture of me. And
I did too.
I felt like such an asshole signing that autograph. Like I didn't want to say no. I didn't want to be a dick. I'm like, okay, that's really nice of you to ask, but I don't feel like I'm anyone who should be signing an autograph. And like I signed it and sent it to him, but I felt like an asshole, dude.
I have mine of you. I want all of you. I want one from Nerd, Perp, CGH, Taladia. Send me an autograph signed. I'm gonna put on my wall.
Couple times.
I loved it.
I
I was recognized, but I loved it. But it was just for the Miko. It's not because of my content. It's because I'm the idiot that didn't listen to his wife and spent $200 on a console that I never got. That's why people know me when I wear the Miko T-shirt.
What
At
happened?
Goodwill, I got recognized, and at the convention. Yeah.
What happened to the hat you had, Max?
I still have the CJ hat. My head's a little big for it, though. I need to get a bigger size. Okay. Well, anything else people want to share, and then we'll start wrapping up.
Yes, I would like to share. I would like to share an RJ tweet.
Oh God.
Okay, this is an RJ tweet. I'm gonna read it. We've really missed you and your videos. I can't wait for your Superman coverage. I hope you can squeeze in a Sonic 3 review if you can. That was RJ writing to Grace Randolph. I'm out.
The Grace.
Oh yeah, that was the Grace, and then Perp leaves. Cool.
Okay. That's awesome, CJH. Cool.
The Killing Joke.
Are you sending it to me?
No.
Oh, then why are you showing it to me? I want it. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna hold this up then.
All right. You gotta beat it, Taladia. You gotta beat that, Nerd. You have something to beat that?
I've actually got
Come on,
something
show
better than
something.
that.
You got something better?
Yeah. I've showed it before, which is the Absolute Superman book from Jim Lee.
Here's a sketch cover.
Ooh. All right, I gotta say it's graded.
Yeah, it's graded. And then wait,
that's a
hold on.
beautiful cover.
Here's a matching one to go with it. Another sketch cover.
Oh, okay. So you have two, so I won't feel bad for taking one. Thank you.
Well, Max, that's what you're supposed to do with the VHS, not open them.
I open mine.
You're supposed to grade them.
There's my Jim Lee cover. There's my
no
Jim Lee.
no fair using the baby card.
There's
That's
my
what you-
Jim Lee's Absolute Superman cover.
Or should I end it, or should I get my
Ooh, nice.
horror VHS? I forgot I was going to do that. Do you guys want to stick around, or should I end it?
It's up to
End it.
But it's like end it. Are you interested to see what I got? I could go quick.
If you go quick, then great. But
yeah, Max. If you go quick on your show, yeah, then I'm interested.
I know
That's what he's saying.
Nerd's interested. I have to start watching these. This is my New Year resolution.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh wow,
It's a real one.
I used to have lighter hair.
I like that Max's picture is now Scrooge and the Grinch.
I used to have lighter hair.
Oh yeah.
These three. This is for what? So, while Max is gone.
It's Claudia's show now.
No, it's not my show. What did you guys watch for Christmas movie?
Nothing.
Last night I watched my two favorites, Gremlins and Santa Claus the movie.
I watched Die Hard and Die Hard 2.
All right, let me see how I could do this. I'm going to go as fast as I can. I'm going to VHS everywhere. I don't want to mess them up. I have not seen the majority of these. And then part of the reason I got into horror is Friends, Perp, Bruce, Rhea, my wife, all love horror. And the other reason is my love of VHS. It's like, I'm like, why am I going around collecting and not collecting horror VHS? So I got a lot of these here. Bleeders, and this is the special copy.
Nice.
The back is messed up though, but $15 for that. Never seen Bleeders. The Watcher. You can let me know if there are any to really which ones I should watch first, if anyone knows.
They should
Warlock.
all be graded.
No, they're not just going to be graded. Most of them are open. Silver Bullet. Mutant. I never saw anyone talk about this. I saw this. I love the cover, and then I went back and watched the trailer, and I went back to get it. $5.
Can't beat that for $5. Well, I think I see The House on Haunted Hill.
House on Haunted Hill. That's a good one.
Watch that one if you haven't seen it.
Okay. Open Water was just a freebie someone gave to me.
Watch that one and then go back and watch the original.
Okay.
The black and white.
I picked up the other Crow movies.
So this is what you need to do, Max.
I know people don't like them.
I'm sharing the thing.
Do you have all 4 or just those 2?
First 3.
Ooh, I see Halloween in there too.
Yeah, yeah.
And I see Friday the 13th series.
Interview with the Vampire, the Clamshell, but people
Right.
say they don't like that. Like I liked it. The holographic Jack Frost.
Yeah.
And I just found out about a scene where the snowman does something
Yeah.
to a lady in the shower, and I'm like, oh my god, that's in here. I
Is
did
that the
not
one
know
with-
that.
Is that the one with Michael Keaton?
I don't think so.
No,
No.
Michael Keaton one is lighthearted and family friendly.
I don't know if
That
this is a
one is
horror
not
movie. This
friendly.
was just a freebie, Knights of the City, where I got the other ones. I don't even know what that is. Oh, Twice Bitten. I think
Okay.
this is the vampire hooker movie. It was called something else later. Carrie. I've never watched Carrie.
Oh wow. That
I've
needs to be
seen
like-
the scenes, but I've never.
The remake with Chloe Grace Moretz is so bad, and
they're
I
doing
really
it-
like
Child's
Chloe
Play
Grace Moretz.
1. Now I can't stand when they put I love VHS boxes, but I hate when they do the movie time or classics at the top. I just like a full
But
image.
how are you going to know it's movie time?
Because I don't need to see that.
So every time you look at that, you know it's movie time now.
I don't like that. But I got this cheap enough where I was like, okay, I'll just get
You
this.
you got to watch that right now. You know why?
Why?
It's movie time.
Child's Play 2. You get
Yes.
Child's Play 3.
I would say of all the horror franchises from that period, Child's Play would probably be my least favorite.
Okay.
That's just me personally, though.
I always respect.
Oh, I got Bones. Just the I wanted.
Oh,
the
was
whole
Snoop Dogg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always respected that the Child's Play franchise was able to change tones and shift. Like, oh, this is getting old. Let's go comedy. Oh, the
Yeah.
comedy's getting old. Let's go. Like, I thought that was kind of cool how they did that.
Blair
Okay,
Witch.
so Blair Witch 2, I got for like $1.
I love that movie.
Joe says it's better.
I hate the first one. And in my experience, people who don't like the first one like the second one, and people who like the first one hate the second one.
Is that Arachnophobia?
Predator
Or
2.
Predator 2.
Yeah. All right. I have way more than this, but
I see Scream.
Bride of Chucky.
Bride Chucky.
Now these all came in a like for $10 for all of these. You could just The Human Monster, Night of the Living Dead, Dementia 13, Creatures from the Haunted Sea. There's just like a series of horror classics.
Mm-hmm.
Revolt of the Zombies, White Zombie is in here. The Corpse Vanishes. The Vampire Bat. This $10 for all these.
This is like what are these, like 50s, 60s? Looks like they're like 50s, 60s.
Those are like public
yeah.
domain titles, I think.
Yeah.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Nightmare Castle. The Night Flyer. I love this cover. Is this a good one?
That's a nice cover, yeah.
I like the night flyer. I like to boogie.
Brotherhood of the Wolf. I got the French version
Oh.
and the English version.
I saw that in the movies. I hated that movie. I'm in the minority though. People love it.
The Howling.
Oh, my boy Joe Dante. And look, Max, put it up again. Put it up. It's movie time.
I hate that. Bats.
John Logan. I hate John Logan.
It's got
It's the guy who wrote Gladiator.
what's that
and Star Trek
actress's
Nemesis.
name from Starship Troopers? Disney.
Dina Meyer.
Dina Meyer. I like Dina
I
Meyer.
do like Dina Meyer.
And this
I
looks
like
like a fun one.
Dina Meyer better than Denise Richards. Controversial, but I'd say it. I'm not afraid.
Special limited edition of The Haunting.
That's a good movie.
Dark City, not really horror, but I had it in here.
Oh, Dark City's coming to 4K.
Well,
Hey,
I don't need it.
You want to hear my controversial take on Dark City? Better than The Matrix.
No.
Yeah.
I like it, but
Nah.
no.
It came out a few months before The Matrix, and when
Bless
I saw
the
The Matrix, I'm
Child.
like, this is a ripoff of Dark City.
A lot of these I got really cheap. Deep Blue
Oh,
Sea.
Yeah, Fear there. It's a good movie.
Fear's good. Okay.
That's a good movie.
The Tommy Knockers, people said this isn't good. I don't know. Here's the good one. I spent
Nightmare on Elm
$100
Street.
the collection.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's nice.
It was $100. They were going way more for 100, but this corner was ripped. And I'm like, the tapes look so good, though.
What's your favorite Nightmare on Elm Street?
I don't know yet. I haven't seen most of them.
Oh, right. You're in for a treat.
The Terminator's in there. It's not necessarily a horror movie, but
well, in some circles, it's considered sci-fi horror.
Yeah. The Breed. I just picked this up for cheap.
Who's that? Colin Farrell?
I haven't found The Cell yet, Cal. I will pick that up.
Wait, was that Colin Farrell? I never saw The Breed.
This is the guy that was in Highlander, the TV series.
Oh, Adrian. Okay, it looked like Colin Farrell from a distance.
How's my horror collection, chat?
Nice.
Frankenfish.
Frankenfish. Wow.
Now we're getting to Halloween.
Halloween H2O.
I
still have to find a lot of the Halloween.
Do you have this
one.
version of the Star Wars trilogy
and the
that I'm
original.
sharing right here?
Hold on, CG. So let me finish this. I think I have two House on Haunted Hill somehow. Warlock 3.
Oh, you need part 2. There's
Christine.
There you go.
I'm married to that one.
Is this some? Is this like something with a car that kills you or something?
Yeah, it's like Evil Herbie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Christine's name of the car.
I want to see Christine
13
versus
Ghosts.
Herbie.
I heard this is good.
I love 13 Ghosts. That is such a cheesy
Is it?
movie, but it's
It
a
is.
fun movie. It's like one
Yeah.
of those ones where it's just like you just go with it and have a good time.
The Last Stop. I don't know. Rose McGowan's. I don't know if it's any good or anything. I have no idea.
I've not seen that one.
Found it cheap.
That one.
And then the rest is just Godzilla, and I have some horror up there too. But I think I thought I would show that.
Just the
real quick.
simple fact that you have Halloween 78 in there, 79 in there is great.
I had the widescreen clamshell, and I found out I really hate widescreen on VHS.
Really?
Blasphemy.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
No, I like widescreen on DVD and Blu-ray, but on VHS it looks bad. It looks worse quality.
So unfortunate.
That was all I used to buy was the widescreen.
That's all I used to buy too.
Yeah, you pulled out my two favorite Halloween movies, Halloween and H2O.
So I have a lot of watching and
Well,
reviewing to do.
Actually, Halloween 3 is my favorite, but
So
my
my
two
plan is to
favorite were
get-
Michael Myers.
To get all my TVs set up where I'll put one V tape in and it displays on all my TVs at the same time for an intro to my reviews.
There you go.
So I have the room set up first, and I'm going to start reviewing these, especially the horror, because it's like a lot. I haven't seen a lot of these. The other movies I've seen, and I want to give a second chance. This one I probably want to see this first, and then also I found Killer Clowns
From
on
Outer
Facebook
Space.
Marketplace, and that tape's going for pretty much. And I was like, it's so weird, and I never seen it.
Wait, is the
So-
Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
Yes.
Talking about? Yeah.
Okay, that's all. We can end now. Oh, CJ,
so
show something?
yeah, have you seen this? Or
Rate
do you-
my horror collection for 2024 in this clip out video. Okay, go ahead.
So do you own this version?
Not that
2000.
No.
That's what I grew
have-
up with.
I have other versions of it, but not that one.
Yeah. And then this is what the box set looks like. All sides of it. Let me share this.
You have it?
My dad owns it. Yeah.
Is he going to give it to you?
Maybe eventually, but
Is he going to give it to me?
no.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
But this is what all sides of the box look like.
Yeah, it's a nice one. People like to get the original releases on VHS. I kind of like, my favorite one of Star Wars is the one they remastered and released right before they did special editions. My favorite Star Wars one.
Okay. Yeah.
I
But
was
this-
going to try to buy a library copy of New Hope for a while, but I'm like, oh, that's too expensive. I didn't.
Are you going to do this with your VHS though?
I
The
sent
one
you a
I'm
really
sharing right
old.
here?
I sent you an old Return of the Jedi VHS.
Yeah.
Like,
Are you ever gonna do that?
The only one I might grade is the one that everyone called overrated in this stream, Back to the Future. I have one sealed. It's not a great
who
seal.
called Back to the Future overrated?
I'm not even gonna.
It was
multiple
Phil,
people.
wasn't it? It was Phil. It's always Phil.
It was Phil.
Yeah, and
Was he?
I think even
again?
Austin. I think Austin said it as well. I think Austin did too.
I called it a perfect movie.
I love Austin, but he's wrong.
Well, I said it's a perfect movie.
It's the greatest movie ever made.
Nerd Costa Nostra was nicer, but he's like, you kind of have to be a kid to enjoy it.
I didn't say
Yes.
Now he's
No,
saying
you didn't say that
Play
in
it
so
back.
many words.
Play
You
it
didn't
back.
say that. You didn't say that in so many
Rewind.
words.
Rewind.
But you did say I enjoyed it when I was a kid.
I did. I did. I said when I was a kid, it was one of my
Yes.
favorite movies. I said
Yeah.
as I got older, I
Yeah.
appreciate
You have
it
to have a
more.
child's mind
but
to really appreciate it.
But as I got older, you start to look, I think, at films very differently. And I wouldn't say it's overrated. I say it's very much a product of its time. And I watch things in a silo. You watch any of the Back to the Future films in a silo, they're very entertaining for what they are. However, just like with my biggest issue with parts 2 and 3 is that if you watch it for the story they're telling, it absolutely could not happen, especially part 2. None of what how the story plays out in part 2 would absolutely not happen. It just wouldn't happen.
It's also kind of creepy too.
What did the mother stuff?
Yeah.
The
I mean,
incest
I can
stuff?
appreciate, this I can appreciate. I can absolutely appreciate this poster and all the signatures. I can appreciate that.
And
That's
Joe
awesome.
Bang my head.
Joe said that I want Joe to live forever, but if something that's going to me. That's
No,
all I'm
that
saying.
goes to Kira.
Something.
Oh,
That's pretty cool.
Kid?
That's
Okay.
pretty cool. Yeah.
All right. I'll allow it. Here's an awesome kid.
Look at my
So-
poster.
Yeah.
Same thing.
What's your poster? Same. It's not the same thing. CGH. His is significantly better. First off, yours is in Canada, so that instantly gives you minus points.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't have the signatures, and it's not framed.
You got my Pepsi Perfect bottle there.
Oh wow, those were really limited. I remember
Play
those
Bill
came
from the
out.
musical.
Do you have the sports almanac?
I do. It's back here.
That's awesome.
I got too much stuff up here. There's Rocky's statue.
Andy saw Back to the Future, the musical. Well, I'll get the Pepsi bottle, though, right?
Depends if Kira wants it.
All right.
Max is gonna crack it open on live stream.
No. I would cherish that.
It's right by my autographed picture of Mr. T.
Yeah, I don't want that one, Joe. I like it's. I
You
respect,
can't have
but
it.
I don't. Yeah, I don't need Mr. T. The Dolph Lundgren one, maybe. Dolph Lundgren. What about Dolph Lundgren, Joe?
I don't know.
I didn't. If I would have known that I would start to appreciate Dolph Lundgren, I would have been waiting in line with you. I always liked him, but man, once I got that Masters of the Universe VHS, I really want that sign now. Dolph rules. L Max, thank you, Beltry. I think that's where we'll call it tonight. I'm
Yep.
sorry to keep everyone so late. Go check out
I'm
Joe.
going to make
CJ.
everyone upset.
That's fine. No problem there.
Did you get that in the quarter, Ben?
No, he's paid a lot of money for it. Go check out Joe. Go check out CGH. Go check out Taladia, and go to Reign of Horror, upcoming horror YouTube channel. And we'll see you all soon, everyone. Thank you.